evening, everyone. Welcome back to Dice and Paper. We're very excited for tonight's episode, but before we can jump right back into the show, we have a couple quick announcements for you. Isabel, would you like to start us off?
Yeah. Okay, so as always, we have merchandise. You can buy it. A cool thing is that we updated some of our merch designs, the ones that Orion in it.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pepperonis.
Anyway,
He didn't like
so there's
pepperonis.
some cool new stuff on there, some updated stuff, just some classic stuff, and really cool stuff. And if you want to get our t-shirts or our hoodies or our socks, you can, there's links to go for those in the description if you're watching on YouTube, and in the panels if you're watching on Twitch.
All right, D&D Beyond, everyone. D&D Beyond is the official 5e toolset for Dungeons & Dragons. It's fantastic. You can use it on your device, anything. We're not sponsored, but we just love their product, and we use it every single show. We hope you guys use it, too. It's great. You can get it now. If your DM has the master plan, then he can share all the stuff he's gotten as long as he has, like, the legendary, but
He or
her.
she.
He or she. I didn't mean to say he. It's just because I'm thinking of Trevor. As long as they have the master bundle and all that, or the legendary bundle with all the different stuff, and they can share whatever they own. Yes, that was that sentence. Good job. Go to Nate.
Good. All right. The other thing we use online is, oh my God, I forgot what it's called.
Tabletop
Tabletop
audio.
audio.
The
It's
one
been
we're
a long
using
day.
right
It's been a
now.
long day, guys. Sorry. Tabletop audio gets you all the music, sound effects, everything you could use in your D&D game, and it's awesome. It's freaking awesome, guys. You should check it out right now. Tabletop audio. That's the name of it. .com.
We're probably not going to milk the stool joke anymore, so.
Yeah.
Why? That's tradition.
Quite wonderfully, actually, Stool is just playing Stool tonight.
Yes, of course.
Which is cool. Stool has graduated to the point where they are honestly just a infrequent cast member at this point.
Yeah.
They're not really a guest anymore. They're just the secret 7th member of Dice and Paper.
Yes.
And honestly, my favorite. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys, but their character has just such an enamoring backstory.
Well,
You
fuck
wouldn't
you.
believe it.
That's fair.
I can't wait to explore it in our
completely
campaign
fair.
for the next 12 episodes when we just focus on Stool and his quests to rid the world of termites.
Okay.
Wow,
That's
okay.
Anyway,
a personal one.
as always, you can catch us live on Twitch and YouTube at 7 p.m. EST if you are not watching us live right now. And additionally, if you're a fan of the show, please consider following us on Twitter and Instagram at Dice and Paper, all one word, no funny symbols. And subscribe to us on YouTube because we love it very much. And also, all our Twitter handles are under our names. They always have been, always will be.
Of course.
Even though Nate's is still Orion Gimbal.
I was gonna change it,
Yeah.
but I was gonna do that yesterday, but I don't have the picture of the mini to put up as my profile picture.
We'll get
I'm gonna
you-
make a new site.
We'll get you a pic.
That
then.
one's
Yeah.
gonna be a memorial.
Anyways, for those of you just joining us, when we last left our heroes, they we'd returned to them after a 10-month break where they had just spent some time working on their own personal projects in and around Deorumn and the surrounding area. But they'd recently been called back into Deorumn by
But tis. So.
the Duke of Clearstead, Parker Ellington, who wanted them to search out a rumor of some terroristic activity. And while investigating that, they found a group of people meeting in an alleyway who, when confronted, ran off down the city while the called made pursuit and managed to capture 3 of them and then sort of beat the crap out of the 4th. But the 5th made it to the wall and planted an alarm, which sent a bell about 500 feet up into the air where it is currently ringing.
Yeah, it was all his fault.
It was all... I'm pretty sure Valio was the one chasing the
Yeah.
guy who
No,
got
it was
there.
all that guy's fault.
Who's guy?
The guy that planted it.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's all his fault. That's why. Yeah,
and
I didn't do anything.
So quick to blame you.
It wasn't blame. It was just.
right at the end of last episode, Valia entered communion.
This is correct.
But
Oh.
for the last time, their path winds ever forward.
Oh, how did I get that?
So follow closely. He is ready to meet you, and he's been waiting ever such a long time. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's episode of Dice and Paper. Roll that intro! song. Anyway.
I feel like I heard it again.
Yeah, do you want to hear it again? Do you want to run it again? Should we go through the intro?
Let's go,
segment?
everybody!
Don't you dare.
We did it! I'm kidding.
I was worried you wouldn't be able to stop that.
No, I can stop it.
I was kind of
I have
scared.
complete control.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
What if I just
can
did
control
this?
everything.
No.
Then
Yeah,
you
Nate,
would be
Nate, do you
out
wanna-
of control.
That button doesn't have anything to do with that.
I would keep hitting buttons randomly until something happened.
Okay, but he
Wild
absolutely
magic,
would
but
do
it's
that.
just Nate
I-
fucking
yeah.
pushing buttons.
You think I would hit one at a time?
What if somebody ran a stream like that? They literally just had like a full streaming setup with like all the keys that
like,
change everything, and then they just go,
that
"All right,
one.
guys, I wonder what we're gonna do next."
End stream.
Just like command surprise when you hold down the command key and just
Yeah.
rub the keyboard.
There would be a limited amount of episodes, I feel like.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
Today, that one did nothing. See you guys tomorrow.
Anyway,
Sorry.
we return to our heroes in the midst of a fairly tense situation.
Fairly.
This music is so tense.
It's really not. Is my volume down?
Nope, you're good.
Nope. All right. We return to Nick, kneeling over a fallen
Bad guy.
terrorist, bad guy, evil person, evildoer, scum of the world, alley boy, rough, rowdy puncher,
Guy's got
With
a
a
lot of names.
mask.
with a mask that she took off, I think.
No,
No, that's
wait.
the other
he had a
that's-
mask.
Yeah.
This guy's got a lot of fucking
Um,
names.
The guy with no leg doesn't have the mask.
Yeah. He has a leg. I feel like we keep saying he is completely deprived of his leg.
I
It's
got
just attached by like
roll on
one
that
tendon or
medicine
something,
check.
though.
Yeah.
That's true. That is
It's
true.
tourniqueted. It might not walk as well, but he's still got it.
He's fine, and he's gonna be
And tourniquets
fine.
can be dangerous if
Yeah.
made properly. If
Well,
not made properly,
It was made properly, okay?
they can still be
um,
dangerous after a while.
But the last moment we saw from our perspective was, that is really not the right sound.
Is that a bird?
It is a bird. Was
It's a
Tabletop
plane.
audio, everyone. It's a great.
Was,
site.
It's the Fury.
the
It's a raven.
downed bad guy laughing at you, and specifically he was laughing at I think he said he was laughing at the fact that
message
he
from
found
a
it funny
bird.
that it all started because of a message from a bird.
I'm not there yet.
No,
I'm still running
Um,
back with that guy over my shoulders.
but Isabel, Nick, as you're crouched over him, you see that laughing sort of changes pitch, and he kind of more focuses himself to the point where you suddenly realize he's laughing at something else behind you now. And when you turn around, you just barely have time to catch the third cultist, who is still levitating in the air, drop out as Busto has lost focus because he's looking at you. And this cultist drops out of the air and pulls out a glowing green knife and jams it into the side of Busto's neck.
Oof.
But we're not going to jump back to that moment, at least not right now, because we're going to return to Valia first. And Valia, you are currently kneeling in the real world in front of the Peak Villa wall. But as you close your eyes, you begin to make out the sound of somewhere a bit more foreign. You begin to hear the gentle roar of snowfall around you, and the soft winds that are common amongst the top of a mountain. And as you begin to take this in, can I have you roll initiative for me?
That's never a good thing.
That one.
4.
Oh.
I
Four.
knew it was gonna be 4. I guessed
Okay.
that in my head. It was like, it's gonna be a 4.
It's gonna be a.
I got a
4.
2.
So, Valia.
I don't think I'm gonna go first.
No, and also,
When your initiative bonus is only +2.
Wow.
will be-
Yeah.
you will also be on
I have plus
The-
0, so.
receiving side of a surprise round.
Snowball!
So,
Yeah.
It's just a snowball fight.
It's not good when I enter communion and I'm already in a fight. I feel like
Yeah, right. I don't
communion
think
should be
that's,
the most
like-
safe, the safest thing for me.
To start us off for tonight, to get us going
This is fucked
Ooh.
up.
on, I almost said rolling. Sorry, we lost the music. For a
Dang
second.
it!
There's a tricky thing where there's a button to click to the next track, and there's also right next to it a button to
Mute all
turn
the
off.
sounds.
But besides that, guys, tabletop audio.
What
is
button
the
do you think I
best.
just pressed again?
The
Go
Everybody-
wrong one.
Tabletop
Tabletop
audio. It's
audio-
a great thing.
It's
we
so
love it.
good.
But it's. I guess Trevor's having some issues.
But there's one button that
He's
I
got
feel
some
like
issues with his fingers.
it'll be in the next
I-
update. They'll
You
update
can't
it
seem
next
to
update.
click it right.
8. Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know what
um,
I'm doing. With it. I just had it.
And the music.
I pressed
has
the
been
button
shut off
again.
Trevor!
It's
Welcome
right
to
next to
Dice
the.
and Paper.
It's right next to the button I need to
Professional.
press. Okay,
Did you get it?
I did.
Are you good?
Don't fucking touch tabletop audio anymore.
You think you're good?
Leave it
Minimize
alone.
Yeah, you just can't. Yeah.
Nate,
Now.
Valia. As your
been a
eyes
long day.
snap open in an alien snow-filled landscape, you are nearly thrown from your feet as a whip-like silver tail snaps over your head, missing you by inches.
That's what the fuck I had to roll initiative to fight. Fuck you.
You flatten yourself against the snow, a blizzard already pelting against your exposed skin, and ready yourself for a counterattack. What do you do?
Punch it.
It's a fantastic question. Because I feel like it's probably immune to any spells I have. I'm gonna hit it.
You can do that.
Yeah.
And Nate dies in communion.
13?
13 to hit.
Yeah?
So
Oh.
you jump to your feet and you see this slithering reptilian form starting to dart away. And as it's moving, you just swing your fist and connect with its back leg. But your fist sort of just glances off of these hard as iron scales.
What color is it?
Silver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know it is then. Yeah.
And this
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
this form comes out of the snow before you. And he shimmers as if sculpted from pure metal, his face given a noble cast by high eyes and sweeping beard-like chin spikes. A spiny frill rises high over his head, tracing down the neck to the tip of his tail, fading into a soft purple. The piercing eyes now staring at you resemble orbs of brilliant mercury. And the silver dragon dives forward and attempts to take a bite out of your midsection.
Why the fuck am I fighting a dragon right now?
Well, you've entered communion, my friend, and we get to see what that means.
Well, yeah, apparently it's not good.
Um,
You fight a dragon at level 7. Oh, okay.
does a 27 hit?
Yo,
your
yeah, it does. If it's a dragon, don't ask.
So this jaw darts forward and it starts to slam shut, and you sort of throw up your hands and it, just as it's about to connect around you, it snaps upward and its teeth just clash together right above your head.
I was hoping there'd be something like that happened.
What do you do? It's your turn again.
Sildy, it's me.
The face rears around towards you, and takes you in for a couple of moments, and Sildren says, "Valia,
Yeah.
it's been ever such a long time. Tell me, dear, are your reflexes still as sharp as your wit?" And he flaps his wings once, rearing himself back up into the air, opening his mouth and casting a cone of freezing breath
Can I
directly
just say no?
towards you. You can make a DC 24 Constitution saving throw for me.
Fuck you.
24?
Is that even,
Yeah.
There's no
even-
natural 20.
No, I have a +6 to saving throw, Constitution saving throw.
Okay,
So I can get an 18.
You can get an 18. You're not going to.
It was on 18, then it moved to 4. The fucking dice straight, man. It hit the thing. It was on 18, it hit
You're
the thing,
not
and moved
supposed to
back.
have it like that. You're supposed to the
No,
button it up.
because then it's almost always cocked when I do it like this.
No, that's how it's
No,
supposed to be.
bitch,
supposed to hit
it's
off the
almost
edges.
never cocked. It's always
He
almost
doesn't
always
know how
cocked.
to use a dice tray, everyone. Sorry.
Sorry,
This is
apparently
bad.
Adrian knows more about my shit than me.
I do.
It makes more sense.
It's a dice
that way.
tray.
Sorry, Fuse. Yeah, I didn't make it.
Okay, so
That's the main picture.
you are enveloped by this icy blast, and you can feel this like chill reaching all the way to your bones as the ice crystallizes around you.
I have
And
resistance
then you do.
to cold.
And then as you're sort of freezing in place, you see the tail coming around again.
What the fuck?
And it slams into your side, shattering the ice and launching you across the top of what you can now tell is sort of a mountain. And before you slam into a rock, shattering the ice fully, and leaving you lying on your back, staring up at Sildren.
I have the worst fucking patron in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad
I'll
was
give you one more
never-
turn.
I don't want to fight him.
No, you don't have to. He seems to have he used that first initial flap of his wings to perch up on top of this little
I'm just gonna kind of get up and put my head out, be like,
cliff.
Calm down. It's been a while."
You see, he looks at you for a moment and
Excuses.
he starts to bare his teeth, and you kind of flinch, and then you see it rises all the way up into this huge, toothy grin, and then he dives forward towards you like a cat.
This guy's fucking
But
bipolar.
his scales seem to shift like liquid mercury, and his whole body flows like a liquid until he drops down in front of you, recoalescing into the form of a tall, vaguely elven man with pure white hair and brilliant silver irises. He's still smiling at you, but you can see his teeth still end in these very jagged points. And he regards you for a second, and then he throws out his arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna hug him.
Trevor, is he handsome?
He's gorgeous.
Can I roll?
He's a 30.
You
No,
don't
he's a
you
30.
don't get to roll. He's gorgeous.
You can't, yeah.
I had to roll for the Fury, and she was the hottest
yeah,
fucking
but you
thing on the
can't
planet.
take this away from him.
If-
He's a 30.
If you roll and get a 1, he isn't sexy anymore. Roll. Right now.
No.
Do it.
No.
I want you
DM
to make,
rules.
I want you to make
DM rules.
Nate's character
Get out.
not sexy, alright?
No, it's not
Do
even
it.
the character,
Just
it's
do
the
it.
patron.
Bitch,
I don't
I
have
didn't
I don't have a 30-sided die
Yeah,
anymore.
don't
you don't get to.
That's a
He's
7.
he's-
Well, that
he's
means
hot,
he's a
okay?
billion
Damn
percent
it.
hot,
it's a
'cause it wasn't
polymorphed
natural
form.
love.
It is beautiful.
He's even
You made
hotter
it
than the
beautiful.
Fury.
No, he's not.
No,
He is.
sorry. But Sildren wraps you up in his arms and actually lifts you off your feet in a hug before setting you back down and sort of putting you at an arm reach and going, "Oh, Valia, it's been such a long time, dear. Where have you been?
If my patron wasn't a
dead.
worm, we could
You've been dead?"
I have.
Oh, me too.
Really?
He says, "Yes.
go with that.
You know, I always knew we had things in common."
Yeah.
Did he say I've been dead too?
Yeah. And he sort of looks at you for a second and he goes, "Well, what brings you here again? It's, you know, I'd always love to see my favorite granddaughter, but I can't help but wonder why you're here for me after 100-odd years, dear."
I need some help.
Sure.
And you're the wisest person I know, the thing.
And he seems to laugh at that a little. And he says, "Sure." And he takes your hand and he walks you over to the edge of this place you've appeared on. And glancing around now, you find that you are standing atop the peak of a presumably gargantuan mountain. The snow buffets through the air in heavy sheets, concealing whatever landscape lies around you, leaving only you, the mountaintop, and your good friend, Sildren.
I've gotten in a group of friends, and we've kind of gotten in a bit of trouble.
Yes? Ah, it's legal trouble again. You and your group seem to encounter that a lot.
Not that group, a different group this time. They call themselves the Called, and I guess I'm part of it. It's a big deal, apparently.
I'll take your word for it.
You'll hear of us, I think, eventually. Well, you see, these people, apparently an assassin group, I don't really know. They planted something on the wall. It looked like a bomb. I don't know what it is. if a bomb's even a thing now. And it just started ringing, and I didn't know what to do, so I came to talk to you.
Well, I'm not sure how much good I can do you out of here. And he sort of gestures around. He says, this is my domain, and I don't venture out of it,
Well,
but...
I think there might be something coming. Like, that was an alarm for something to attack.
That's what she said.
Deorumn, fuck.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
I get
Wow.
to... If
Okay,
you guys get to
I
make
didn't
them all the
even laugh
time...
at that.
well, you know what?
You gotta pick your moments, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Trevor.
Like 1 out of 10 innuendo.
That is the first one in, I think, ever.
And it sucked. Get on
Wow,
our level.
wow. Alright, stop being mean to Trevor.
I lost my thought. That was just so bad.
So the dragon attacks you again.
No,
but it actually
no,
deals-
fuck! Shut up! Wait,
Okay, it
wait!
actually-
No, wait!
Let
I'm
me
sorry!
roll for-
I'm sorry!
let
He
me roll
doesn't
for
know!
damage real
This
quick.
is metagaming and it's
How many
finest.
d8s do you have?
Not enough! Let's
Like,
just keep
how
going.
many D20s do you
Damage,
have?
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
No, leave the dice alone.
Okay.
Okay. I think something might be coming.
That's what she said.
God damn it.
Okay,
Alright,
funnier
I've had
second
fun.
time around.
This is gonna be like the fucking you are the Badger Cal shit.
I think something may be on its way to the city. A monster or something. Do you maybe know what any monsters coming? It could even be a dragon. I don't know.
He sort of glances at you and he goes, yeah. And he puts out a hand and rests 3 fingers against your forehead. And you feel this tingling sensation. And very briefly, you can see the real world around you. You can see the wall and you can feel the air. You can feel your own senses enhanced by Sildren's. And deeper, you can feel that you can actually hear people's heartbeats sleeping in their homes a mile away.
Take that, Busto. Fucking,
Yeah.
I got passive perception for days.
And you sort of sense his awareness
10.
reaching out and pulling on this vague feeling that has been brought by the wind past the bell. And then Sildren pulls his fingers from your forehead and he sort of glances at you and he says, "It's not a dragon. It is like us. It's not a brother, but it is similar. It carries the same heart." And he sort of gestures around at the landscape near you.
So, you mean it's cold?
It's a being of ice, something that lives high in the mountains.
That means my spells will probably be little to no use.
He sort of looks in, and he looks a little
At least most of them.
thinking, and he says, "I suppose you might have some difficulties in that regard."
I need some other help, too.
Of course.
I need you to do me a favor. I have a contact that goes by the name of Rune. She's
Yes?
a contact of my other group, the Hopeless Ones. But, I need you to send her a message.
I think I might still have some favors over in the world of the living I could call in after all these years.
She's in Celicet.
Salisa. I don't know the city, but I'm sure I know some people who do.
Sort of near Deorumn. Just let her know something's coming and I need help.
He says, yes, dear, I understand.
Thank you. I think that's all I needed. Is there anything you have for me? Or?
He says, well,
Oh, there was one more thing.
yes.
When we were watching this group of assassins, mercenaries, I don't really know what they were, just these people that ran, I saw a bird, and it was invisible. It was like a raven or something, and it seemed to notice me looking at it, and it flew away. I don't know what it is,
And he looks at you and says, a raven was watching you,
but it was invisible.
but it seemed to have intelligence of its own.
Exactly.
Oh, and he sort of tilts his head and he says, well, and his form shifts again and he becomes a bird for just an instant before shifting back into a human shape. And he says, It wouldn't surprise me if it was something more intelligent, polymorphed as a bird. Unless someone was particularly interested in going around turning birds invisible. Maybe that's the current trend, but...
Not that I know of, but I have been dead for 100 years. Thank you, Sylvia. It's been very nice.
I hate when you call me that.
Yes, well, I do.
He shakes his head at you for a second and says...
I hate when you fight me just for visiting.
He looks at you, and you can see him trying to look stern for a moment, and then he says, "Come back soon, Valia." And he snaps his fingers, and the landscape around you vanishes, and you find yourself back in the city streets, sort of crouching in front of that wall once again.
Alright, time
It's
to go
not
to
playing.
work.
Yeah.
We got shit to do.
And you sort of rise from your position, and you walk back over towards where you remember the rest of your group was staying. You just sort of retrace your steps back towards the rest of the called, and
That bell's
after
still going off, right?
yeah.
Did the guards see me that were on the wall? Since I was kneeling there for a little while. And there was just a giant ass bell that was
Why
there.
do you want
I would
to
say the
get
guards are
caught?
probably-
I don't want
I'd
them
say
to see me. I
you
wanna know
you
if they
look
did.
up and you can see there are guards milling around, but they're looking up towards the bell,
All
not
right,
down
I'm
at
gonna
you.
get out of there before they turn around.
Okay. So back with you guys. Cal arrives a few minutes
Pansy.
before Valia, carrying another one of these figures over his
I'm gonna
shoulder.
kick him when he's other going to throw him down.
He's been
I'm gonna
unconscious.
kick him anyways.
All right. Do you want to make an unarmed attack?
It's just like a light kick.
Okay. Just a nudge.
I hit him.
Yeah. You kick him and he kind of groans and tries to shift away from you a little bit.
So I see Busto
Yeah,
like
Busto got
Yeah.
fucking
stabbed.
stabbed.
You see Nick right after we left you for a moment. Busto seemed to kind of be taken aback, and he went to put a hand on his neck.
Is that guy still
Um,
behind him?
I'll say the guy stabbed him, and then Busto just grabbed him and like threw him into a wall.
Lovely.
Um,
That's
Or maybe Nick subdued him. He's not in a state to run. He was beat to hell
All right.
when he was up in the air.
Which one happened? Did Nick get him?
No, he got struck by these bolts of light from out of a nearby alleyway.
No. I mean, when he stabbed Busto in the neck.
Busto threw
Because
it
if Nick
against
got
the wall.
if you got off the guy you're on, then he would have run away probably, right? Because you're holding a guy down.
Yeah.
At knife point, yeah.
Well,
So then
he's-
I'd say Busto
he's
probably
pretty
subdued
scared.
him.
Yeah.
But you saw Busto kind of grab at his neck and then like look, and you could see the blood that came off on his hand was like black and sticky. And then he sort of looked confused for a moment before his eyes glazed over and he collapsed into the street. next
Trevor,
to
do you know that this is just the worst fucking thing in the world? Like, I hate this so much.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go.
He's not here today. Let's stab him in the neck.
So I see him, like on the ground.
You see, Nick, what would you have done with the guy on the ground? Would you have stayed on
probably
top
just,
of him,
like,
or just-
elbowed him in the nose or something.
yeah.
Would I show up when Arthur falls over, or?
I'll say you show up and like Nick is crouching over Busto kind of frantically while another guy sits with a pretty clearly busted nose
I'm gonna
lying on
I'm
the
gonna
cobblestone.
up to Busto, but while I'm walking past the guy that's on the ground, like holding his fucking nose, I'm gonna take my trident and stick it through his shin, so it's holding his shin in place so he can't move.
Jesus.
But not like stabbing
No, not like
him.
stabbing,
Okay,
like holding
okay.
him
That's
down.
I'm the only one that didn't want to hurt him, and my guy's dead.
No, I'm not hurting him. Like
We're
the two
just-
prongs. On
I
either
know,
side.
but everybody else was like doing
Sometimes you
damage
just gotta
and
break
shit to
someone's
them.
nose.
I'm gonna walk over to Busto and can I make a medicine check? Like take up some bandages or try to.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
That is fucking ironic, though.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Yeah. No.
I hate you.
You actually recognize what is wrong with him from your time in the battlefield. It's a pretty common poison.
I'm just kidding.
No, bad idea. Yeah.
yeah.
It's called
best boys.
it's called taproot.
Okay.
It's basically a very strong paralytic and blood coagulant, I think it's called. So it's kind of like snake venom with.
Is there any anti-venom, or does it just go away after time?
It's something. It goes away after time, but it also generally requires the attention of a practiced healer in either really good alchemy or magic.
Okay.
But you know enough to just quickly wrap the wound and maybe take out like some rations to rub under his nose to keep him from passing out fully.
Okay. I'm gonna take the dagger from that guy who stabbed him.
Sure.
Put it in my backpack with all the. So that's it. Does it still have poison on it, or is it? Mostly...
It's just a dagger with a little bit of taproot poison still.
Okay.
Mostly
Can I
blood.
search through him and see if he has any poison, like in a vial or something?
Sure. I'm not gonna make you roll
Okay.
investigation. He's unconscious on the ground and digging through his bag. You find another one of those alarms, and a few odds and ends, like maybe 3 or 4 gold coins, which you can add
Let's
to your
take
money,
3.
and a little vial half empty of taproot poison.
A little vial.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, break that alarm.
Ooh.
I don't know what it does.
Well, he told us it was an alarm that would signal someone to come and get the upper class. I mean, I guess. And I mean, just break it. Just break
While
it
she's
so
talking,
they can't do another one.
I'm gonna search all of these guys and take them all their alarms out, and then put it like in one spot and just light it on fire.
Okay.
Am I here yet?
So
I'll-
can... Yeah, you can... Do you wanna...
I'll say in about a couple seconds.
Okay.
So do you... Okay, let's just make this decision right now. That guy poisoned Busto. I want to turn them in and get $5,000. We're turning these guys in, right?
Oh yes, of course we're turning them in.
Okay, I will run and...
Gold.
Will you... Yep. And I'll tell him, and I'll have him bring some guys down here to get them. Because we can't move four
Alright,
guys.
you run out. I'll just...
Will you take care of Busto?
Yeah, I'll take care of Busto
Well,
and these guys
does
real
he
quick.
need a doctor?
I'll bring him back to... I'll bring him to his college. He can probably be safe there, right?
Yeah. Wait, where are we geographically? Because I want to know
That's
where
true.
to, like, where I need to send his guys to
You
pick up
are-
the prison men.
Grab a map.
You are right down in the central strip, a little ways towards the Grand Market. Are you asking where like a prison would be?
Nope. I just want to know where I can tell him to send his guys to get the guys he wanted.
What is that called again? Turn route?
Turn route?
The
Taproot.
route.
So we're on the central strip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is like in the walls.
Near, you see that little gap in the Grand Market?
I do not.
Oh yeah, you don't have a map. You're right next to a place called the Open Market.
Okay.
Just in the alley off of that.
Okay, and I'm gonna give Busto a little kiss on the forehead, and I'm just gonna book it back to the Duke's place.
Okay.
Hey, I have a question since we're on the map. Where's there's entrances to the sewers everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Where is the Hopeless One's like directly underneath?
It's out in the southwestern slums. I don't
Okay, that's
know.
fine.
You are going to tell me where it is.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that we were.
I'm gonna, when she leaves, I'm gonna move Busto over so I kind of lift him up so he's sitting up against the side of the building. And then I'm gonna take these three guys, four guys.
4 guys.
I brought one.
Yeah.
Put them up against the side of the building, tie them up so they're all tied together.
Light 'em on
Tie it
fire,
up,
like the
and then go and every single one, I'm gonna punch him in the face just to knock him out. And as I go, I'm gonna be like,
One of them's already knocked
this is the wrong way, and then I'm just gonna do a big one to do it.
out. One of them's already passed out.
Yeah, most of them are already passed
I'm,
out. You're
I'm making
punching,
sure.
like,
I'm making sure they're
unconscious.
passed out.
Holy fuck! This is a violent group.
No, Cal just
Oh,
wants to.
no?
He's-
Did
he
you just say no?
I'm making sure they're knocked out. All right. I'm not
I
fucking
don't think
killing
you. I
them.
don't think you need to make sure. One is in a tourniquet.
I'm gonna-
The other one's fucking. You carried one all the way back here. He's probably pretty knocked out.
And then I'm gonna put my trident sitting behind one of them, but like behind their group.
Okay.
I throw Busto over my shoulder and start going back to the column.
Okay, wait. Can you throw Busto over your shoulder
That's
or?
Make an
a-
athletics
Wait,
check.
my sled's nearby.
Wait.
Nobody cares about your sled. I don't want your
I
sled.
like
Fine,
your
fuck
sled.
you. If you can't carry him and he crushes you, you
18.
18.
Not bad.
Okay. Yeah. I'd believe it.
You have to go on your knees.
muster all your strength, and you're like,
I have the best strength out of everybody.
I don't doubt that.
I used to be
Alright.
able to say that.
Yeah.
So,
Then you died.
so where are you guys meeting up?
I don't know. I was.
I'm
I,
assuming
they
back
left
here.
without me.
I'm assuming back here. I thought that's what we said.
Yep, that's what we said.
And you're going
We said
to
that.
Yep, we
The
said
Dukes.
that.
Yep.
the Dukes.
We said that.
The man that I hate so very much.
Everybody hates him,
I'm
so-
going
Yeah.
to
We're gonna
get there.
Where?
See-
Where?
Where they were
Pronouns,
just at.
buddy.
Where they were just at. Realize nobody's there because they don't care. See everybody tied up. Kind of roll my eyes and then go to the sewers.
God damn it.
What the fuck am I supposed
The
to do?
first time it was a swamp. Now it's sewers.
Yeah.
Like-
Okay,
What? I just want to go to my sewers.
it's not my sewers.
All
I
right.
just want to
That's
breathe.
So the called split in 3.
I didn't want
Because
that to happen.
we've already tried splitting in 2. Let's split in 3.
Yep.
It
Sure.
only makes sense
I'm bringing Busto back to
We're
his place.
doing a plan.
if we had
I
all
mean, the
four of
only
us.
one
we-
that didn't make sense was that one.
What the fuck? It will once I get.
We'll figure
done.
it out. Just go for it. Whatever.
Full send, man.
Full send.
I'll send it.
Who you going with first? 1, 2, or 3?
You don't need to go.
You know
with
what?
me.
Fucking go with Busto. I don't give a shit.
You
Yeah,
don't need to go with me.
Yeah, we'll just focus on Busto is
He's just
asleep.
like-
He's having a really cool
Busto,
dream.
stool, you
It's what
see
he
black.
I thought you said Busto's stool. You seem black.
No, you see black.
That's the funniest.
No. We'll stick
Your
with
poop is
uh,
black.
please.
Sorry, we're
Gentlemen.
immature.
Sorry.
Gentlemen.
We're not gentle either.
You're not. We're gonna go with you, Nick, first. And you rush back through the city streets to Clearstead to meet back up with Parker Ellington. And it's into the night at this point, so the building is a lot more subdued. But heading back up to that little lounge salon type room, when you come in, you can see that Ellington is still awake, and he's over having some sort of a fancy like angel cake thing for
What a
dessert.
boring person.
Yeah.
Shut
What a dick.
So, like, how close is he to his cake? Like, what's the layout of everything?
How close is he to that cake?
Wait, wait, let's make a
I
battle
want
map
to steal
of
some
the
cake.
No, you should steal those candlesticks for me. That'd be cool.
What?
I very
Steal
well
the candles
may.
on
No,
the cake.
wait. He promised that if we got him, I could take the candlesticks. So
Wait, so yeah, what's the layout of the room and how many guys other than him are in it?
There's 2 guards at the door, a couple servants milling around, and him at the end of his long table with the cake maybe a foot in front of him. He's got a little plate with a little slice.
Okay. I'm going to go over to his table and sit on it next to him,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a handful of his cake.
She's like dangling her food.
Yeah.
You have to jump to get on that table.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I have the acrobatic skills.
I really love the idea of you just
Do a
bust open
front
the door,
flip.
the whole room goes quiet, and you just come over to the table and and just
Yep.
pull yourself up onto the table,
Imagine if you had nothing
turn to
say
look at
after
him,
that.
take a,
It's like, what's up?
Handful of his cake.
just start eating it.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Hey man.
Hello, Nick. You're back pretty soon. I'm hoping
Yeah.
for good news.
We're
right now.
efficient. We got the bad guys.
Already. He says,
Damn
he sort of looks at you and he says, well, are they with you?
Oh no, me personally, I can't carry 4 horribly bad men who are weighed down by their sins.
Did you bring back the one that was at the bomb?
He's dead.
Stole a body.
That doesn't. It's not like we get
No.
incentive.
So basically, we did
I don't
that
think we
super
do.
cool vigilante thing where we left them all tied up for you guys to find. They are near the open market. They're on an alley. You'll find them. There's a trident there.
He says, all right. I'll send the guard out to get them right away. Well done, Nick. How did it go? Did everything go smoothly?
Yeah. They sent off an alarm, and that was not on me at all. I got 3 guys, and Cal got 1, and Valia, she's like this kid who's interning with us right now. she let hers go. But that's okay, 'cause she's a hero in training, so we're working on that.
Fucking died. I didn't let him go.
I don't think you know that either. You just thought
Well,
it.
Valley didn't
Well,
come
'cause she
back with the
didn't come
fifth
back
one.
with
And
the
the
guy.
Oh,
alarm-
that's true.
Yeah.
And you don't
Alarm
even know
went
the
off.
alarm went off, do you?
No, everyone...
It's a giant alarm that's going.
No, and the guy told me about it.
Oh,
The
okay.
guy who was...
And he sort of
Oh,
looks
yeah,
at you and he
sure,
says,
sure.
I had heard the bell from outside. I'd hope that
Fuck,
wasn't
yeah, no wonder. I guess I didn't
you
I was like, oh shit.
in your group. 'Cause, well, I suppose the deal's a deal. You did what I asked. I might ask you, you have set up a bit of a situation here. I think, just from my perspective, it would be a bit rude of your group to
High charisma.
refuse to resolve the situation you've created, but
Yeah.
the money is yours. And he snaps his fingers, and one of the servants comes over with a little oak box with the other 5,000 gold
I
pieces,
love candles.
which he hands to you, and he says, well, Nick, if you would be a darling and take some more of your group's time to investigate that bell and whatever it entails, I could imagine there being a bit more gold in it for you.
Oh, okay. Candlesticks.
Well, I'm not generally a darling, but...
And he says, and I'm not generally a generous man. But I suppose we both have to go out of our comfort zone for this, don't we?
That's fair enough. Who's your cook, by the way? Your cake is, like, really good.
Oh, Chef Miserat, yes, he's wonderful.
Miserat?
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, wait.
Grab the candlesticks. There's two.
And he says, it is a rather lavishing
I just need them.
meal, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
the principle.
Ravishing, not lavishing. I don't know what that is.
Lavishing?
It's late at night. I
lavishing
forgive
is
you.
like rich. Lavish is rich.
He says, well, Nick,
Yes.
pleasure doing business with you. And he says, I'd hope to see you soon, and I'd hope you could at least complete the job and get rid of the bell for me.
Well, I can't fly, so...
That's a good point.
He says, I asked you to try and maintain the status quo, and I'd say a bell above the city is a bit of a deviation in that regard.
That's fair enough, but, you actually asked me to get those guys for you, and I got them, so what more are you going to pay me to stop that bell?
And he says, he sort of looks at you for a second and he goes, well, I'm assuming the called wouldn't appreciate a few late night visits from the guards, right? Just as much as you wouldn't appreciate, or I wouldn't appreciate these constant interruptions in the night. Do I make myself clear?
Just get the candlesticks.
Just get the candlesticks and leave.
I love that you have the balls to threaten me when you're lying back in your chair after completing 0 days of actual work in your entire life, and I, a skilled assassin, is in your room with knives.
And you see him, he sort of maintains this, like, very slimy smile, but you see as you say that, he kind of wavers for a second before he regains his composure. And he looks at you and he says, I'm impressed you're willing to take such an offensive bartering position for someone with a
I'm scared.
thief, a criminal, and a wanted man in your party.
Wanted man? Who's that? This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, sorry, was I mistaking the short-horned red tiefling for a different short-horned red tiefling? Not, of course, not the ones on all the wanted posters around here.
I have a beard.
They don't know my name.
I will not be threatened into doing something. If you want to make a deal, we can make a deal with money like adults.
Yes, of course. I just want to make sure you and I understand the position you are speaking from. He says, what do you think is a fair price for this? I've already given you quite a bit of money, so I think a bit more won't hurt.
You're the economist, you tell me.
20,000 and 2 more candles. That's fair.
He didn't give you the candlesticks yet.
Fuck! I'm waiting. I was like, get the candlesticks and leave. Get the candlesticks and leave.
He says, it's a bell. I think a heroic group such as yourself shouldn't have too much trouble with it. I'm willing to offer you 5,000 or
15.
yes, 5,000 gold pieces, and I won't charge you for the cake.
Oof. Give me the candles.
That's fair.
But please do try to cooperate with the guards. I'd like it if you would be willing to work with them a bit in this regard.
I haven't broken the law yet. In this city.
He says, I'm sure you haven't, and I'm sure we'd both love to keep it that way and keep you and your kind out of jail.
What's our kind, huh?
Criminals.
You racist.
You halfling. Racist.
Just get the candlesticks and leave.
Well, it's lovely doing business with you. I think you owe me one more thing for what we've accomplished, and I will take those 2 candles.
Yes!
Sure. On your way out, he snaps his fingers and.
They just replaced the candlesticks.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, no. He doesn't even have to signal them to replace the candlesticks. They've already been standing there with
I
candlesticks.
have to go in and steal more.
But
I'm gonna sell
on
the
your way
entire
out,
group.
as you're going to leave, one of the servants comes and cuts off a slice of the cake and presents it to you.
Give me one
Oh,
of those.
that's awesome.
Get us all a piece.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll give it to someone as I leave,
Okay.
like one of the people.
You watch as they
hanging
eat it, they're like,
around. Yeah, they're trying to-
Another
trying to
assassination
get rid
attempt
of me.
failed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
Isn't
my
there a movie about
candlesticks.
that where it's like a bunch of guys are trying to kill someone, but he's too stupid to kill, so he keeps doing stupid shit. It just ruins their
I
plan.
feel like there's
That's
multiple
literally just
movies.
asking
Yeah.
what
There
you
is,
think.
but there is. I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's more than one.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go back to the place.
Okay. I'd say around when you get there, there are some guards arriving and beginning to bind and shackle the other groups around there. Cal, would you have made it back by now too?
Yeah.
Can we leave like a Superman symbol?
If you want,
Yeah.
I guess.
I want to leave the hopeless one symbol.
I feel
What's
like
leaving you?
putting.
Fuck you.
I feel like
You love
putting up
anime.
a gang sign in front of the
Nope.
city guard
The
isn't
hopeless
very
one
smart.
symbol.
Oh god.
That's a gang sign.
It's not a gang.
That's a gang
You
sign.
know
It's
what?
a group. There's
You know
a big
what?
difference.
Val, if you would like to do that, be my guest.
And I'm gonna leave.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have abandoned me, fuckers.
We did it.
We
We're
were-
doing
you
it.
did- you showed
Show
up.
And they
You
were
dropped
gone.
off your guard and then they left.
I
No, he
drop-
didn't even
that
bring
was
a
him.
guard.
He
He
dropped
didn't
off
even,
his
he didn't even
guard.
bring it because
Oh
he
yeah.
fucking
I got.
failed and killed
when
him.
I was there, nobody was there.
Okay.
They left me to die
They didn't.
at the hands of a bell.
Your friend got poisoned.
No, yeah, I get why one of them left, but one of them could have stuck
Nate,
around.
you're doing a great job playing a grumpy teenager.
I
Thank
am a
you.
grumpy teenager.
That's
Nate
true.
is a grumpy teenager. So is
Wait,
Val. We're
yeah,
the same
yeah.
age.
When
Fuck
I,
you.
when I get back,
We're pissed.
Are you there, Cal? Are you there?
Yeah,
Can I just sort of like pull you aside for a second?
of course.
Okay. So I have the money.
And
that
2 candlesticks
he-
I can see.
Yeah, these are for me.
Okay.
He knows who you are. He knows that that you were sorry.
It's okay.
He said that he would send people after us.
Well, that changes plans a little bit, doesn't it?
And he knows who you are.
Okay, listen. The thing that these people are doing, it isn't completely incorrect. But the way they're going about it is the reason why we stop them. But if we can do it, but do it differently, humanely, so nobody else besides the people that need to are hurt, then we might be able to make the city a little bit of a better place. And save our own asses in the process.
But he is going to lock you up if we do something wrong.
Listen, he's not gonna lock me up. We're gonna be fine. As long as we do exactly what he wants us to do, when he wants us to do it, until we can get close enough to stick him with the pointy end, then we should be good. Right? Well, we should wait until we get into a little bit of a better, more professional relationship, so he trusts us.
But it's because I talk too much, and no one has ever threatened you to me before.
Well, people threaten me to me all the time, and I'm used to it. So, don't be too scared. It's going to be okay. We'll figure it out. I mean, if anyone's the one who should be scared here, it should be me, so stop freaking out.
Okay.
We're gonna do exactly what he said. What does he want us to do now?
He wants us to stop the bell. Turn off the bell.
Did he give you the gold for the last thing?
Yes.
He did?
Yep.
He gave you 10,000 gold?
He gave me 5,000 before and 5,000 after.
So 10,000 now.
Yes.
Can I have 2,000? Actually, can I have 4,000? I'm gonna put 2,000 in the team fund.
Yeah.
Thank you. Alright. He wants us to stop the bell then?
Yep.
But we should probably find someone who can get up there and stop it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my trident at it.
Okay, you are very, 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 very. You're about a mile away from it.
I'm gonna throw my trident
How
at
far away is it? I thought it only went up 500 feet.
Yeah, but he's like
but
a
we
mile
need
away
to-
from the
let's-
wall.
let's-
From
I'm
there?
gonna-
I thought you were gonna
before-
go to
Let's
where
go
I
to the
was.
wall.
No, before I throw it, I'm gonna hold my necklace and then fucking
You
throw
want
it.
it? Go ahead.
Yeet with
Cal
But
throws
before it
something
falls
and
back
a whole
down,
mile.
no, before
I
it
think
falls
you-
back down into the crowds, like into the city, I'm just gonna suck it
Okay,
back.
I think
With
you have set a
disadvan-
new record for the highest DC
With-
we've ever
with-
had in dice and paper.
Oh,
with
God.
To throw
disadvantage.
your trident a mile through the air.
With
What was it?
disadvantage on
It was
every
like 9, a natural
A
9.
9? Yeah, so you just whip it, and I mean, it's a great
And
throw.
nays.
Still about a mile off.
And then I just
Yeah, and then you
Which
pull
is
it
pretty
back.
bad because you were only a mile. You were only a mile away.
What? No, he's saying the thing was still a mile away.
That's what I'm saying.
Not from where I threw it. It didn't like when I threw it. It was whatever. It wasn't that bad of a throw.
It was bad. If you didn't hit it, it wasn't good.
Okay.
I think we have to go to the wall, Cal.
Well, I think we should find somebody who can get up there and actually do something about it. I don't think we're ever going to be able to reach this.
Busto could have made it.
I don't think Busto could have made
He
it.
We've
could
been
have
closer
turned
than the
into
rest
a
of us.
bird.
Yeah, he could have.
But he does have spell magic.
Want him back.
Fuck
Um,
you.
All right, let's go to the
As
wall.
you're talking, actually, the guards seem to have they've been milling around these tied up cultists or terrorists. They're not really cultists, and they've bound all of them, and now the 4 of them are sort of sitting back against the brickwork of the
Did
building.
exactly what I did.
Yeah, they're just more. They're just
There's
actually
more shackled,
bound
yeah.
now. And you see they're sort of standing around in a little clump. They're not really looking at you, and just sort of they seem to be talking about what to do next. When like they sort of look up and you see another pair of guards sort of rushing off towards the wall. And then a group of 4 comes by and one breaks off.
Do I hear anything?
Elaborate.
Do I hear anything?
You hear
you're saying?
lots of noises. You hear
Can I try to focus in on any information?
from the guards.
Yeah, if they're
Are they
screaming.
saying anything?
Are you saying why they're
Okay.
going there?
Yes. So the first guard runs over, and he you can roll perception for me. Oh no, I'll see how much I
I
can.
He's
will
like, we have to go
too.
over there. because
Natural
this is-"
20.
Natural
Hey,
20.
I
wow.
won't
Okay,
do
you know everything. Yep, you know what we're fighting, what's gonna happen in 10 years. You know everything.
Yeah. So this one runs over and he taps what seems to be the leader of the bunch that have bound up the people on the side of the road, and he leans into him. He says, "Here, bring up your whole group. Get them out to the wall as soon as possible. No attachments. Boss's roll. Okay, quick. And he gives him another tap, and he runs off. And they sort of look at each other for a second. And the lead one kind of gestures his hand, and his comrades head off. And he glances over at you two just for a second. And then he pulls a sword out of his belt and just down the group of 4 leaning against the building. And then resheaths his sword and runs off towards the wall as well.
Did you kill them?
And Valia.
Badass. Not what I was
You have made your way down into Deorumm's sewer. I believe that's where you said you were going?
Yep. I'm gonna go to, obviously, well, as I'm approaching towards the Hopeless One's den, I suppose,
Yeah.
I would call it, I'm warning everyone something's coming. Something big.
Okay. You want to roll persuasion for me real quick?
How many times? Just once?
Just once.
9?
I mean, they're gonna listen to you. What'd you get?
9.
9? They seem moderately concerned, but because you seem to have a lot
I rolled
of...
a natural 20 last time.
You seem to really, like, believe in what you say, but they maybe don't necessarily take your word for it.
That's fair.
But after a few moments of travel, you arrive down at the entrance to the Hopeless One's lair that you visited last time. And right past the door, you find Frank Marston and a few others of the new recruits milling around, working on this and that. They've brought in a table now, and they've got a little map of Deorumn laid out for them to work with.
What are they working on, sorry?
Sorry to, I mean, you're not there.
But did we never know what they were working on before?
No.
I didn't know if you said it and I forgot or not.
No, they just have some. It's probably just like heist stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're working on. But upon seeing you, Frank looks up and goes, Valia,
Get everyone together now.
what is that? Are
Just-
the gods on the way?
Just do it. No. Something very different. Just get everyone together.
He sort of looks down. He takes like a little gavel off of his belt, basically, and he slams it on the table, just like boom, 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 boom. And then a bunch of people look up, and he says, "All right, everyone, you heard her. Get ready to move out." What is it, Valia?
I'm gonna kind of stand up on the table so everybody can see me pretty
Sure.
good. Even though there's only like 10 of us, 9 of us, actually, because somebody's gone. I'm gonna kind of look around at everybody and be like, "All right, guys, this is what's going on. I was out with some of my friends, and we were kicking ass. And
Yeah, fucking right. Shut up.
She's 16. Let her say what she wants.
17.
She's
17.
An alarm went off, and something's coming. I don't want to get into how I know yet, but something big is coming. And I need, and I don't know, but it could destroy the entire city. But we're gonna do what we can, to stop that, or at least reduce it."
Frank looks at you. He sort of pulls maybe at like your pant leg or something. He goes, "Ali, are you sure we should get involved with this? I mean,
100%.
if it's involving the city, we could go down, even if it doesn't."
We could go down, but keep your head low, keep your insignia hidden, and you should be safe. Just act like a hero,
Probably.
not like a thief trying to be a hero.
And he nods, and then he turns to the crowd again, and he gestures. He's like, "All right,
Wait,
everyone,
wait.
civilian roles, insignias covered, no suspicious activity. Be on the ready."
And right after he says that, I'm gonna kind of be like, Jacob, you stay here. You can make sure nobody comes in, obviously, and protect it with your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Belle, Bartholomew, you come with me.
They part from the crowd and come over towards you.
Everyone else, I want you out and about. I want you helping everybody. I want you getting everyone inside, away from the bell. You'll hear it as soon as you get up to the surface. Elias, I actually want you to go up to the wall and be on the lookout. You hear anything, you see anything, you find me, or you find some of us, and then they'll find me. Understand?
Yeah. The whole group seems sort of frozen, like almost in shock. And then Frank takes the gavel and he slams it on the table a couple more times. He goes,
Boy.
"Listen to her!" And they all just sort of jump and they start moving out to do the various tasks you have assigned.
Don't steal anything while you're out there. We're here to be heroes, not thieves today.
And Frank sort of nods and goes, "Don't steal anything that people will notice."
Thank you, Frank. Go join them. Make sure they're doing the right thing. And make sure everyone's spread out. We're covering all of Deorumn, not just the slums.
What time is it? Sorry.
It's like 9.
At
PM?
night?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's dark. I'm kind of going to look at Bartholomew and Belle. I'm like, alright, guys. You two are some of my best fighters. When this thing hits, we're going to have to fight.
Should we be on the wall too?
Not yet. You're going to stay with me. We're going to meet up with my friends, Cal and Nick and Busto. Because I don't know he's poisoned yet.
Yep.
We're going to meet up with them,
Gonna be
and
disappointed.
they're very strong. In some ways, stronger than me. And I don't say that about many people. In very few ways.
Which ones are these? Bartholomew and Bell?
Yep.
All right.
B&B.
Okay.
Bed and breakfast. Let's go.
Two more NPCs. Bed and
Thankfully-
breakfast. I'm going, dude. I'm sorry. I'm gonna remember them as bed and breakfast.
It's cool.
Can that be their code names? 'Cause
Sure.
I'll remember
Bed and
that.
breakfast.
That's cute.
Thankfully, Sage is out with
breakfast.
Rune, our contact, and she knows that something's coming.
We
So
should play a
hopefully
spy D&D.
we'll have some
That'd be fun.
resources coming in shortly.
They sort of nod and they say, and Bartholomew says, "Oh, we'll be right by your side."
Ready up. You're not civilians. Full armor.
All right. And just, come on, Bell. And they run off to a room for a second to get.
While they do that, I'm gonna go in my room and
Readied
just
up.
make a space on my bureau so I can put those candlesticks there.
You don't have
You don't
them.
have them, dude.
I know I'm gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
them.
You just dust off your little. You've got a little.
I
note.
know that we got the reward. I figured that's where they went. You know.
Oh, you believed in me.
It'd
Fair
be really
enough.
funny if you just didn't get the candlesticks.
Yeah.
They're
just
gonna.
forgot.
I'd have to. I'm gonna steal them if I don't get them.
I got them.
Of course you will.
I'm a thief. The benefits of being me.
Okay.
I will probably go back to where those guys were, like, just executed.
Yeah.
Assuming that was the last place with them, with bed and breakfast or Bell and Bartholomew.
I'm gonna remember bed and breakfast.
That's fine. Just remember, breakfast is Bartholomew. Longer. Just so I'm on the same page.
Yep.
Bitch, you have the
Oh.
names.
I have literally
I understand,
23 windows open on my computer right
I
now.
understand.
I'm not. That's not
I
even
know.
an
I've seen your
exaggeration.
computer. I mean, 24 wouldn't kill. I mean, you know what? You can go ahead.
24 won't kill you.
Okay.
I'm
So
an ass.
I'll say, since this was happening simultaneously, Valia arrives with bed and breakfast, who I'm already mixing up. Right. Oh, I shouldn't have given them 2 sets of names. I'm just confusing myself.
Bartholomew's breakfast.
I.
Just remember that. Long for
Okay.
long.
So Valia arrives with a pair. Do you want to describe them? Because I.
Bartholomew is like a really big orc with like a barbarian, like with a great great axe. And then Belle is just like a little halfling, and she's got like a
Oh my god.
short sword.
Bartholomew, I rolled the 5 for,
Yeah, well, that's
for his
not true.
handsome meter.
Yeah, but then he
Nate
gets
should
plus.
roll it.
Then he gets plus
He gets
25 for being an
plus
orc, so he's
30,
30.
yeah.
Whoa.
That's actually so true. You natural.
Keep in mind, this is if you're rolling this. This is how much Cal is attracted to them.
Yeah.
yeah, he's a.
Yeah.
It's a 22 to Bell.
Okay.
She may
Who's
be
Belle?
cute.
I didn't listen to
She
who
may-
Belle
Oh,
is.
she's a
she
little
is
kid.
just a halfling. I don't really know a class.
Shit,
Just
I'm not
pick your class.
attracted to Bell. 'cause she's-
But she just has a short sword, I guess.
Orcs just naturally have like.
Give her
plus
fucking. I don't know what she is.
100 to hands.
Pick a class. That's what she is.
That's just how it is.
Okay. I'm gonna. You're in control of the 11 NPCs that
Yeah.
you have.
Hey, I have 9
Okay.
NPCs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you.
Wait, I have to.
clarified.
Use
I have
I have to fight.
25.
Am I fighting them?
No.
Okay,
don't worry
good.
about
Because
it.
I don't
Hey.
have a sheet for them ready at all.
Aww.
Alright. Okay, wait.
By the way, bitch, I don't think he's hot.
We're gonna
either.
move on from this. We're gonna move on from this for a
I
second.
do,
But
and I don't
if
even
you don't
have
have
to
a
roll.
sheet prepared for them, why?
Why are you?
You said you were gonna. You said you were gonna fight for them.
Oh my
So
God.
I just didn't prepare one.
Just make him.
Sure.
Okay, so did Val come back?
but
Yeah.
I
Val
have
Val
nothing
arrives
now.
with her group.
Friend.
I had a word and I forgot it.
Bed and breakfast.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Friends.
Friends. Okay. Well, we might need all the help we can get at the moment. So
Don't worry, I
thank you
have
for that.
7
What are
others.
their names?
Bartholomew and Bell.
Hi guys.
They sort of wave
Nice to
over
meet
his
you.
shoulder.
We should probably get going.
Yeah. Okay.
Going
Okay.
where?
Okay. So.
Follow me.
How
Those
about?
candlesticks you have, Nick.
Yeah, I actually do have. Here you go.
I like that.
When I
they're-
take 'em, I'll
they're
put
doing
'em in
this
my bag,
while
all
they're running
happy.
side by side.
Yeah. Okay. So Cal, listen.
I'm like 20 feet in front of you.
Cal, listen.
What?
Do you have the key for Tom Grocery?
Yes.
Whoa.
Will you give me that shit?
I'm just gonna throw it backwards.
I got it. So you're gonna try to throw your trident at the thing. Is that what we're gonna do?
So you guys splitting up again, or?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm kind of more worried about all the guards rushing to the wall.
Yeah, you check that out. I'm gonna try to do something about the alarm.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna
We
follow.
have that sibling thing where
Nick
we can think to
real
each
quick.
other.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go with one of you.
Come with me.
I'll go with Nick.
I like you more.
And I will send.
What?
Wait, I'm gonna send
I got me
Bartholomew.
those candlesticks.
I'm gonna send Bartholomew with you.
Alright.
No,
So you
send
got
big
Bartholomew
I'm
with
gonna
me.
send Belle with you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Did. Wait, with me?
Yes.
Replacement Nick.
Did. Wait. Wait a second. So I only got Belle. I didn't get Bartholomew.
She wanted Bartholomew.
What the fuck? He's better in a
Dude,
fight. I'm
you
better
don't
in
know.
a fight.
Belle could be any class. All I know is she has a short sword.
Bartholomew's gonna start to branch off towards now. I'm just gonna grab him by
Okay,
the arm
yeah,
and pull
you
him
can-
towards
you
me.
If you do,
That's
he would fucking kill.
No, he won't. I'm just gonna
attack
I'm
You
gonna
can
grab
have
him.
both of them. That makes sense.
All right.
No, I want Belle then.
No.
I need one with me.
All right, just Belle goes with you. I want Bartholomew.
We've got it under control.
Okay.
It was just so much easier when Graham was still alive.
So who's going with who?
Bartholomew's going with me. Belle's going
Belle's
with those
going
two.
with him.
Actually,
Okay.
it doesn't really make any sense. I need more numbers, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know. We
Okay.
could. Can we send Belle with him?
No,
Sure.
okay, I guess
He
Belle's
needs-
going
yeah,
with me
okay.
now.
So,
I'm just letting Nick
yeah.
place the calls with my guys right now.
So you and Valia are going to see Tom.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
like, hey Valia, you want to see a secret? It's really
I
cool.
don't know how to answer that tone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she hasn't seen Tom. has
Yes,
she?
I have.
Can,
She
okay.
doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
Open that door.
All right.
Just open it, and it's gonna be regular in or whatever.
Wait, did I see you
fuck.
put the key in?
Nope, I don't put it in yet.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be a little trick. Okay,
It's just a clothing store.
exactly. Close it. Put the key in.
Oh, Tom Grocery.
Open it now.
It's Tom Grocery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
open it now.
And I open it, it's Tom Grocery.
Hi, Tom.
That wasn't much of a surprise.
He begs his head.
Have you
from
ever?
behind
You
the
haven't met
counter.
Tom, have you?
I have with him.
Yeah.
Him and
Oh.
Busto.
Go into the-
I was
in the
there when he got the
haversack.
ridiculously overpriced mask.
Right.
And the haversack. But
Yeah, but,
we don't
yeah.
ever focus on that, right? Because we only focus on the bad things, Nate.
Only when you do it.
So
That
you
wasn't much. I just lost
you
the
open the door to see the tall, moderately elven-looking
Yeah, I mean we can say that.
Tom Grocery,
Hold on,
and he sort of looks at you and brushes back his shockingly blonde hair, and he gives you a brief smile before going, "Hello again, friends.
Hey, dude.
It's been a while since I've seen you, Nick.
I know, it's insane. How many people have you scammed recently?
Oh, more than you could know.
High
I
five.
skipped the cat.
Okay, so basically, I need 2 spell scrolls from you.
Of course. What sort are you looking for?
I'm looking for. I can't do that.
It has to be in your class.
Well, I'm getting it for someone.
Never mind. You
You
can't
guys are
do that.
good with the gifts. Gifts.
He can get. He can. I can use magic.
Huh?
So basically, you gotta levitate one because we need to get up pretty high.
Do you know what? This is out of character. Do you know what level levitate is? I can
No.
check.
I don't know. I just know spell names.
Okay.
I don't think you can levitate them that high, can you?
Then what will get us up 500 feet? Is there like a flying spell? Transform into a bird?
Jump spell.
I think that might be the best thing. Can you cast spells from polymorph though?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
You could
What's the
fly up as a
answer
bird.
here?
Well, the
turn
only
into a
thing
person.
I'm thinking about is just getting a mage to do it.
I have stuff to
Gravity
buy
casts
too
those
That's so
powers.
at some point.
expensive.
Well, you're buying spell scrolls.
Yeah,
you know how
but-
much those cost?
A lot of money.
They're very expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Wait, she just got 5,000.
I have 6,000.
6,000.
dollars right now.
Wow.
It's still a lot. They're a
I
lot.
know,
Yeah.
but
They're like they can be 1,000.
Also, if I can't even cast
Yeah,
a
she has
spell when I
6,000.
have the other spell on.
she has enough.
Tom says, "Of course, levitate."
Well, actually, listen to this. I'll explain to you a predicament, and you tell me a solution.
This is a good idea.
Interesting. I do love a good puzzle. Are
Yeah.
you paying for the answers?
Well, it depends on what they are, and if I can use them.
I can respect that. What's your puzzle?
There was an alarm attached to the wall around the bourgeois section of Deorumn, and it basically just, I don't know, I wasn't really there when it went on. Hey, how did you put it on? I mean, how did the guy who you were trying to kill put it on?
I just sort of planted it on.
Yeah, and then did it just shoot up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know what happened.
Okay, so basically this
Don't
alarm,
know.
this guy
I don't actually.
that we were trying to stop stuck this alarm to the wall, shot up a mile in the air, or, 100 feet. It's the same thing. I'm like a foot tall.
Think about that for a second.
And now it's just ringing. And it's calling someone here, and we need to stop it before they get here and just turn it off, because it's number one, whoever it is gets here, they're probably gonna kill everyone. Number two, it's gonna be bedtime at some point, and I can't sleep with that shit going.
Tom looks at you and says, "It's ringing right now."
Yeah, dude.
Well, I'd imagine whoever it's calling is probably on their way. It wouldn't do you much good to leave an easy path for them, though. You say it's quite high up?
Floating, yeah. How high is it, Val? V?
A few hundred feet?
A few hundred feet.
You guys are both idiots.
So true.
I didn't look and be like, yeah, that's about that many feet high.
Should have. Cal did.
Well, guess what? I had more pressing things on my mind.
Like where to put
Like fighting
your
a
dang
fucking
son.
dragon.
It says, "A levitate spell would get the job done. You can,
Noise cancellation.
the caster can control the altitude to which the subject flies. You just need someone who's going to be able to dismantle it once they get up there."
Oh my god.
Sick.
Dismantle.
So how about a dispel magic?
Sure. Says, "You do know, Nick, this isn't going to come particularly cheap."
Oh, you
I
bastard.
know.
This-
We're hired to do this job, so my guess is that if we spend money doing it, he'll reimburse us, or I'll stab him. Maybe.
You really don't like the Duke, do you?
Guerrilla diplomacy always works very well.
Yeah, that's what my
Me
mom
neither.
always said.
Neither. Hell is kind of stupid.
He nods at you and he reaches behind his desk, which apparently houses every item known to human, elven, dwarven, dragonborn kind.
Every race kind.
And he pulls out first. He pulls out two little opal scroll cases, and he sets them on the desk in front of him.
Sorry.
And he slides one over marked with, basically it looks like a little pie symbol with a little swirly tail.
Oh,
And he says, "This is levitate."
nice.
And he slides another with what kind of looks like a trident with two dashes underneath it over, and he says, "And this would be dispel magic."
Nice.
And he says, "Each of these is going to net you about 500 gold pieces.
That's
so
fair.
in total, it's going to be about 1,000."
Yeah, no problem. I take out 1,000 gold and I give it to him.
Trevor, what do you think the rarest spell scroll is?
There's.
Or actually,
How much would it cost?
Yeah.
the rarest one would
Like,
be
how much
something
would-
like Wish, which would cost
That
Like
one
a
makes-
million gold?
it's legend. It would be over 50,000 at least. He's
So.
actually that's a good point.
Yeah, but they weren't that expensive.
I know, but I'm saying they
Yeah.
could
Yeah,
be.
well, they weren't. So
This
you
would
were
be about
wrong.
1,000.
You were 100
Nice.
You were 100% wrong. I want to buy something, by the way, while we're there.
Sure.
Not much. Are you done?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put on like 10 lockpicks. I just need some lockpicks. Oh, and gloves.
Okay.
Like nice gloves.
Wandering, you sort of start to think about how you need that, and you're sort of glancing idly around, and you can see on a shelf just a little ways away from you is a nice pair of folded white gloves with how many lockpicks do you want?
10.
10 lockpicks resting on top of them.
Oh, that's convenient.
It is
I'm
convenient,
gonna
isn't
pick
it?
it all up and be a little weirded out, but
It's a cool shop, isn't it?
it's I feel like it's too cool. Like
That's what
You get one of
all
those
this stuff
ads and it's
is.
like it's too good to be true.
That's
This
literally
is
his
like
whole
that
shop,
one
yeah.
without
You
the
walk out of the
typos.
shop, it just turns into sand.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, big
Yeah.
power.
So you grab your spell scrolls and Valia walks up and sets.
Oh, and 2 candles for my candlesticks. Can't have those.
Okay.
Can't have
Set-
those.
2 candles for your candlestick?
Yeah,
It's got
'cause
two
she
candlesticks.
Got the candlesticks, so she wants candles to burn in them.
Do you mean candle holders? Because a candlestick is like a candle. It's a candle.
No, a candlestick is a candle holder.
Yeah.
And then a candle
And
you
then a
put
candlestick.
into a candlestick.
I've always said, hey, burn that candlestick.
Oh my god.
Well, you've been
No.
using an extra syllable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were saying too many sounds. So Valia, you set these items and
Why the fuck would I want to steal candlesticks so bad? If you thought
I
they were-
don't fucking know. I was confused. You're
I
weird.
wanna
we
steal
called
that.
them. Did you think he had candles made of literal silver?
Yeah,
I
we
thought
said-
they were just colored silver.
Oh my god.
I want that animal
Like
fat. I want
wax,
that gray
like
animal
sunny
fat with a
wax.
wick.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I really did not.
I want some
Some bad
candles.
knowledge was revealed
2
to me
candles.
today.
He
about
looks at
you.
your items. He says, I'll run you 20 silver pieces for the candles, a gold for all of the
Can we just say that's
lockpicks.
2 gold?
What?
2 gold. 20 silver pieces, 2 gold. Can I just do that?
Is that the exchange?
Everything's
Sure.
10. So yeah.
Is it? Isn't it 100?
Nope, 10.
Okay. Yeah, sure. 2 gold. So 3 gold total. Plus the gloves, another 10 silver pieces. So 4 gold for the whole. A lot of them. And he,
Sometimes I know that you're making it all up on the spot, but sometimes I just love his pricing.
yeah.
The gloves are the same amount as a candle. I love it.
And he picks the items up off the counter and he
He's making it up on the spot though too. Tom's like, oh.
I bought all that for
Tom's like,
less
"That
than the
looks
price
like
of your
fucking,
mask.
gold
he,
piece."
he looks down at you and he gives you a pointed tooth smile.
Ew.
And
Oh. Brand. Get my brand out there. Gonna hand him a Hopeless Ones flyer.
he picks up and looks at it.
Nerd.
He seems to make a very
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go for full send.
he makes a very dynamic show of looking at both sides of the
Yeah. I'm gonna send him
Handout.
10 of them,
That
actually.
looks insanely
I'm gonna be like-
unimpressed.
You're a businessman. I'm a business woman.
You're a business kid.
And,
Isn't that a movie? I feel like everything's a movie.
Everything
And-
is a movie.
everyone that comes my way, approaching me about the Hopeless Ones, mentioned your name, 50 gold. Seem fair?
He turns it over in his hands and looks at you for a second and then kind of flicks upward and the card just sort of burns up in the air above him and then he slides the other 10 back to you and he says,
And 50 gold now.
sorry Valia, I don't particularly like to make extra business ventures.
Yeah,
I will
Makes
take
sense.
the 50 gold pieces though if you'd like.
Well, what would you give me for them?
What do you want?
We're
I want brand
Like,
recognition.
you know, there's just like something attacking the city right
yeah,
now. And you're
V.
talking about your
We
brand.
sort of have a time limit right now.
You hear outside, ah! And it's
Slowly
like,
walking away,
Yeah,
but still
Tom,
the offer
sorry.
seems to be on the table
Sorry,
still.
we're gonna go. You made me look like fucking idiot in front of this guy. Come on, V.
oh,
Let's get out
as-
of here.
As you're heading out,
no.
Tom calls out
No.
to you
Ah!
and he says, V,
Yeah.
tell your pops I say hi. And
Oh, you
then
dick.
he flicks and the door slams shut behind you.
Who's your pops?
He's a good guy.
Corn.
Cool.
Not really a guy, but you know, let's just get this thing done.
Okay,
Secret.
I have those scrolls. I'm gonna run to the wall.
I guess I'll follow.
Wait, no. Wait. Can
With
we?
my gloves on.
V, can we frozone to the wall?
With the sled.
I don't have a sled. I would have picked this sled up. Yeah, let's frozone to the wall, dude.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Cal,
We're doing like Disney. It's like flips and shit.
Yeah,
We're
yeah, yeah.
going all over.
Cal, you've
Faster than
been
my
up
walking
on
speed.
the wall for a little while now, sort of milling around with the multitude of guards that have started to gather. They seem incredibly preoccupied. There seems to have been a mass order that went out amongst the NPF, and they're all just gathering. They've got some weapons at the ready, all
about
kind.
It's about time to use my mask. I'm gonna put on my porcelain
Okay.
mask.
Ooh, what does it look like? Tell
White
me
mask.
the
Something
design.
apparently 5 gold. Or...
Okay, I'll say if you're walking around with a mask,
It's suspicious.
a little while in, I say one of the guards kind of steps aside and puts a hand on your shoulder and looks down and goes, "Oh, are you supposed to be up here, son?"
Burn victim. I'm just gonna keep walking away.
And he goes, "No. Who told you to be up here?"
Dun, dun, dun.
Aethun himself. I'm just gonna check.
Oh no.
Deception with
You're
triple
like
disadvantage.
totally
Who told me
crazy.
to be up here?
No one.
The Duke.
You kind of did.
Yeah, you did.
No, I meant you. This was your decision.
He goes,
I am super cool.
says,
You could just be like, Nick.
he says, "Look, this is some important activity. We're not going to have civilians milling around. I'm going to have to ask you to leave."
Okay, sorry. I'm with Duke Ellington. He asked me to come. He's paying me to help out with the city. We're the ones who stopped the terrorists back there.
Make a persuasion check with advantage for me.
Okay. Okay. That's like 11, I think.
Better than half.
On our way with the
That's
frozen. We're
11.
like, no, he's with us.
That's 11. I just really wanted
It's
to
11?
put on the mask.
With advantage?
Yeah, I just don't want them to see my fucking face because all of them know me.
I'll say he kind of looks down and he says, "All right, I'm going to send someone with you, and you better not get up to anything. All right?
If you'd like, I can take off the mask.
That I think that would help the general sense of
I'm gonna be like,
The
comfort."
best time to do that.
I'm gonna cough and look away and take it off, and then be like, "All right, let's just keep walking."
All right. You continue walking on, but you can see now that there is a NPF guard that is not following you, but he is tailing you and kind of keeping an eye out to see what you're doing.
Is there any? There's a bunch of people around.
Yeah,
How high up is the wall?
like 40 feet.
It's higher than your jump.
Is it like a big commotion?
Fairly big.
Can I like stretch out and wait for him to come up next to me?
Sure. Look, I'd love to do another jail arc, but
I don't want to do a jail. Like I just don't like these fucking people following. All right, I'm just gonna keep.
This is dangerous.
Whatever. I'm gonna keep
Well,
walking.
I'm
with
saying if you want to
Bartholomew.
throw a guard off the fucking wall.
I was just thinking I'd kick him in the knee and go, ah, then he just falls off the edge.
That doesn't make it better. No.
I'm fine with you guys doing all the crazy D&D shit, but
Not
you
right.
have
Yeah,
to
not-
understand
yeah.
if you
We have
throw a
shit
guard
coming.
off of the wall in front of the guards,
I understand.
yeah.
If
I
the
understand.
they're not gonna
guards-
arrest you. They're just gonna kill you.
Yeah, the guards not being on our side during this is not the best
Yeah, we
idea.
need
I'm gonna get with Bartholomew and Belle
Oh yeah, they're with you. Right?
and move so I can see out to where everyone's looking.
Yeah. They don't seem to. They're all just looking out at the stretch of Peak Villa in front of you. This is sort of like wooden little it's very much an inn and taverns party kind of town, built up on the upward slope of the biggest mountain outside of Deorumn.
I
They
would
just
say they're
think of
pretty.
something.
I would say they're pretty uncomfortable with all the guard activity as well.
I'd imagine so. They're used to trying to blend in, but they don't particularly like the environment they've been forced.
They're used to
inhabit.
being like in the shadows, like away from everything, not being able to be seen, but in the midst of a crisis with guards everywhere, especially who want to just talk to them.
Cool spells.
They probably don't look very confident,
Okay.
Like,
even
Yeah.
though they might be
Isolation.
attempting to be.
So what are you doing, Cal?
Can I? I'm thinking we're just gonna wait it out. Really, I'm gonna go around and ask and see if any of the guards know what's up.
Sure, roll investigation for me.
Yo, I'm wanted. What's up?
That's why I put on the mask, but
You took it off.
I did take it off. Investigation. 11. Not very good.
All right.
Better than half.
I'll say by kind of drifting behind the various crowds, you pick up on the fact that the guards have had a court wizard scan it already, and it was confirmed that it is specifically calling something out in the mountains. And
We don't see anything.
you don't see anything. But because of that sort of uncertainty, one of the head members of the NPF has ordered a force be established on the wall in preparation of whatever is coming. And even a larger force has been beginning to be established outside of the wall, down in Peak Villa.
I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder of a guard and Do we have any idea of where exactly they're coming from?
He kind of looks back at you, a little startled for a second. He goes, as far as I've heard, just a bit out in the mountains there. It's hard to get anyone up there to get a particular reading on it. And it's not exactly clear. It just seems to be magically amplified. It's not tied particularly.
You mind if I try something real quick to try to stop it?
I'm not going to stop you. A few of the others might, but
I'm gonna just point my finger up and just shoot a sacred flame at it and see if it... I don't really know how it's gonna make
Has
a dex saving
it has
throw.
A shield around it.
Does it?
Also-
It does have a shield around it?
it does.
When do we get there, Trevor?
Never mind. I wouldn't do that. Then.
Does it have a shield on it, even though everybody's really far away from it?
I wouldn't do that then.
Yeah, the shield doesn't go away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, did you think the solution to the puzzle last time was stand 20 feet away with a stick?
Well, I thought that after thinking about it a little while, I thought that since I got close to it, it started ticking. And the
It
shield
started
came on.
getting close to it, triggers it to go up.
But the shield doesn't go away.
Shield's just put there as a security measure. I'll say, in sort of the midst of your wandering around, Bartholomew reaches up and sort of taps you on the back and points down, and you can see a sled darting through the streets with Valia in the front being like held in place by Nick as she desperately casts ice in front
Dun
of
dun
her.
dun 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 dun.
You know, it'd be really, really fucking funny.
It's the best part I've ever seen.
Sacred flame right into
You,
the
want, you
ice.
could do that.
Cool. Nick's on there too.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
do it.
you just want
It'd be really
murder
funny though.
Dun 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 dun. It's all that's
But
going on in my
a few
mind.
moments
We are the
later,
best pirate you've ever seen.
they
Yeah, the
they
best part I've ever seen.
Is all the
they
ice just melting behind them?
I don't know. It's kind of just
It,
staying.
it depends on the temperature in the
Technically,
city.
Ray. I don't know if Ray Frost is even supposed to be able to do this, but I think it's
It's
awesome.
just a cool,
It's
neat,
flavor.
cool
Rule of
thing.
cool.
I mean, I'll never do this in combat, obviously, but for fun, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'd say kind of what happens is they slide down the streets and approaching the wall, they kind of stop and
Yeah.
like look at the thing above them and the valley's like pointing this way and they start pushing off, slide down, go up to the stairs and start getting this huge start and go shh, shh, back down to the bottom.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna keep going.
I'll say yeah, okay. They try it a couple more times
Wait,
before.
if we start going
um,
up, can I push behind
just
me
gonna be-
too? With
I'm just gonna shake
It's
my
not a
head.
propellant. It's not rocket propellant.
I know.
I'm just gonna shake my head and turn around and keep looking out towards the mountains. Do I see anything?
Towards what?
The mountains.
You don't see anything right now. I mean, you can roll perception, and I'll tell you how much of the mountains you see.
12.
12. It smells as though someone is cooking something rather nice from a ways out in Peak Villa. And you can see a ways out to the mountain. There just isn't anything there yet.
Right.
I'm just gonna take out my notebook and sit like snug up against the side of the tower and sketch in my notebook and do some stuff that you know what I'm doing in my notebook.
You can just say masturbating. Like,
Yeah,
I'm just drawing porn in my notebook.
I mean, you do what you want to do, man.
just
I
kidding.
just feel like
Somebody's
this
gonna take that seriously.
This isn't. This isn't.
I'm not doing
This
that.
isn't the time.
I'd say after a couple minutes of efforts and distant swearing, Nick and Valia arrive up on the wall with you, and Bartholomew and Bell break off for a moment to sort of talk with Valia about what's going on, and Nick walks up to you.
Okay, I know I just look like a big idiot, but I'm not fucking around. I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay, I have a levitation scroll.
Perfect.
I have a dispel magic scroll.
Perfect.
You know about magic. Can I be levitating and use the dispel magic and still levitate back down, or will I just fall?
I don't think you're able to use the dispel magic. I think she might have to levitate
Might
me.
she have to levitate you?
Yes. You're not able to cast anything.
Well, I thought that too.
I
And
mean,
then I did.
it's better. It'd be probably safer at least.
Isabel, in the in-game
Yeah.
mechanics, you're not allowed to do it unless it's your class. And I have dispel magic. That's one of my class things. And you have
Yeah.
levitate, I'm guessing.
And you know you can cast levitate on someone
no,
else.
you don't
Yeah.
have levitate, but levitate is in your spell list. I think
No.
sorcerers.
It's in pretty much everyone's.
Yeah,
Every
it's
magic
in
user's
your
spell
spell
list.
list.
I don't have it.
Yeah, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying sorcerers have levitate.
Sorcerers can learn levitate.
Oh, I see.
So the question is, will we need to catch you if once you cast Dispel Magic? Or if we have a levitate on you, you can cast Dispel Magic.
Is it from the spell caster? Because Dispel Magic is only in a certain
You
area.
can't cast levitate.
I can't.
Okay,
She
so
can.
Yeah, she can levitate you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
V levitates you.
Yeah,
you
I cast Dispel Magic, but once I cast Dispel Magic, it's not going to get rid of the levitate, right?
Because you're not casting
I'm not
it.
casting
Yeah.
it to the spellcaster. I'm not close
Is it
enough
like
to the
is it
Um,
like a big bomb that goes off, or is it
You
just...
choose one magical effect, so you can
Yeah,
just target
perfect.
the bell.
And then bring it down, and we'll stab the shit out of it.
Sounds
and shut
fantastic
it up.
to me.
Okay.
I could possibly freeze it.
I'm going to burn
stabbing
it.
is better. Stabbing.
It's burning and
yeah,
stabbing.
well, okay, yeah, burning and stabbing. Here's the levitate one. Levitate Cal up. Cal, here's your Dispel Magic.
Thank you.
I don't know how to use this.
You cast levitate.
I cast levitate on Cal.
Okay.
I'm new
Cal,
to magic.
That's
You feel your stomach turn as you lift slightly
Not a fan of flying.
off of
Oh,
the
yeah.
wall.
I'm gonna just go,
Yeah, you control his upward motion.
and then as soon as he gets there,
You can move him upward at a rate
My
of
beard is all frazzled.
Um,
you say 800 miles per hour.
20 feet per 6 seconds.
Yep.
It's not that fast.
So
It's
It's not
it's
fast
just
at
like
all.
a
It's like a jogging
it's a
pace.
quick elevator.
It takes about 5 minutes to get up there.
3 per second. So 3 feet per second. So
That's really slow.
it's
That's pretty fast.
It's like medium fast. It's like medium.
1/1000. 1/1000. That's pretty slow. That's like, I would say that's
Yeah,
like
but
a
you're-
mile
but you're
pace,
like-
like 7 minutes to
but
get
you're
up.
like
1/1000.
so
That's more than a second.
High in the air. It
One
will
is-
seem
two
scary
is-
anyway.
it's about yeah, okay, it's about 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's
So
not
it's
fast
just like
at all.
slowly floating up in
So it's
the
Gonna
gonna-
Mary Poppins it
Yeah.
Think of it as
with
like
that trident.
the log flume when you're beginning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then
But it'll
and then
take,
once
like-
you hit the spell magic, I'll just stop levitating you.
So it'll,
be like the
it'll
log
take
flume.
30 minutes
Oh,
to get
no,
up there.
You need to levitate him down.
It's gonna
It's
take.
gonna take half an hour to get up there. What the fuck is this?
I'm just gonna like kick
no.
my legs up and start writing.
You can
my
also just
notebook.
push off. You can push off of the wall too.
All right.
Like-
Could you
I'm gonna push
swim
up.
in the air?
I'm just.
Just
I'm just
getting
gonna
there.
get. There.
Okay. I'm gonna note
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Yeah.
you might need to kind of just drop because the duration isn't infinite. I'll say with
How
a
long is it?
kickoff, it's about 10 minutes. So if you're just levitating up with a kickoff, I think you can make it.
I have a question.
Not with a whole lot of time to spare.
You know how many times I've fucking fallen?
Can
Yeah.
I stop
Cast
levitating him and
That's
then
what I was just
levitate him again? Like
No,
almost
it's,
like a.
it's one
spell
spell.
scrolls once.
It's one use.
It's okay. It's okay. I have an idea. As I'm going up, I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon to follow me. The one with the wings.
Okay.
You have two.
It can be any form I want it to be.
Yeah. So as you drift up into the air,
This is when you want a bird to catch you. It's happened a lot. You
the
just need it to happen
sounds
more.
of
Why didn't we just get my spiritual weapon to lift me?
I don't know.
Because maybe he can't bear weight. Is he?
Can he do that? I
Can
don't.
he bear weight?
I'm
Wait, that's what we used it for last time. Remember when the bird dropped me and I threw it under me?
Oh yeah.
Didn't you just? I'm pretty sure you just hit the ground.
No, because I went into my communion, then flying back out again.
Yeah, I don't know if spiritual weapon can lift you. I think you just used it to get into.
It
Don't
can-
worry,
it
buddy,
can
we got,
buffer you
uh,
on the fall. It'll be fine.
We got.
Floating spectral weapon within range. It hits things, so I get.
If I cast it.
Okay, no, I'll say you can use it. It can headbutt you right before you hit the ground to kind of catch you. You'll take damage from spiritual
Wait,
weapon.
I have a question.
but-
If
Better
I
than
cast a
getting
snowball
500
swarm,
forward damage.
where point of impact will it soften the load a little bit?
Snowstorm?
Yeah, I can cast a snowstorm. It would accumulate some snow.
You might get targeted by the guards for creating a giant snowdrift on top of the wall.
He'd be alive though, so I feel like
His
it's
spiritual
kind of
weapon
fair.
will get him. It's fine.
I have an idea, Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cast my spiritual weapon. Just
Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
what?
You're gonna send your trident back to catch you.
Wow. Good. This one's.
It's rather sharp.
No, I'm gonna.
You.
throw it
He's gonna try to
sideways.
land on it.
I'm just gonna
Oh.
let go of it and then have it slam into me all the way down until I can.
Dude, no, land on it. Land on it and ride it like a surfboard.
No.
I can't do it. If
can
I,
do
if I
that.
let go of it and then it gets like 10 feet away, then I make it fly back to me. It's gonna use the force to kind of push me back a little
Yeah,
bit.
you'll
instead
So
of-
basically-
Yeah, so
Slow
you're
your
falling, you
landing.
throw it down, pull it back up,
And
throw
it's-
it down.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna take a bit of damage.
less
it's gonna
than
slow
fucking
you down.
falling.
It's not.
Should I cast a snowball storm?
Probably not, because they might arrest
It's
you.
whatever.
I can get away from guards.
She just wants an excuse to cast Snowball
Yeah.
Storm.
I've already
Okay,
used it before.
so am I up there?
I'm down.
As you travel up, the sounds of preparation fade, and the ringing of the bell grows louder and louder.
Can I see anything, by the way?
It. Okay. So the mountains themselves are like
Mountain.
20 miles off, dude.
Yeah.
Your vision isn't quite that far. You can roll perception if you'd like.
I know how I can do it.
21.
Nice.
21. You bear witness to an incredible view.
Mountain.
These huge vistas of mountains, the city, this little shape below you, still impressively stretching out, and then just miles and miles of farmland and slums to every side of the city. And then right above you is the ring form of that little bell. What?
You said they'd arrest me for casting a spell?
Well, if
Well,
you
we're-
create chaos in a
I was
active
just
war
frozoning
preparation
all my
zone,
way, the way over here.
But you didn't do it on the
and you're
wall.
really lucky I didn't feel like arresting you.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna take out the Dispel Magic
I was just
scroll.
wondering.
What's the
Sorry.
distance on Dispel Magic? I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
try to be as far away as I can.
Um,
Probably
I
pretty-
like to think that these scrolls, you just open it up and it's just the stat block from the player's handbook.
you'd
range
open yours up, it's empty.
is 120 feet.
Yeah, you're
So
Okay,
you,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
be
have to actually go
120
up all
feet
that
away
far.
You're gonna be right underneath it.
So you can levitate him down for a while.
I'm gonna Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, you open the scroll and you cast that little purple like bubble upwards towards it, and you see it sort of shudder and then go silent for a second, and it makes like it's about to start falling, and then the bell explodes in a little shatter of things, and it sends out just this loud like last
like a
donging noise,
firework?
just like a dong, and this like spark of red around it.
Nice.
Firework.
I'm gonna,
as it
as soon as I
drifts
see that,
down.
I'm gonna start bringing him down.
Sure.
Don't worry, buddy,
You
if
are
you
gonna take a
fall.
little bit of falling damage here.
Wait. Don't let him fall yet. As soon as I am done with levitate,
Dude, it's 10 minutes and it would have taken me 30 minutes to get there. He's already being lenient enough.
yeah, I know, but as soon as
I'm
that
saying
happens-
because you jumped off, you can make it up there in like 10.
yeah, but once I'm
Because
gonna,
you got momentum. Still.
how far away is he? Where he's gonna land from me?
It's like right up.
I'm gonna okay, so I can catch him.
He's
He's like 500 feet up.
all right. I'm gonna look up
No.
force momentum calculations in physics and tell you
No,
how
let's
hard
not do
it is
that. Let's not do
to
that.
catch.
I'm just throwing my trident and catching it to slow me down.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a little
So you
better
managed to
option.
arrest a lot of your momentum on the way down.
Can I roll something? Just to see
You
how
can
well
make
I
an
do?
acrobatics check. I think would be fine.
Acrobatics? Should have been athletics, but okay.
Can I use thaumaturgy? Just have like a little plus to
10.
wind.
It's not thaumaturgy. Is harmless minors.
Well, I
Effects.
mean, we have used it as wind.
I can
before,
I can cause like tremors in the ground. I thought I could.
but
maybe
it's
do it.
it's.
But it doesn't affect anything. It's
Yeah,
just
well,
like
I mean,
the-
I remember I used it as wind to blow that guy's robe off, but
Yeah.
that's what we didn't.
But it's
we were pretty.
thaumaturgy and prestidigitation are basically flavor things. They don't let you.
That's fine.
do
I was just
things.
asking.
You're gonna take like 7 or so points of bludgeoning damage
that's
from the
fine.
fall. As Cal, you see him kind of drop like monkey bar style, throwing his
My rib
trident.
cage is bruised.
Yeah.
And but he still sort of lands with like a thump on the wall below. And you hear a couple like muffle like woo from the crowd out on the wall from the 1 or 2 people that might have been watching you. Probably a lot more once the bell went off.
Are you okay? Did you do it? Are you alright?
I think we did it. Do you still hear it? Belling?
No, is it
Banging?
still there? Did it just like
Dinging? Nope. I think it exploded.
nice? That's even better than like setting it on
Alright.
fire. Okay,
So now all we have to worry about is whatever's coming towards us that way.
yeah.
I don't know much, but I know it's cold.
It's pretty cold out, yeah.
No, whatever's coming is made of ice or has ice-like properties.
Good
Kind of like
thing.
what I have.
Good thing a dagger will hurt it just as good if it's made of
I'm
fire. or
just saying my spells.
You might be a little bit. At a
We can
disadvantage.
protect you.
I don't need protection. I'm just saying I might not be as helpful as I could have been if it was, say, something not made of ice.
That makes sense.
But we will have to deal with that conundrum in
We'll be
about
right back.
10 minutes after our break. Don't fucking interrupt me, Nate. Ever again! Know your place!
You're going to the corner for the next 10 minutes, Nate.
We'll see you in 10 minutes.
I may not see you again.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
We're not bye. No bye.
I'll see you after the break.
We'll be right back.
God, we...
All right.
We're back.
Welcome back. We had a quick break, and we're back as ready. Can they see me, by the way?
Yeah, you're
They
fine.
can
Okay.
see you.
Sweet, just
I
checking.
can't see the TV anymore. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I thought you were going somewhere with that.
No.
So, from atop of the stone wall, you stand in rapt attention, staring off towards the horizon in a sort of mock anticipation. You wait for whatever might be coming. A menagerie of soldiers stands alongside the wall beside you, apparently too entranced in the moment to notice the criminals they are preparing to fight alongside.
Asshole.
The
We're not criminals.
air is chill, and you're startled to feel the small pinpricks of snowflakes against your face as you're waiting. And glancing up, you can see a small flurry of snowfall beginning to descend upon you, and behind it, this massive, dark storm head approaching, bringing with it a gentle snowfall. Serenity interrupted by a sudden, muffled thud from out in the distance.
Oh my gosh.
That's not good.
Oh my
Has
gosh.
I heard any word of anything from my contact yet?
Do they have a means of instant communication with you?
Instant? I don't know. That's up to you. All I said was they're sort of powerful. I don't. That's up to you. Any magic stuff. That sucks.
Motherfucker.
No, that puts him in a bad mood. Not good for me.
I forgot I refilled it.
The only thing I know is that I had a courier out there, but I'm assuming it would take a couple days,
Yeah.
especially on foot.
They might have gotten the message, but it's going to take them a while to get back to me. If you want to specify a little what they're going with, just shoot me up. Hit me up. Wrong word.
Just
Shoot you up,
shoot
huh?
me
Yeah.
up.
Shoot up in me.
It's not that kind of
That's a
night.
good one.
Not that kind of night.
So, as the wind picks up, the snowfall begins to escalate, slowly building towards a thunderous blizzard around the figures atop Peak Villa's wall.
Very calming to me.
That's not good.
By the way, Busto gave me his wand and I'm attuned to it, so we're good.
No. No, you're not. Put it away.
Disintegrate!
Guys,
can't do
what
that.
inn are we staying at? Where are
That's
we
not the type of
staying?
thing that... You guys can
I
stay
stay
with
in
me.
my house.
You
Oh
can-
yeah, right, your house.
And you guys are always
Duh.
welcome with me.
No, I stay in my house.
I'd rather stay in the house than the sewer.
It's
Sorry.
actually very clean in my...
My house is clean.
It smells really bad.
Your house is
so.
small. We have a
Very
whole
clean.
room for...
Well, I'm a small person. Also, I just don't like smelling shit all the time.
That's fair. It's clean in my little place.
I don't doubt that.
He's always got an incense going.
As you argue,
I forgot.
you begin to feel your teeth chatter, at least for some of you, as the
I feel
cold
good.
I'm
begins to get to you, cutting through whatever layers you may have, threatening to pull the resolve from your heart.
I'm gonna put my arm around Nick and warm her up with my warmth.
Thank
Okay.
I'm gonna look at my two shivering companions, not them, my NPCs, and laugh at them. Being like, bitches, I'm cold. I'm always cold. I'm
Icon
good.
of hating us.
Not you two, my NPC friends.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh. Don't touch the clothespins.
He touched the initiative
Don't
order.
touch-
I'm just getting.
Don't touch the initiative stuff. Maybe we can talk to it.
Just as visibility begins to drop to nothing,
I'm hopeful.
you see the shadow of a man. The snow fall heavy around you, limiting your sight, hiding the mountains from your view, but leaving this silhouette. 8 stories tall, striding forward through the snowfall, battle axe at the ready.
8 stories
Giant
tall.
frost
8
giant
stories
frost.
tall.
That's big.
Is
What do you do?
nothing. I scream.
So me. That tower.
I did that too
Yeah.
good.
Little tower in the middle. Can we like go in and come back out?
You can go through it.
Okay,
Is it warmer in there? Just a little bit, like just a little
A
warmer
little,
in there.
yeah.
Can I go in there and put my salamander in there because he's cold blooded and I don't want him.
Absolutely.
And I'll come back out.
I can obviously see him, but just in case, I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
Sure. Do you have to do anything for that? Make sure you spend the spell slot.
Yeah, I did. And
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
It's another fucking raven. Perception? That's 10.
10.
See half of everything.
You know what? Wait, how close is he?
Hundreds of feet, maybe a mile.
Okay, he's coming though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my hand, put it up in the sky, and cast Sacred Flame, like straight up into the sky to let people know.
Yeah.
And have it like a firework go off, like a flare.
I'm
You see
gonna.
this light in the darkness.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna look at
be
B&B and be like, get ready.
invisible. I'm gonna cast invisibility.
I can see you!
I know you can.
I can't.
You suck.
Sort of.
Maybe you can see your footsteps in the snow.
Yeah, true. I'm sort of freaked out right now, but I will make some lewd hand gestures that only you can see, so it'll be a funny inside joke.
Yeah. Valia makes, or
I think
Nick
she's
makes,
doing it at me because Nick's standing right next to me.
Nick makes
Yeah,
several
right,
rude
right.
hand gestures. But you are a bit distracted, even with a 10. There isn't a raven near you. There are ravens. They don't seem to be looking at you. There's just several invisible ravens perched on little buildings. There's even one up here, just looking out at the approaching sea.
How long do we have? How long do we have before this thing comes within 100 feet of us?
A couple minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of poke Cal and be like,
Yes.
Cal.
Yeah.
What do you know about ravens?
What do you know about ravens?
Precisely, invisible ones. I guess I'm talking to you too, because I can see you.
Dude, those are fucking death mages.
What are the ravens?
Well, there's one there, and one there, and there.
If
and
it's a
there,
bird,
and there.
it's a death mage.
What's a death mage?
Do you see it when you cast See Invisibility?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Wait, are you serious?
That's not
Are
good.
you like pranking us?
I'm not. There's one on that perch over there.
How
There's
does she
some
know about
flying.
Ugh.
I saw one before when we were chasing those guys. I just haven't had a chance to say anything.
We're never gonna get away, are we?
Maybe, I don't know. They're just birds.
Guys
We go
are-
underground, I'm away.
Guys are not just birds.
Well, yeah, they're invisible birds.
This isn't good. If
Should I kill them?
no, you're not going to be able to. Don't touch them.
Okay.
Just pretend that.
God, that is a
Fucking-
concern. Imagine that from Valley's perspective.
Yeah.
Don't touch the birds.
Oh.
You won't be able to kill
Bitch,
them.
what do you think I want to do? I
Listen,
want to touch the birds.
Wait, no, V. Serious. I gave you candlesticks. You have to listen to what I say.
I listen to you.
Pretend you don't see them, because then they might not interact with us. We want to avoid.
One of them already knows I saw
Did
it.
we have a long rest in between now and the last?
Short rest.
just
You can
don't
take a
do
short
anything.
rest.
I can take a short rest
Just
right
don't
now?
do anything.
So if you want to spend hit dice to recover some hit points, Cal, you can.
Short rest.
I took that damage after the short rest.
Hey Cal. So you know how I can't I'm invisible right now.
Yeah.
That did nothing to me.
So when that guy comes within tossing distance, I want you to fucking toss me on him.
He can't see you.
I'll
Nick,
hold
I-
on.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I can't do anything unless I'm right there. And I'm just gonna sit up here on the wall. And it'll be a surprise. He won't see me coming. I can just get him,
All right.
and then what happens, happens.
All right. I'll be down there with you though.
Okay.
I have a question real quick.
Sure.
because I'm a
I would ask
tiefling,
Mel, but she
I have
has no
hellish
strength.
rebuke. Do you want that to be fire damage still or cold damage?
Cold damage.
Okay,
Um,
just making sure.
I'm gonna take my 50 feet of rope and tie it up to the tower next to
Great
me,
idea.
and then attach it to my trident and just throw it straight down,
Okay.
down to the courtyard down there.
All right. So just keep that in mind. But you can absolutely do that.
Fuck me.
I'm good.
So as you prepare up top, that figure becomes more and more clear. And upon reaching, I'd say around...
I'm gonna squeeze Nick's hand
Yeah.
tighter to tell her. Basically, I'm getting ready.
somewhere around 300 feet away,
That's too far.
That's way too far.
a
Nah, dude, that's good.
huge blue form emerges from the snow with this massive gray beard and one of those big Viking hats with two curved horns and a collection of armor scavenged from beasts you guys could barely face. So like dragon or some large reptile skull on each shoulder, and just thousands of hides forming this one massive tunic, carrying a massive a battle axe the size of an alleyway in one arm and a massive iron cage in the other, inside of which you can see this like this reptilian bat like form of a wyvern darting around and banging at the walls of the cage and sort of clambering and trying to get
Hurt
out.
those.
Yes, because, and I should point this out, wyverns cannot turn invisible naturally. And one thing you might have noticed on the one you fought before that I don't think we ever talked about because you blew it up, is it had a glass ring around its tail, which as you're watching it approach, you can see that same sort of glint on the tail of this wyvern too.
How far away is it?
About 300 feet.
So it's not in that courtyard yet?
Not quite.
Will you let me know when it gets to 120 feet? Just because I have a lot of stuff that's ranges 120 feet. And I assume other, like, Cal might as well.
We're gonna have to fight a
Thanks.
wyvern.
I'm gonna
That's just
Wait.
We
the one I
shouldn't
need.
fight the guy.
Wait.
Fight the wyvern.
very last second until I think people are about to start attacking it, and I'm gonna cast Bless so it lasts for the longest amount of time possible.
All right.
What does that do, actually?
I'd say
You can cast or roll a d4 on any roll, I think.
Oh, that's lovely. Even damage?
The number, it's attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, awesome.
I'd say the moment you think you should start that is when the giant reaches around, I'll say about 220 feet away, and it stops and plants that battle axe in the street, just shattering the cobblestone around it, and then reaches out, sort of lets the hand on the axe go, leaving it planted in the ground, and opens the door to the cage, releasing the wyvern. Can I have everybody roll initiative?
Odd question. How fast is the wind going? Because you said it's kind of in the storm, but nat 20 on initiative too.
13.
Hey, twins, not 20.
Whose dex is higher?
Plus 5 is
Yeah,
my dex.
hers. I have plus
15. Nat 20 doesn't matter on initiative. Yours would be 25 and yours would be equal, whatever
Oh.
yours is.
No, it does
25.
matter. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It's just a number. No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, either way, it's a good number.
Well, it's because they had a contest.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Um,
saying. Yours would be 25.
Yeah, your question about the walls is a good one. Or your question about the wind is a good one, Orion, because...
Whoa.
Sorry, Val.
Nostalgia.
I wanted to call you Nick, and so I was like, no, it's not Nick.
You
No,
were
no.
closer.
I just sort of screwed
At
up
least
the...
Nick is alive.
I'm gonna
The
cry.
wind isn't so bad. The precipitation is getting to the point where it's harder and harder to really see past.
I just need to know, is it under 10 miles an hour? That's.
I don't really have a frame
10,
of
10 miles
reference.
an hour is pretty fast. It's pretty heavy. Just for one of my spells reasoning, I need to know if it'll cast.
It's gonna be dicey. I'll say it's probably right on the edge.
Okay.
Um,
I'll think about it.
Of wind speed.
It's one of those ones I need to be 120 feet though.
But as he pops open the door to
Is
this
that 120 feet
cage,
disadvantage?
No.
the
It just says
wyvern, it takes these two huge claws on the end of its wings and grips either side of the door, and then throws itself out of the cage, snapping open its wings and taking one huge flap before it begins to slowly turn invisible.
Right as that happens,
No, I can see it.
right as that happens, I'm gonna go. Valia, I think this one's for you.
Oh, lovely.
And as it moves forward, it lets out a piercing cry, and you see on the battlefield below, in Peak Villa, past where the frost giant is now somewhat kneeling next to his battle axe, just these hordes of winter wolves come running past towards the bottom of the wall, with the occasional larger ape-like form running alongside them. And upon seeing this, you see several of the guards start to signal rapidly, and a lot of the troops start to descend the wall, and more still pour out to join the reinforcements at the bottom.
This is bad.
Um,
Like we faced some stuff that wasn't good, but this is just fucking. This is.
Back to our last city big.
Oh yeah, it totally was.
and
She wasn't there for that.
Nick,
Sorry.
it is your turn first.
Can I what? Oh yeah. I'm gonna delay my turn.
Okay, Valia.
How
You're
far is
up.
the wyvern?
I'll
wyvern,
Be, I'll be visible though.
It is approaching your group. It's coming in on this side of the wall towards
Like how
the
far though?
60 feet.
Oh, perfect. 60 feet. That's just enough. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do, but I know it's closer than 120, so I can do a lot more.
Okay.
Um,
How close is the fucking guy? He's
The
like
giant is about 220 feet away.
220. Okay.
Yeah.
And the wolves are.
The wolves are coming.
Okay.
I-
I'll just wait till my turn as well.
it's moving, so if I tried to do something like a range attack, I would have disadvantage, I assume. But it's coming towards me, so maybe not.
You wouldn't have disadvantage because it's moving. You will have disadvantage because it has cover with the precipitation. So it just has a plus. It has a plus to
I
its AC.
see. Okay.
Hey Trev, I'm gonna be
yeah.
visible again.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
All right.
Disadvantage, you said?
No, it's AC. It has I think it has half cover, so its AC has +2
I rolled for damage 16.
to hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay.
I think we can beat up this dragon if it would just be visible.
Okay.
Try to hit it in its tail so you break the glass thing.
Huh?
Try to hit it in its tail so it breaks the glass thing.
Okay.
So then
All
we
I know
can
is I
all
hit it
see
right
it.
now. I'll do
Okay.
that next time.
Yeah, just.
Oh, I need a D8. My bad. It takes 3 cold damage,
Okay.
and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
All right.
That's pretty good.
How much cold damage?
3.
3.
This is kind of strange.
Sorry, I didn't realize this was unplugged in.
So, as
I
it
heard
swoops in,
myself.
you guys can't really see anything, but you see Valia sort of tracking through the empty air, and then very abruptly she throws out a hand, and this beam of blue-white light strikes at nothingness in the air and starts to sort of crystallize around this flying form.
I read my spell wrong because I'm still new to magic. It actually takes 9. Because I'm over 5th, so it's
Nice.
2d8, and I was like, how do I cast it at 2nd level? It's a freaking it's a cantrip. It was because I'm
You
that
can
way.
cast cantrip. So.
'Cause you
And
can't-
with
you just cast it.
this, I need a d4. With
It's
this
not, doesn't have spell slots.
now partially visible form, you see it swooping down towards the wall, and
But like if you read it, it says if you're this
just this.
Yeah.
There's like a couple guards there, and you see it just slam a wing through them, sending 3 off the back of the wall, biting through another 2, and then slamming its stinger into a 6th.
Poor guard.
Just sort of like you see him kind of get impaled, and then he just flicks his tail, slamming him down off the wall again.
it can sting even though it's got glass on its tail.
It's just a ring around its tail.
Oh, it's a ring. I thought it was like almost like a face on it. My
No.
bad.
It's a ring of glass. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a ring of
That's what
invisibility.
we just need to break the ring, then we can all get it.
I got a really bad
Oh,
idea.
Sorry. I didn't hear that. Sorry.
I got a very bad idea. Well, I'm gonna jump on it. I mean,
We're trying to win this.
yeah,
Don't
but
go
it's-
balls to the wall.
I
We're
don't know if
losing
it's
some.
your turn.
We've missed somebody.
but if I break the glass,
Cal, it is your
it's
turn. Nick, you will be up next.
I'm gonna hold my.
In the
Oh,
players.
so the guy isn't
The,
moving?
well, the frost giant will go first. I'm
Are
just
the
letting the
wolves-
next player. The wolves are down towards the bottom of the wall.
They are here now.
If you want to go fight them, you can do that.
All right, I'm gonna grab Nick, hop onto the zip line, and ride it down.
Okay. All right.
And once I'm at the bottom, I'm going to turn and take my trident, just throw it straight into a couple of wolves. And those represent wolves, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They're a bit more variable since there's a lot of them and they're not particularly tough. But
fucking cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So go ahead and so you slide down and into the thick of combat. You just bring your trident down. And reaching the bottom of this zipline, you just slam the trident down into the head of one wolf, and then just slam the butt into another, sort of crushing its like the side of its skull, and as another pair heads towards you, sort of warily stalking forwards around the bodies of its two downed comrades. If you want to have killed the wolves, that's going to be your action.
Okay.
though.
Okay.
Because these are basically minions, we're just
Yep,
rolling
just
a certain
instant
amount to be killed.
Okay.
But it is the frost giant's turn, and from his distance,
It's Nick's turn.
you go at the end of the initiative.
Okay, she can jump in whenever. I thought you wanted to jump in.
I'll wait, I'll see.
Oh, okay.
You can ready an action which goes at a specific moment under
Oh,
a
you can't
stimuli.
hold your turn,
You can
okay.
hold your
Oh.
turn. You go at the end of the
Yeah,
initiative.
you can either go when your initiative is or at the end.
Okay.
From where he is standing, you see him he sort of raises up from his kneeling position, but not before just digging a hand into the street and pulling up a huge chunk of granite, and then leaning back and lobbing it towards you, Valia. So,
Ugh. What the fuck did I do? I only hurt his friend.
I'm assuming a 20 hits.
Yep.
Not nat. But
Nah, it doesn't matter.
I need my dice rolling.
Is it cold damage?
It is the rock flying
Oh,
towards
sorry.
you is
I was
not-
writing notes. I'm sorry. I
cold
just heard
damage.
who's attacking me. My bad.
It is your turn.
I said that. You guys are bullies.
True.
I hope they miss B&B. You better fucking dodge. Stop counting up.
You take 29 points
Fuck!
of bludgeoning damage.
Of what? A bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning damage.
I don't have 29.
29.
You know,
I don't
Trevor,
like that.
I don't like this. Like, this is the opposite of what I would have picked to fight. I would have picked something that heals me. 29.
I'm assuming you would. So from where you guys are standing down at the bottom, you see this
I
arc
don't
of
like
rock
you.
fly overhead, and just slam into the section of wall near where Valia is perched.
Almost half my health.
And it is your turn, Nick.
I don't
So
have no
where's
healing
the
spell.
wyvern? Just
don't know.
flying around.
It seems to be up near here. It's a bit hard to tell with it being
You
mostly
just hear a bunch of
invisible.
Wilhelm screams.
Pretty much.
Ow! How do you do that for consent? Ow.
You are Wilhelm.
Ow!
Yeah, that's you. There's only one way. Yeah, I feel like punching wolves is cool, but it's not like my priority right now. Like, I feel like I should punch the dragon instead.
But we can't see the dragon.
But we can't see the dragon. But can't we sort of see it a little?
No.
You
Has ice shards
could
on
they
it.
see? The only thing I could think of is that they could see like the clouds and the
Let me check.
precipitation
Well, the ice.
moving.
No, the ice on it.
I don't know if it would have ice. From,
Let
if
me
it's
check if I'm
after
not
10
sure
feet, I
if
would
you turn
assume.
invisible upon being attacked or only. It would have attacked anyway, so it should be visible
It's
now.
visible if it
Oh,
attacks.
thank
Yeah.
God! Not all
Yeah.
the pressure's on me. Whew. Before only I could
I'll
see
say
it.
it's kind of hard to place something that's flying, but I'll say it's right about up there.
That's a spider.
I don't have a
I know.
wyvern.
I get
mini.
it. It's cool.
Cool. Then I'm gonna go back up.
Okay.
gonna use my bonus action to get up there. Because I can go far on my bonus action.
All right.
And
How did we?
Yeah.
Zip line.
Oh, okay.
that is what
it's
I...
over now.
Okay.
It was connected to my trident. I took my trident out of it.
It would be your turn again since you're at the top of the initiative
Oh.
order.
Oh,
Yeah, but like...
Trevor, I took my trident out of the ground, so there's no zip line there. Oh, it would be a dangling rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could,
The
so
rope should
people
still
could
be
get up
there.
and
I
down
can
with a dangling
climb
rope.
it.
Yeah, they could climb up and down, but it's not going to be a zip line
It's
anymore.
fine,
That's
we can just
fine.
go down. What... Is there any way I can melee attack it if it is flying?
If you get close enough, yes.
I will get close enough.
Are you, are you
If
invisible?
you still have movement, or is it's your
Well,
turn
it's my
again?
turn again. I can
you
do whatever
can-
No, it is
I
fine.
want.
You can get over to here. It's still down on the wall with the guards, so you can get close enough to hit it.
Are you invisible?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm making it attack, so it doesn't even matter. Because you stop being invisible.
I'm gonna send my guys up to die.
I'm just gonna stab it real good,
help you.
hopefully.
All right.
Have them fight the one.
22.
To hit, yes.
Nice.
I'm ready
Give me a second.
for the horrifying amount of. I'm concerned by the amount of math I
yeah,
see.
give me a second.
I was
I'm
too when I
just
saw
about
it.
And
to-
here's a rogue.
So wait, but there's guards. Are they within 5 feet of it? And they are attacking it.
They're dead.
Nope, I just
Means
get more
he gets an
damage.
atrocious amount of extra damage.
Oh,
Holy
nice.
fuck.
10,
2 6s and a 4.
1. And now I'm going to have it make a charisma save.
You know what's crazy is the wyvern is actually crazy good at charisma. It's got a 6, so
Oh,
an
God.
11 minus 2.
But Trevor's not very good at
That's-
rolling.
Fails.
26.
Okay.
Okay, so I have. Wait, let me do some calculations.
Fucking rogues are insane.
Oh wait, it's 46 now.
Oh wait, it's
Christ.
better damage now.
You know, I was worried a second.
So
I was
I
like,
have
uh-oh, is this battle
31.
gonna be too
41.
much?
41 and you're still counting?
52 points of damage.
Fucking Jesus Christ!
You
And
watch
you
the
said you
wyvern.
weren't gonna level it down because Busto was here, and I was mad, and now I'm not.
Yeah, so,
So
52
you can
points
take
of
that and
damage.
shove it, bitch.
Rogues.
So, I'll say, Cal, you and Nick are sort of down there, and Nick looks at you for a second before turning and scaling back up that rope, and
Where'd you go?
running across the wall, just sort of sliding along the edge of the tower, and just vaulting over a group of guards, 2 knives in hand, just slamming into either side of the wyvern's jaw, like right behind the jawbone, and then planting a foot on its snout and just ripping backwards, damn near tearing its jaw from its body, and then sort of dropping back into a stance on the wall beside it. And the wyvern is up. The wyvern is up. Or no, Valia, you're up next. Sorry.
Is speaking an action?
No, that would be a bonus action
Okay, I'm gonna.
or free action. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my 2 NPCs. I'm just gonna yell at them. Keep the wolves off cattle.
I'd say they nod at you, and you see Bartholomew look over at Belle for a second, and he lets out a grin. He goes, "Hell drop," and she goes, "Hell drop," and they both jump from the side of the wall and plant like their weapons in the side, just
That's funny
scraping
fucking
down
guys.
to the ground,
Okay.
and kind of.
Superheroes.
Have you guys ever seen the other guys with Will Ferrell and
If
Mark-
they could actually,
Oh my God.
Trevor, I would assume they were on each side of Cal. Or if they can, if they're not, no. They don't have to.
There's a scene where it's like
They
these 2
can.
badass cops who are really good at everything.
They
Just-
don't have the movement to get there. They can in their next turn.
Okay, that's
At
fine.
the top of the building, bad guys in the building.
Impressed
Bushes.
Yeah.
by that.
Bushes, and they jump off and it pans.
I'm going. How far away is the wyvern?
10, 15, 20. It's a little over 30.
Okay.
You'd have to dash to get to it.
I don't think I'm going to get to it. I kind of want. But you're within 5 feet, aren't you?
Of the wyvern?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I know what do you need to use your reaction next turn?
I like using my reaction because I don't
But
take a lot
would you
of
rather
damage.
take another turn?
It depends on how much this monster can hurt me.
I'm going to It still has its glass on, but it's already attacked, so it's visible.
I'll use my
Um,
reaction this turn. And then
I'm
next
going
turn.
to cast
You can-
Ray of
yeah,
Frost
go
again.
for it.
Next turn.
Okay.
Next turn.
Any disadvantage? No?
It still has the bonus to AC.
Okay. Nat 20.
All right, that hits.
Woo!
That was
Goddamn.
on an 8 for a second, but it went to a nat 20. So that's twice the damage? Okay. So that's, can I have a D8? As many D8s as you have? Okay, that's enough. I'll take one of...
He buttoned up his dice tray like a good boy.
Sometimes there are good boys on Dice and Poker.
Sometimes.
23 points of cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 20 because it's double.
23, not doubled?
Doubled, right?
Oh, I just rolled 4 D8s. Do I have to double it instead?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
thought
fine. If he wants to roll double the, you roll.
I just rolled double the amount of
That's
dice.
fine.
Yeah.
You can. You're allowed to do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, 20. It's 23 points
I
of
prefer
cold
that.
damage,
Just
but
double the damage.
if it was a regular, it would reduce its speed by 10. But since it's doubled, reduce its speed by 20. I assume.
Okay.
That
I'll,
seems-
I'll,
I thought that was
I'll
fair.
home rule that. That's
Okay.
fair.
I don't know which ones are yours.
It's not going to apply to all effects. Okay.
That's
Just
fine.
understand
I just figured, but it's up to you totally.
Yeah. So Nick, from where you're standing, you're sort of in a crouched position, and this another one of those beams of blue, just appears over your head and strikes the wyvern, as it's starting to approach you, just like putting a line of ice down its
Awesome.
neck towards its chest.
I'll give her a thumbs up around the tower.
I'll do this,
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I crack right up.
dude. I'm learning thieves' can't.
Well,
And-
you got one. You got one down.
Yep, and I think I know what it means.
No, actually, the thing is, you have no idea what it means.
I got a good idea.
But seemingly unperturbed by the attacks, or perhaps even more enraged by them, the wyvern plants its claws on the wall, and it lunges towards you, snapping its jaws towards your head. I'm assuming 16 plus 7 hits.
Yep.
Okay.
Snap my head.
Don't eat her like a praying mantis.
You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I take 29.
poison is what you're gonna want.
And then from as it still has its jaws, sort of like I'd say it bites down like on your shoulder, and that stinger comes around again and just jabs right into like the lower part of your ribs.
My ribs.
I'm assuming like 16 plus 7
My
hits.
ribs.
Dealing
Nick ribs.
Make ribs.
another 2d6 points
That'd
of
be insane
piercing.
if you
2d6 plus 4. 3 plus 4, 7. Another 7 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a DC 15 con
So you
saving
get
throw.
bit and stabbed with a stinger by a.
Yeah, I make it. Save.
Okay.
And I.
And you feel this like sort of burning sensation on the side of your body, but it sort of diminishes after a few moments.
So I'm gonna have
What do you
the
see?
Should you?
damage with my uncanny dodge. It's a reaction. I can do it every time.
I know, but
I don't want
Yeah.
to take.
Oh yeah, you take half damage.
that wasn't actually-
Doesn't your uncanny dodge, if it's halved, you don't take it at all? Or do I not know how uncanny dodge works? Because you take you take 76 poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a success.
Okay, but I succeeded.
Yeah.
So
Is-
it's 7 points of poison damage.
I
Or
didn't.
no,
roll,
you
I didn't roll
it yet.
damage.
Yeah.
Is that for con saves or is it?
It's for any attack.
Okay. I don't. You
So-
have uncanny dodge.
Yeah,
on your
it's
sheet.
Yes.
it's for any attack.
So
I don't know if
So
it's.
since she got stabbed with the poison stinger, she's gonna uncanny dodge for the poison.
It's just half. It's just half.
how do you dodge poison?
I would.
That's a
I
good
guess
point,
I would
actually.
Let me just. I can just check real quick.
dodge the
Uncanny.
attack that it does. No, I can use it anytime, so it doesn't even matter. So I want to do it. Yeah, but next round. That would be next round for me.
Never
So
knew I
can
had
use
2
my-
weapon fights.
Yeah, so I guess
Oh,
you can. I'd say you can have.
You can have another attack on that turn.
You can have
I
the
wanna
half
do it.
damage, I guess, because it apparently just halves it. So you like dodge out of the way of. I guess the stinger hurts you less. It's an uncanny dodge, I suppose. So you take half of 76, right?
That's good.
So 7. So half of 21, half of that. 21 divided by 4. You
I
take
have a really
5 points
I have a
of
really bad
poison
idea.
damage.
But 17 plus 5 because of the 2 other ones, right?
Yes. So it's a
Yes.
total of.
It only works on. You have to
23
choose
damage.
which attack you're using
22.
it on. I believe.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it on because it's multi-attack. It's 2 attacks.
Yeah. I'll do it.
You know,
on-
one of the things.
It's just the poison, right?
I guess I'll
So-
have the one that poisoned me.
Okay. So the
So I don't
21
get
plus
as much
7, so
poison
half
maybe.
of 21 plus 7.
28. So
Or-
half of 28.
Oh no, it's half of 20.
No,
Jesus
But
Christ.
it's 5 plus
21 divided by
It's
2
half of
plus
5 plus
7, 17 and okay, you were right in the beginning.
20.
17 and a half divided by 5. You take 17.5 divided by 2.
Math.
You take instead of taking 17 and a half, you take 9 points of
Nice.
damage
I get hit
total.
with a rock and take 29. You get bit and stabbed with a poison stinger. Just take 9.
Snicker?
Stinger.
I thought you said snicker. I was like, a snicker? You're not you when you're hungry.
Cal, you're up and the frost giant is on deck.
He's there?
He's next in the initiative.
You're fucked.
What?
It's
Said
your
you're
turn.
fucked.
Okay.
I have my buddy's trying to. I have
Remember, you guys
bad
have
idea.
a D4 to all saving throws and attacks.
We do.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Guys, we're good at D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, one of the things we always seem to underestimate is our ability to just not know the rules.
I'm
Well,
gonna
there's so many. Give us.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself
What is that?
as using my bonus action, and then using my action. Trevor, do I know in my readings is this giant evil?
He doesn't seem to be particularly good.
Yeah. I'd say it's
Oh wait. Giants aren't aberrations, celestials, elementals.
no,
Oh,
they're
oh,
giants.
It's not. Okay. Fae,
Yeah, giants
fiends, and
don't-
No,
undead.
they're
Okay.
giants.
Okay, never mind. Protection from evil and good usually I would think it protects from evil things, but whatever. Okay. So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself, so I have 18 AC, and then I'm gonna use my action to just beat the shit out of these dogs some more.
All right. Do you want to roll another D4 for me?
D4?
To roll a D4 plus 1 and a D4 minus 2, or D4 minus 3. Sorry.
So the D4 plus 1, so that's 3 for the first one, and a D4 minus 3,
Yeah.
-2.
Okay. What was the first one?
3.
3. So another 3 of those winter wolves charge at you, and you take your trident and just impale the first one like directly in the muzzle. Then using your foot, like the momentum, to just kick the next one, slamming it into.
So I killed 2 of them.
You killed 3.
'Cause
You rolled
What was the
you got a
negative
3 on
2?
the. That was for a different enemy.
Oh.
See invisibility. What is?
God, we got so dumb. Like it just happened at some point. We just
Alright.
got dumb.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, we
are
just
we-
got, yeah.
I'm going
not gonna say
to.
it, never mind.
I'm going to. Bow, bow.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Yep.
I had this all the time. I can't do anything to it. I can't do anything to it.
I'm going to use evasive footwork
Okay.
and run towards the giant. What's up with those wolves there?
They're just representations.
Okay.
Because he said hordes of
I'm
wolves.
gonna run
How
towards
many
where the
feet? How
giant is.
far? Total. Because you have movement speed,
My
right?
entire movement, 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
And I'm gonna use a superiority die.
Trevor, thank you for moving those for us. I mean, I know you kind of have to, but we just never say it.
Okay, that is
I
fucking.
mean, we don't
useful.
really care, but
Thank you. Yes. All right.
it's not true. I'm all alone.
Okay.
I'm all alone in the game
Uh,
and in real life right now.
Wait. When you move, you expend 1 superiority rolling die, adding the number rolled to your AC until you stop moving. So wait, I wouldn't need. So that's just until I stop. So that's not until my next turn. I thought evasive footwork until my next turn. shit. That's not what I was thinking, man.
I think if you keep moving on your next turn, it would count. If you stop to like attack things, then I would consider you stopped moving.
Okay. So yeah, I'm then evasive footwork worked.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. That's 25 AC. Have fun hitting me now, fucking giant ass motherfucker.
All right.
Alright,
It is the Frost Giant's turn, and Nick, you are on deck. So I'd say as you start charging forward, you can see around you the Winter Wolves have begun to be pushed back slightly as the guards start to cut a swath forward towards that Frost Giant, who takes his axe and slams it on the ground again, lifting up another chunk of earth and launching it in your direction, Cal.
Cal? Yes?
Cal.
Okay.
Does I'm assuming 15 plus 9. 24. No, that doesn't hit.
Nice. Good one.
So,
Good job.
you run forward, and because you're in motion, you can use that to. I'm gonna say this dodge will probably end the string of motion, right? If you're dodging.
Well,
unloaded.
I haven't stopped really, so I'm still moving.
Could he
Okay.
roll forward? Keep the movement going?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Sure. Yeah. So you see it like spiraling through the air towards you, and you just drop to the ground and like roll under it.
Slide.
So fast it misses.
Slide.
Nice.
It's gotta be a slide.
Yeah.
And
I've used
keep
slow motion.
moving forward. The giant sort of.
We're fucking
You see the giant now having its great axe in its hand, begins slowly striding towards the battlefield.
Okay.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, so just to be clear, so this thing has gone through the outer city,
Yes.
You're in the outer city, bud.
but we're on the wall, so we must be on.
It's gone
kind
through
of-
There's
the
like
lower
there's like
area of the outer
100
city.
feet of Peak Villa.
Oh, okay. My
Peak Villa is very thin strip if you
Well,
look on your.
depending on where it comes from, you know.
Yeah, dude, it's just walking through the city. It is
Right,
big enough to just
right.
kick down buildings.
But like we're in buildings right now. We're not just like on grasslands or whatever.
You're in, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I just because when I'm
Yeah.
looking at this, I'm just thinking plains. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of-
You're in a mostly desolate area.
Okay.
Sort of a gap between the
'Cause,
city.
like if he had walked through the southern slums, that would be
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of casualties potentially. I mean,
Oh, there are people dying probably. In
Yeah,
the
well,
midst
I
of this
mean,
combat.
it's a fucking attack on the biggest
Yeah.
city in the world, I would imagine.
Nick, you're up.
I want to try to stab it again.
All right.
Do 51 again. I think that'll be enough.
I'm gonna try for it. I can't roll super good every time.
Yes, you can. You got this.
Yeah.
There's still guards. There's still guards alive because it didn't attack
Oh
them.
yeah,
It attacked
plus a
you
D4.
and the guards.
You have a power of a dick.
That's true.
That we drew.
We did draw a dick here.
Roll it
The D4's on attack or on damage?
on everything.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no. Sorry.
Valia, you're
Not
on deck.
everything.
Be
That's
ready.
an attack.
Does
Attack and saving
Trevor,
throws.
does a 25 hit your
25
stupid
does
dragon?
Did you add a D4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
25 does hit.
Your
Your
stupid
dragon. Yeah.
God,
Stupid ass dragon. It's not even a dragon.
all
It's a
gonna die.
wyvern. But you
There's
know what?
3
It's
more
close
wyverns.
to fucking enough. God, you make some stupid creatures.
That's close enough.
He didn't make him.
He used them. Hey,
Don't disrespect.
by the
Gary
way,
Gygax,
if you kill my
right?
character
Fuck.
for that, I will totally understand.
I'm not going to kill anyone's
Well,
character
you
without
might.
reason.
But
that was a
pretty
reason.
good reason.
Not in game.
You
reason.
almost halved my health in one rock.
Yeah. I
Nervous.
did, didn't I?
I'm nervous. Yeah, I went from 67 to 38. I'm nervous.
And I would like it to
you
make
have any healing
another
No.
charisma save.
We always have a healing tank.
Nat 20.
Oh, you're fine. He takes
What if she had gotten that 20 and she just
21
threw it
points
away?
of damage.
Okay. Jesus, still?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Is it
That's
dead?
insane.
Sorry, that's
Not
not
quite.
a lot.
It's
Is it
not
very-
doing great.
Sorry, that's not a lot. Fuck you.
Isabel,
Not a lot.
I'm sorry that
I'm
I'm not
gonna
going
make you
to
do a lot
attack
of
that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
as
okay.
it's sort of looking off towards Valia, you dart forward and just slam your dagger up into the underside of its throat and just slice it down the neck meat, sort of splitting that gizzard in the front and spilling its blood onto the cobble of the wall
That's so good.
next to you.
On the giant.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, except for.
Except for it's
Yeah,
not my
except
Let me just check real quick.
100% except for this little bit.
I need some people down here with me.
I gave you 2.
That's not good enough.
It's 2 more than what you had, and it's all I had besides myself, and I'm having a pretty good fucking vantage point. Because everything down there is either resistant or immune to what I can do. I ain't going down there with just a short sword and 2 daggers and crossbow.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's my turn.
Okay, Valia, you're
So
up.
I'm gonna look at this rock slinging motherfucker,
What?
and I'm gonna.
What's the range?
Giant.
What's
the
the range?
giant. Oh, it's magic missile. Does it have?
What's
a
the
range?
range on magic missile?
I have no idea.
Google it.
Yeah, I don't.
I was never given stuff for these. I
Does
was
it have
told
a
to
range?
test
You
them.
can look it up. I think it must.
I know it.
Must,
Tra-
yeah,
Arthur
you can't
always
be like,
says it
"I'll
always
I
hits,
guess,
so
yeah.
I assume
Across
it's
the
very.
world. Boom.
5
If it's
mile
within
magic
range,
missile.
it would hit.
I think I've heard 300 feet, but that might be another spell.
It's about 180 odd feet away from you right now.
Probably not gonna hit.
It's gonna be 120 feet, I bet.
That is the general one. Range is 120 feet, so
Good.
you can't quite target him yet.
Just wait.
Right.
Give it another
Um,
turn.
You could
then-
run. No, going down the wall would be your movement. So unless you can,
Dash.
you could if you
Well,
jumped
that's action.
60 feet forward. Which you absolutely can't do.
I could have Sylvie come fly me.
No, you can't. Why do you? You can't just declare things and think that they're now the
Hey,
rules.
I said I could. I didn't say I would.
It's what are you doing? You
I am
can't.
going
though.
to cast.
I said I could, but you can't.
I feel like I keep doing this, but it seems to be working. So I'm just gonna cast Ray of Frost on.
Okay.
Well,
You can
On
roll to hit.
frost strike.
I could do something really stupid and maybe make it so you don't take any damage next turn. But it's a very risky move, meaning it will probably not work.
Well, then don't do it.
Is the tower in the way of?
I feel well. They're both angled like this.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
kind of hard
They're-
to tell. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just
think it
curious if
is.
it would end up. Do you think if it would end up with half cover or 3/4 cover?
I don't think it would end up with any cover.
It has cover from the snow already.
Yeah.
I feel like it would just be a little bit, just from the snow.
Probably.
So I'll just keep it half. I was
Probably
just curious.
half.
I just couldn't. It's hard to tell if.
I
the
think
top
I should
tower
do
It
was
the
the
doesn't.
same.
damage.
I
if she
can,
like
no.
leans around and like
Yeah, she's like.
she's
You know
fine.
what? I'll do the damage. Fuck it. I'll do Ray of Frost.
Okay. You can roll to hit, right?
Disadvantage?
No, not
No,
disadvantage.
just
What's-
plus,
what's
plus
cover
2 to
mean?
his thing.
It means it gets a +2 to
AC.
AC.
15 plus 8 hits, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, I forgot to heal.
12 points of cold damage, and its
Your
speed is
healing?
reduced by 10
Yeah,
until
my
my next turn.
regeneration.
I'll say the wyvern from the wall it upon
10 minutes.
Nick slicing through its throat like that, it plants its claws and starts to go to take off when another one of those beams of frost slam into its side, just completely crystallizing it and sending it spiraling down to the battlefield where it shatters in an
Oh.
impressive array of
I'm
that?
glad I did the
Snow
fucking
and
damage.
ice.
I was gonna make it look like
Alright.
there's another target, so maybe it'll attack that instead of you.
Right.
Nice.
That was badass.
and so it skips right over
And
that turn.
that creature was Trevor did not expect to die so quickly.
So good thing I did the
Oh,
damage
no, I
because you
expect. Yeah, I didn't think that thing would last very long. Cal, it is your turn though.
sisters.
Yeah, true.
Can I hold my turn and still count as moving?
No,
You could ready an act.
that would be.
But I'm not doing anything in between.
Could you ready that?
You could take your movement and ready an action.
Yeah,
right?
you could take your movement and ready an action.
But I couldn't ready a bonus action. I can't have the rest of my turn. It's only ready in action.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to take my movement. I'm gonna
Ready
go.
in action.
I'm gonna go around to the right, my right,
I-
your left. Like over that way. Nope, that way. Yeah, over there.
Over there, Trevor.
All right. And then I'm going to my bonus action. What can I do for a bonus
Fireball.
action? Bonus
If,
action. Ooh.
Will he be in range next turn or no?
yeah,
Okay.
if you don't mind, to simplify this, I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna kind of just shift the whole area back because you're gonna end up off of this pretty soon.
I'm not running forward anymore.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be. Can I use my bonus action to take out some wolves?
Not your. Can you attack as a bonus action?
I can. Yeah, I can attack as a bonus action. Like I can always attack as a bonus action if I want to.
You can.
Can with? Oh yeah, you got some of those weird fighter things, right?
I mean,
Does it say you can?
no,
Well, then
no, but like I just can't do it. If I decide to use a bonus action, I can't hit one wolf or
But
something.
you can't attack.
Well, you
on a
can't
bonus
attack
action.
with a bonus action.
Unless you have a thing that says you can.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Okay. I'm just not gonna use my bonus action. Actually, no, that's a lie. How far away is Nick?
Up on the wall. There
Quite a
you go.
ways.
Ways.
Like, oh,
I can't see
fucking
any
wild.
of the lower battle map from behind the wall here.
I can't.
It's
More-
like
more
80.
than 60 feet.
It's more than 60.
Can I change my
No.
movement then? Can I run backwards towards the wall?
It's about 60 feet. 60.
But it's up.
Oh, okay.
Can I
that's
instead
true.
of running that way then?
I can do the Pythagorean theorem if you'd like, but
Well,
I
instead
know it's
instead of
larger
running
than any of the
towards
walls.
the edge of the map, can I start running back towards the wall a little bit?
Sure.
To know I'm gonna cast this, and then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith again on her, so you have a +2 bonus to your AC.
Thank you. That's so nice.
What's your AC
How long is
without
that last?
10 minutes, and then I'm going to hold my action, and that
All
still
right.
counts as me moving, right? So I still have the +7 in my
it?
AC.
Lasts 100 rounds.
Well, if you stopped to cast Shield of Faith,
That's true. Okay.
I'd say your evasive footwork is probably over.
Okay, that makes sense.
Curiosity, what's your AC without that?
16.
You still have the lowest.
What's yours?
15.
Oh shit.
I love that man.
Alrighty then.
not really see any of this.
Oh no, it can.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I forgot you can zoom
We
that in.
finally found a great spot for our battle cam.
It's
That's-
less detailed, but for bigger battles.
That's one hunk
You
of
can
a bad
you
guy.
you get the gist, which is all you need.
So the frost
He's
giant,
about to get hit with a magic missile.
seeing his wyvern crash into the ground, charges forward. And how far away is he from you?
Like I'd say 40 feet.
Yep. Yeah, he just I'd say he just grabs like the top floor off of a house as he's
Not
moving
nice.
and chucks it back towards the wall at you, Valia.
Of course he does. Why
You just
wouldn't-
killed the wyvern, buddy.
Yeah, I did the most damage to the wyvern.
He doesn't know that.
We're blood,
Cat
dude. We're
does-
both cold. We're blood.
A 19 hit.
Yeah, of course it does.
Oh shit.
I'm a little kid.
Is it gonna break the wall?
It might start to. That's a good point.
And then I'm gonna be fucking falling. I'm already hurt.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's okay, we're all hurt.
You
I only have 38.
take 36 points.
Sorry.
I
of
have
bludgeoning
2 health.
damage.
Holy fuck.
Sorcerers are...
As this you see this top floor of a wooden house just crashes into the wall, sending Valia reeling and probably beginning to crack the foundation.
No
slightly.
way does that fucking wall come apart. Fuck you.
Fucking bet.
Oh shit,
Ah,
that's
it's
cool.
just the
I saw the
coolest
cracks
thing
and I
ever.
was like, oh, that's kind of neat how they painted the cracks.
You didn't know that?
Those aren't paint.
It's so cool.
Thank you. Took me a while.
Yeah.
It looks
Um,
I like it.
Nick, you are up.
I want some more. of
Okay, I'm gonna slide down the rope and get back down.
Okay.
No
I
more bad
want
guys
to
up
die.
here.
Okay, so
I can't even shoot this. I have to do something else. I have to protect myself.
you run back through the tower to get to the rope?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
gonna be that's gonna probably be a full movement
movement,
unless you
yeah.
dash.
I will dash for my bonus action.
We need to get right on this guy. Just
Yep,
fucking push
yep,
him in the
yep.
feet.
Close to to the guy.
Like we're both kind of going in towards the giant.
Where?
Like we're just both going like this towards
In,
him.
at
So
him.
whichever way, the closest point where she was before, towards the giant. Yeah.
Oh my god, I just thought of something that might be very good for me.
What?
Okay, and I
Hold on,
will hold my action.
Alright.
Because dash is
dash.
a
Oh yeah, you
bonus
have dash
action
as
for
a
me.
bonus
'cause
action.
I'm super fast.
You can ready an action that will go under a stimulus. You have to hold your turn if you're gonna
Wait,
just go to the
that's
enemy.
so
Did I not
true.
do my action at the end of the last cycle?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I held my action.
You cast something.
Wait,
Well,
but
you guys, you can't,
Can't
hold
hold
an.
an
You
action.
hold a turn. You ready an action.
Okay, well, already.
I readied just a fucking throw whenever he was close. That's what I meant.
Is he within range?
Yeah, I can throw
Alright.
that. Oh, so
What's the range on your trident?
Does it count because we just restarted initiative?
I didn't realize we restarted it until we did it. Plus, it's
He
20,
would have been at the end,
20 feet without disadvantage, 60 feet with.
so you'd have disadvantage.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So that's
I have an idea.
13.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so as he was approaching a little bit before Nick came out, you threw your trident off towards the giant, but it just sort of like lodged in the side of one of the buildings nearby him. And Nick, are you readying an action? So you sort of just say like, when this happens, I will do this. That's how you ready an action.
I guess if he comes within range of me, I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. Valia, you're up. Cal, you're on deck.
Tower has windows.
Yep.
If I run in there, will I have cover?
You could take cover.
I'm gonna run in there, but I could still, like, if I wanted to shoot or something, I could use the window.
You'd have to break the window, but yes.
Don't break the window. My salamander needs to stay warm. Not fucking around right now.
Alright, bear with me here, Trevor. This is gonna
Sure.
take up my whole turn, but fuck your salamander, man. Whatever.
I don't like you.
This is gonna take up my whole turn just because fucking her salamander's in the way.
She's gotta run up to a different floor.
I'm going to take the salamander and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't like that.
I'm not planning on moving very much.
Okay.
Okay?
Just don't like get hurt, obviously.
Okay. And then I'm gonna break the window. Can I do all that?
Sure, but it's gonna spend your turn.
That's what I thought. My bonus action and action, or just my action?
Spending your turn.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and so if you are fully behind the window, you have full cover and you can't really be targeted. You might be able to be targeted if he throws a rock through the tower.
And I'm very nervous because if he does that, I die.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Like I die.
No, you don't.
You might not die
Well,
outright.
No, you won't. Your max is not.
Depends on what he rolls.
If you what's
Assuming
your max?
he's rolling damage using Trevor rolls, and he
That's
gets
true.
a lucky roll. Sorry. And they've been like 36 was
That's
the
true.
last one, and I
Well-
have
So-
What's your max HP?
67.
Yeah, you're fine. Unless he throws 2 fucking rocks.
If he throws a rock and then the tower collapses,
So with
That's
this window, you can if you're like leaning out the window, you'll have probably about half cover. If you are like just peeking out enough to like point a wand, I'd say you have about 3/4. And if you're just down if you drop prone using your movement, you can just have full cover.
If let's say I'm shooting my crossbow, for example, and
Sure.
I have half cover. Could I use my movement to, after I shoot that, move back out of there?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. That's because I don't think I'm going to move very much from there.
All right. Cal, you're up.
All right. I am
Love
going
you.
to. Love you too. I'm going to run up to the big boy, and then I am going to. Okay, I have 2
Dude, here's the size of his, like, pinky toe.
Oh yeah, I know. I have 2 spell slots left.
Ooh, I wish you were short like me and could expend.
I'm going to cast. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stab that bitch.
Yeah, stab that bitch in the face.
Actually, no. I'm gonna use my firebolt and just fucking shoot it in the foot.
Times like this is when I miss him. When I'm hurt.
I'm working on it.
It was stupid of me not to
Oh
have
wait, but no,
fucking
I
help
can't because you'll have to be up next to it.
That's true.
Yeah, firebolt. Plus 7. Fuck. That's 15 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Shit. All right. Well, that misses. And my bonus action. Fucking doing it. Yeah.
I'm very nervous right now.
I'm going to use my War Priest and use my bonus action to make an attack and just stab it.
Okay.
Whatever. Nope, I don't hit it. God, bad rolls.
It wasn't that one, was it?
No, it was a 4.
Yeah. So you pull the trident back to your hand and cast this firebolt, which just flies right by its helmet. And then you swing in to make a stabbing attack, and it just slides its foot backwards, leaving you just driving your trident into the earth. And the frost giant is going to take its great axe and
I was just like, oh, firebolt, that will distract him.
crap, I'm losing track. 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit.
That means.
Cal?
Oh, no, 18.
Oh yeah, because he's got that thing on him. Fuck, you're great.
All right.
Dude, I fucking love you.
And I'm going to, and so his first great axe attack, he swings and you just like drop to the pavement, and this axe blade the size of like the side of a house just sweeps over your head. And for his second great axe attack, I'm actually going to try and grapple
Great
you.
axe attack.
I'm going to try and grapple you, Cal.
Oh, okay then.
Wow, an 8-story creature is trying to grapple you.
So
Just wrap your head around that.
So instead
for
of
a
an
second.
attack roll, it is a strength contest contested by your strength or dexterity check.
Now
Strength.
I don't know this for sure.
Straight strength saving throw, or just straight strength.
Yes.
I don't know this for sure, but I feel like strength might be his strong suit.
It's athletics check. It's an athletics check.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like strength might be his strong suit. And you got a nat 1. You got a nat
24
I got a nat
and
one.
a nat 1.
Oh my god! Fuck you, Die. I was roll.
I just need to
Dice
say
jail.
this. I'm sorry. That's really.
I just rolled a nat 20, putting it in dice jail. What the fuck? What the fuck?
All right. So while you are grappled, your speed is 0, and you can't benefit from any bonus to speed.
I just kind of beat from the tower.
And it has some specific actions it can take
It's okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I have the perfect
to move
thing.
you around.
House rebuke.
Yeah, so it swings this axe blade over your head, and Cal, I'll say, because you're on the ground, you're kind of like scrambling to get up when it reaches down with one of these big blue gnarled hands and just picks you up off the city street, lifting you up towards like its head. But Nick, it is your turn.
I'm not gonna do
I'm
it.
gonna run over to it.
Oh, I'm gonna move forward too.
Actually,
Yeah.
no. If he used the magic missile, it would never hit me. It has to hit him, right?
Yeah, but if it hits him, I don't know, let's say in the head or in the hand, right near
You
you,
could
It won't hurt
drop.
me.
it would
It
hit
can't-
it would
can't
hit him, but the blast would hurt you.
Cal,
Magic-
I've just stuck you on its base.
All right.
There,
no,
so I
I'm
can
good
move
with
you
that.
around as well.
I'll still do it, okay? But he might drop you. That's the other thing.
I'm okay with that.
Okay,
Okay. I
okay,
just don't
he's
know how
right
much health he
there,
has.
so I don't even have
You
to
take
move.
46
I'm
or
gonna
something?
try to stab him.
58.
What do you want, bro?
58.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I thought you were. How much damage you did?
7.
You took 7 damage.
Does 19
From the
hit?
ground?
19
No,
does
I didn't
hit.
take any damage.
Yay!
I thought you took.
I didn't take any damage from the grapple, right?
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought you said he took a big number of damage. I was like, shit. Then you got a nat 1. And I was like, fuck.
Nice.
So bad.
That wasn't that bad.
Okay, I'm in the tower. That's why I'm not.
Just do it.
Oh,
You can do it.
I'm gonna.
And you can use the green one again. Remember?
Yeah, this one's stronger.
Well, yeah, I know, but you can use the green one again.
Yeah, I know. I have this in my back pocket.
Is that the one that's cracked?
Yeah, this one's probably gonna break after this, but it's the strongest one I have now.
Yep.
This red
And
one's-
for my other attack, I'm gonna try to hit him again.
really shouldn't have used that red one,
With
but
a
you know
bad
what?
dagger. So wait, let me write down this damage so I don't forget it.
Oh boy.
I need to though. Wait.
Never been this concerned for death since Orion.
Really?
Yeah. I'm nervous. I got 2 health.
I'm nervous. I'm in his fucking hand.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but you
I
got
have a-
58 health.
I have a promise to keep to someone. I was talking about this beforehand.
Is he gonna eat Cal?
Okay.
He's 8. Wait, is he taller than the wall? I know the mini's not, but
No.
he's not. How tall is the fucking wall?
Okay.
I think it's a bit.
If he's
Taller.
8
Does,
stories.
18 hit.
18 also hits.
Okay.
He's not really 8 stories, is he?
I suppose.
His
not.
mini
He
is.
just. Well, he just.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know how tall a story
He
is.
picked up a roof of a house.
story's
He's got to
10
be
feet.
fucking huge.
Well, the houses aren't. The wall is significantly bigger than a house.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like,
The wall's 40 feet tall.
with one hand, he picked up the roof of
The
the
wall
house.
is 40 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'm
he's
assuming
probably
he's not
30.
really 8 stories.
I guess not.
Check.
Well, a story is like a couple. It's like
Okay,
8
so
feet.
44
feet.
points of damage.
Jeez.
44?
Yep.
Gee, holy, I didn't like totally hear you, but
The
holy.
story's around 10 feet,
And
so
that,
he would
I
be,
feel
let's say,
bad
30
about
feet.
that.
So he's about 3 stories
I'm just
tall if he's
kidding,
30
Dad.
feet.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. That's still fucking big.
44 points of damage. God damn. Yeah. So how exactly? Do you have a particular way you were planning to attack him?
I thought you were going to say, how did you want to do this?
Stabbing
For the
him.
series?
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I'll say
okay.
you jump up and like plant a dagger in the side of his calf, and then
Nice.
just use your other dagger to like slide it underneath his massive Achilles tendon and attempt to just rip outward from the back of his foot.
Yeah.
Which isn't completely successful, but you do manage to just like mostly sever through that tendon, causing him to kind of start to tilt to one side and
Oh,
cry out
that's
in
lovely.
pain.
And I also take
What a little wuss.
7.
Valia, it is your turn.
What?
I'm a magic missile.
Okay.
That's not going to have any damage to me, right?
Shouldn't.
No, it hits the target.
Which one is? Have you used the yellow one before?
I have. It's cracked.
Okay.
Is it broken now?
It's getting there. Sorry, this is a very long window away.
Okay, it's really hard to draw cracks on this, so I'm just gonna draw a line. So I'm getting it.
So go ahead and roll 64 plus 6.
Can I have some D4s, please? That's a lot of 4s.
Nice.
It's a lot of damage. I haven't used this.
Okay, that's
spell in a
17.
long time.
17
Oh wait, no, plus 6.
plus
So
6.
17 plus 6 would be 23, right? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
17. So sorry, what damage?
23.
That's not bad.
Will you give me that thing where I can hit him again?
Yep.
Is it a
7.
whole other?
All right.
action or
And
is
can
it
I
just-
have
It's
you
when I
roll
take-
a
it's-
D20
it's
and
when
a
I take,
D100?
A D20 and 100 or D10 and 100?
A D20 and a D and
Just
so a D
an
a D100 is
Yeah.
always just a D100 and a D10.
Well, that's
Oh,
You're
oh,
rolling 3
hold
dice.
bonus.
Okay, I see. Do you want them separately or all together?
Actually, don't worry about the D20.
Okay.
What's the D100?
The D100 is 68,
Of your attacks.
which is what gave me a fucking thing last time. So
Use this
maybe
reaction
it'll be good this time again.
to strike.
What does it mean?
No fucking way did I get another one. No.
Oh, no. You
Okay,
did.
good.
Tell me.
Oh.
Holy shit, that would
You
have
are
been insane.
really low on health, aren't you?
It killed me. Did it not?
What did wait?
It's gonna put you down. Shit, because you take 2d4 psychic damage.
That's enough. No matter what you roll.
Yeah.
You're unconscious.
I'm unconscious. I was afraid it was gonna
Oh,
fucking like blow
fuck.
me up.
That's death saving throws, and there's nobody around him.
Yep.
And I don't know that.
Shit.
None of us know that.
The salamander can save him.
Can you do CPR?
He
No.
is specially
Yeah.
taught
So
that.
so you point your wand out the window, and these I think it's 6 bolts of magic missile come out and just like artillery strike the giant from the side, just causing him to kind of stagger back and throw a hand up. But from in there, you feel this just shudder and this just striking pain behind your eyes, and you drop unconscious.
If I did that,
to the
I
floor.
probably would have immediately dropped this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably on the
hopefully one
ground
of you
next
guys
to
will
you.
eventually look back and see that on the ground.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah, it would
when all
fall
those
out,
magic
yeah.
missiles, I'd
You could
probably
see-
look
you
back
could
to
see
see
them
the
looking, yeah.
source. Did I see anything happen?
You
the-
saw the wand. You saw this.
All you would have seen
you
is the
just see
stave
probably
fall.
The wand just
Would that
fall.
break it? Because it's so high up.
I didn't see Val fall over.
No, I'm in the
She
tower.
didn't fall out of the tower.
I know, but like she's in the window shooting and then falling.
She was
the
taking
angle,
cover.
the
pointing out
and the
window.
angle you're at, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But you did see this fall, which I would, me personally,
Cal,
if I
you
were
are
you,
on deck, by the way.
I would think that's
My
kind
turn?
of.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind
I
of.
am going to.
There is a thing. If you want to, escaping a grapple, we can repeat the contest basically.
But
on your turn.
if I do damage, will I escape?
Not unless
I
you cut
won't.
his hand off.
What's the contest? What is it? An
Strength.
action? Is it an
Strength.
action though?
It's the same.
I think it would be. Yeah, I think it would be an action. A
Okay.
grappled creature can use this action to escape.
I'm gonna look into his eyes and fucking grit my teeth and have my horns grow out super far and just fucking headbutt into his into his thumb and cast inflict wounds.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to hit him? I'm in his hand. Okay.
You can do an unarmed strike if you like.
Did that? Oh, did
What's
all
that?
that do is give me?
You just
fucking
roll. It
save?
should say
a
on your character sheet.
D4.
It should. No, it's just like strength. It should say under actions. There should be.
It's 3
unarmed
damage.
strike. 3 damage.
So 3 damage plus.
You do have to roll to see if you do the 3 damage, but I'll say you touch him regardless.
How's he
You have to
looking?
roll a d20 to hit for the unarmed strike.
Not bad. That's bad.
Hey, how's he looking?
That's
Pretty good.
17 points of necrotic damage, and then a natural 20, so that's 6 damage.
Nice.
17
yeah.
points. 17 plus 6, so
Another 23.
Good one.
Thank
another
you.
23.
So he's looking good still.
He looks pretty good.
Fuck this guy.
And I'm gonna use my.
Well, you
My-
don't know that because you're unconscious.
gonna
Still,
finish
I
the
want to know.
period.
Nate wants to know. Fuck
And I'm
him.
gonna make Isabel attack using my commander strike.
Good.
Yay.
And okay, here, tell me this,
Trevor.
Trevor.
So I really like this image of you just from in his palm, just boom, and just send this rippling of necrotic damage up his arm, and then just like trying to turn your head, you're just like, Nick, hit him,
And okay, so
punch him in the foot.
explain this to me.
What?
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forgo one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct an ally that you can see and hear you to strike using its reaction, adding the superiority die to the damage roll. Does strike mean she can use stealth, like all of her bonuses?
I think it's gonna be like an opportunity attack. She just makes
So it's
a
one
melee
action.
attack against him.
One action. Okay.
It's one full
Is it
action.
an action? Does it say action
It says
or
to
attack?
strike.
So it's one attack.
I'd say it's basically like an opportunity attack. You just get to make an attack.
Okay,
Okay.
and adding the superiority die to the roll. So you add 8 damage to the roll.
Nice. No, it doesn't hit.
Would you
Or
roll?
wait.
No wait,
does
it's
it?
8 damage
It
or it's
may.
8
Would
to
you
It
roll?
attack.
still may hit. It's 9 plus 8 plus 3.
That would
Nine
probably.
plus-
That would hit.
That hits.
That's 7.
Yeah.
That's 20.
Yeah, that's like a
I
lot.
forgot how insanely high my attack bonus
Wait,
was.
did you do plus 8 damage
Wait,
or
what
plus
did you-
8 to hit?
Why did you roll twice?
Because I have feet where I can reroll natural one, etc.
Okay.
Can you do that with every roll or is that like?
Yeah, it's once per.
It's like a long rest, right?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
okay.
It's like it's
the
lucky.
lucky
It's
feat.
a racial
I've heard of
trait.
that, but I was like,
Um,
can you fucking do that whenever?
No, it's like yeah,
I think
it's
it's either day or long rest.
I think it's probably a day. So that hits. So do I add 8 damage to it?
Yep.
Okay, so let me just do
Fuck,
some
that's not to
math.
hit. Damn.
That wasn't bad.
Plus 8 plus 5. 10 plus 7. So give me a second, Trevor.
All right.
She's. That's
How much did you do?
a lot.
It will be your turn after the frost giant. too.
Jesus.
39 points of
Fucking
damage.
on a-
On an opportunity. How's he looking now, Trevor?
I mean, worse. Decidedly worse, that's for sure.
Can he still walk?
Best team.
Yes.
Yes.
Is he at least with a limp?
It's
need to
definitely
get
got a
it.
limp. What was it, 39?
Hit the same leg. Maybe it'll come off.
Jesus.
Dude, if you need to fucking roll. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. What
yeah,
do I roll
so
again for that?
so in response to Cal's
D20.
orders,
If it's
you
under a 10,
you
fail.
uh,
Over a 10.
I'd say you like dart forward and just drag your dagger across the top of his foot, and then just
Yeah.
keep that momentum and just slam it into his opposite, like calf.
Sounds good.
But
We
it
get-
is his
Do we
turn.
get any pluses for
And he's
non-
gonna destroy me.
So
He is going
above
to
10,
make
you're
an
good.
attack.
Natural one.
And actually,
2 failures,
down where
natural
you're
20 is
standing,
success. I know that.
there's this sort of like
Dun, 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 dun.
there are other NPF guards beginning to move in towards him, and people have been raining down arrows. A few of them have connected as you've been fighting.
Right.
Has
Um,
anyone seen Val?
Maybe there's a lot of focus on the giant right now.
The only people
and
that
most of the guards are focused on the winter wolves
yeah, I
and
was gonna
yetis.
say the only. Is there anybody else in the tower using the window?
Probably
okay.
not.
Then probably nobody saw me. The only thing that you would see is the stave fall. I bet because. So did all that give me was psychic damage? That was it.
2d4 psychic damage.
Fucking 68 is not my number anymore.
Well, there's different layers for each wand.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, at first it gave me...
Well, yeah, that's because you use the extreme.
I know, I just thought it was a lucky number.
No, it's not.
Yeah, apparently fucking not. I was hoping...
So the frost giant takes this axe and he swings it in a big sweeping motion towards you and sort of in an attempt to dissuade you and other attackers. So for his first attack, I'm gonna just target you. 15 plus 9.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm assuming that hits. Okay. I was rolling damage roll.
Just get up here.
1, 2, 3.
It's gonna take too much time.
You take 26 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As this axe just connects, as you sort of dodge back and just catch the edge of it, which just goes straight across your stomach, like cutting right through your leather armor.
My tummy.
And for his second melee attack, he takes you, Cal,
Oh God.
in his
And he slams you into the neck.
right hand and throws you over the wall.
Throws me over the wall?
What?
No, he throws
Why
him...
am I flying so
no,
much?
he gets
I don't
thrown
know.
through the window into the tower, right?
Fuck.
Rest in
What a
peace,
coincidence.
What a
Wait.
coincidence.
You have to take like 2 actions.
Wait, so he throws me?
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna hold it when I do my success fail roll.
So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can he get? Does that thing possibly get out of the throw or to?
Oh, he's
gonna get thrown.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, nice.
18.
I need that.
18. Okay.
I'm nervous.
So Cal, you are a bit out of. I'm just gonna hold you back here since you are now back in the inner city very suddenly. The wall's about 40 feet up. So falling is d6s, right?
Yeah.
I should have thought that fucking range would screw me.
It's I'm way past the wall.
You're maybe 20 or so feet behind the wall.
Fuck up there.
So it's about.
That might be good. This might have been good.
I know that might be good for at least me.
This might have been a good thing.
It's
Yeah.
bad for me.
As you go by, go, thank you, Frost Giant.
It's fine
You
now.
take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
24? That's not that
Could have
bad.
been bad.
That's
Worse.
not that bad.
Yeah, I took more from getting hit by a rock than usually getting thrown. Like
Yeah,
hundreds of
as
feet.
you careen, because the wall's only about 40 feet high, but you do have a lot of horizontal
only.
motion too. So you sort of just careen over the wall away, slamming into the opulent inner streets, and sort of collapsing in a heap against one of the
Superhero
buildings.
Alright.
And Nick, it is, or I'm gonna use my movement again. I think I take an opportunity attack.
An opportunity attack
You
from...
do,
Oh, yeah,
sir.
totally. Yeah. That's a lot of
Hey,
damage.
how are my NPCs doing? Good.
Ben and Breakfast are doing a great job fighting against the winter wolves. You can probably, well, you're unconscious. Other people can probably see them just cleaving a path through the attacking
I told them
forces.
to keep them off not Val. I'm Val. Cal. And now that Cal's gone, I think they're just going wild. I'm hoping they will check on their leader soon, just because I could use that. But you know what? They wouldn't, so don't make them do that.
So the opportunity attack
Alright.
did hit because it
Fucking
because it was
Jesus.
27 and
Fucking
the damage
hell.
would be 31 on that.
Yes!
Jesus.
Fucking, I love you.
I know.
Like-
I love you too.
Fucking
God, fucking rogues
real
are
life
the,
character, everything.
Rogues
I'm
are
in love with this.
the
dog.
best for damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd say as he passes,
Hi, Cal.
yeah, your range of attacks is a bit limited to cutting up his calves.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I'd say you are starting to reach a point where you've hit a vein of some kind, so there's this just contrast of red blood
Grody.
against his blue skin and the snow around you.
Love it. It's my turn.
It is your turn.
I'm gonna
Go
go
like
over
this.
to him.
All right.
I'm gonna catch him up.
No, I'm like...
Like Superman.
I'm gonna try to stab him.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
We're
Roll a
gonna
hit.
get copy.
So.
Ooh.
16. No, yeah, 16 plus 3.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's
Wait,
a
she had
nice
she has an
19.
insane bonus.
And 19 plus 2. They both hit. So let me
Jesus.
roll a ton of damage real quick for you.
Saving throws and attack rolls.
It's a death saving throw. Hey, that D4, I'm doing death saving throws, and it was a D4 plus saving throws. Does that count?
I don't.
Trevor,
I don't know.
my would have been
Bless.
21 for that dex saving throw. I forgot to add the bless. Would I have changed anything?
I don't think so.
Just making sure.
I already have the damage, so
Well, would I take a plus D4 as well as a D20 on those?
I'm checking if bless benefits saving
it's
throws.
saving throws.
It's a death saving throw, though.
I don't.
It
Yeah,
says,
I know.
it
Jeremy
says death
Crawford
save,
said
yeah.
something about it, so I'm checking.
Okay.
Jeremy Crawford, I love him. He's great.
Thank you.
Well, Nick does her math there.
Which always takes forever.
Okay, so
Um,
49 points of damage.
Fucking gee, that is disgusting. That is gross.
Trevor's actually physically disgusted.
how
how much
how's he
damage
looking
you're doing.
now?
And then I
That
need to
is-
do
he's
my
looking-
next one.
Disgusted.
He's looking like he should
Nick
be
is
in a
basically just like whittling away his legs. At
The
this
wolves are too afraid to attack her. They know
Oh.
what the fuck will happen.
Oh, wait.
Point.
I need to heal
49. Jesus.
Yeah, 49.
Give me bless. Give me bless or give me death. No, wait, no, that's
I'm
actually
feeling
serious. Don't do
physically
that.
awful, but
Holy shit. I didn't
emotionally
realize
really
that.
good about myself.
You're doing fantastic right now. Isabel, you are doing fantastic.
Does okay. Yeah, Valley, you are up on. Yeah, so Nick, as he starts to stride away, I'd say you kind of have started to climb him at this point, and you're just like cleaving these bigger and bigger swaths through the lower sections of his legs.
Nice, I love it.
Blessed spell benefits all saving throws. A death saving throw is a saving throw. So yes.
Come on. I got Val's necklace, dude.
What do you get bonus for?
Okay, I have to get at least a 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 10 naturally.
Yep.
with a
Okay.
D20.
You did.
Plus 4, so
So
yeah.
you're all set.
Yeah.
So mark down one success.
Yeah!
Yay.
Fuck yes!
You bleed less.
I am
Now get a natural 20 on that next roll.
I've gotten over the concussion. I'm down. Go ahead.
Cal, it's your turn.
Can I make it up to the top of the wall in one movement?
Oh shit! No, oh well, there are stairs. I'm like,
Yeah,
there's no
there's
more
stairs.
rope on that side, but there's stairs.
You can make it onto the
We
wall.
wouldn't be in the tower.
I'm not gonna. Can I see into the tower from the side of the wall?
You can get into the tower.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the tower to see what's up.
Okay, that's gonna spend your. I don't think you're gonna be able to make any attacks or anything.
Can I
you're
not
mobile.
cast Healing Word?
You can cast Healing Word.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to Val and cast Healing Word.
Yay!
Yeah, so you run back up that stairway
This thing is my lucky
into. I'd say actually probably because the tower is probably how you get up on the wall. You just run right past Valia and
8 points.
That's hey, dude. That is better than 0.
Yep.
Thank you, Cal.
You're all good. Keep fighting.
That was a
Yeah.
weird voice change.
So it is the giant's
What?
turn
it sounded
again,
like you were like a
and
Viking.
turning now to deal with
Keep fighting.
That's Cal's voice.
This thing is. I swear
Deal
to
with a
God.
little fucking mosquito just stabbing you
Oh
in
my
the
God!
leg.
You have made a frost
I'm
giant
in
turn on
danger.
you. Holy shit!
I am
You
in
should be
danger.
impressed.
Yeah.
You
Remember,
single-handedly
you have
made a
18
frost
on the
giant
clock.
turn
Yeah.
and face you. Damn.
Damn.
yeah.
Damn.
It's because I'm lovely.
Fuck. I'm gonna
I'm-
throw your.
I'm gonna
salamander
spend.
at
Yeah, I'm gonna use both great axe attacks. On you.
I'll throw you my
17
necklace.
plus 9, I'm assuming hits,
Yeah.
and
No.
18 plus 9 hits.
Yep.
That's better.
Trevor rolls have just left for the night, haven't
you.
they?
You know what?
Fuck.
Hey,
Checked right
you know
out.
what?
Yeah.
you.
I don't like that,
Alright.
and I'm
So-
starting to not like you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I can backtalk again because I have health.
Favorite number in the world,
42.
45, plus 12. You take
45.
57 points of slashing damage.
Can I have it with my
You can have one of them.
uncanny
Okay.
dodge? Which
58.
one did more, Trevor?
have 58?
I don't actually know, because I rolled them all as one. 7.
So it'd be
I
57
think
divided by 2.
one of them was 7, 6,
Divided by
6,
2.
and one was 12, 10, 4.
So the 766 is less.
I
So
don't
how
know.
much
Yeah.
damage am I taking if I have the
24,
one?
12. 12.
Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. I'll just do.
Wait, God.
So it's
Oh,
minus
no.
12 from 57.
What?
So it'd be 40,
7, 6,
45.
So 19. So you'd have that to 10
We're really
plus
good at
6. You can
D&D
have the
and
6.
math,
So
guys.
bad at math, guys.
Yeah, I
Wait.
literally have no idea what's even happening.
19. So 20.
I'm taking algebra 2 next year.
26
I'm
divided
taking
by
it this
2.
year.
And I'm gonna,
13. 13 plus 12
shit.
plus 10 plus 4 plus 6. So you would
don't
take
think
you would take
bad.
45 in total.
Okay.
Favorite
Yeah,
number.
see, we
Remember
can
what I said? Remember,
we
remember
can
that
figure.
number I said?
No, remember
I'm
how you said 42 and he
unconscious,
corrected
so
you
that's
45?
I said 45.
No,
I
you said
deserve
42.
it.
His favorite number is 45.
Oh,
That's why
No,
he
I
corrected
said,
you.
remember, I said
yeah.
45 like 10 seconds ago about the math thing.
So these two strikes,
No.
it just goes. It
I
like
don't remember that.
slams. Were you taken down on the first hit or was it 2? 2. So this first hit just like slams. Like I'd say you kind of dodge out of the way so that the blunt like side of the axe hits you in the side, throwing you into a building. And then the second edge just comes around, and you like throw out your hands to like kind of catch it, and that heavy cornered edge just slams into you, just crushing you, throwing you into the building, leaving you unconscious.
Hold your turn.
Okay. Feels great.
It is your turn, so go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Okay.
I was going to
Cool.
do that anyway.
You have blessed.
Yes.
15
Okay.
plus 4.
You can mark down 1 success. All right.
Dude, this thing is my
Valia,
good
you're
luck
up.
Token. I'm going to hold my turn. This
How-
is my good luck token, dude.
How are we doing, boys?
That just scared the shit
All
out
right.
of me.
Valia, it's your turn.
Holding
I'll
his
hold my
turn.
turn.
Oh, you're holding your turn.
Your turn.
Cal.
I'm going to run out, and the same
Which
thing
way?
they did.
Which
Out this side. Yep. Same thing they did. Plant my trident and kind of drag it down the edge.
All right, go ahead and make an.
Oh, you did a
acrobatics
hell
check.
drop.
I'm gonna go down the rope so I don't have to do that.
That will be your movement unless you use that.
Yep. Can I get to? Is the fucking thing down there? The stick?
Oh, yeah.
Can I pick it up?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick it up. And I'm gonna point it at the fucking frost giant. And I'm gonna go. Stay
Hey,
away
bitch.
from my sister, motherfucker. And I'm gonna fucking shoot it.
All right, roll 66 plus 6 as the
66.
64 plus
Yeah, it does
6.
some shit, dude.
64 plus 6 as the stave explodes. So you can go ahead and snap that one, bud,
Fuck yeah.
because it explodes.
Oh, beans.
What?
A lot of ones.
Aw.
I got a lot of fours. What are you doing to my stave? Don't use.
That's
I don't think I can break this one again.
Plus
I just like to
14
break stuff.
plus 6.
It's 20.
So it's 20 points of
Plus
damage.
6 total.
Okay, 20 points of damage total.
20 points. Nice.
I got 23. Just saying.
That one and like 3.
Yeah, so you send out another one of those artillery shots from the ground. And actually, I'd say because it's exploding, this is just the pointed blast, like
Do I
in
have
the
to make
first
that
one.
roll?
You do need to roll a D100.
What is it? It's a
D100.
D100.
Just roll D100.
And then
And a D10.
Don't bother
Always.
with the D20.
D10 though.
Yeah,
D10 and
D10
a
is-
D100.
And then so this just
Okay,
blast of magic missile just strikes the giant.
What'd you get?
95.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my
I don't know what
God.
that is. Right in the side.
Don't
of his,
go ooh then.
That's a high number. That's all I know. You see this blast of magic missile
Higher
strike
numbers
it in the
mean
neck,
bigger.
sending him reeling to the side with this now huge
Usually.
open neck wound. As the
Dun, 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 dun,
magic,
dun.
as the stave explodes.
Please don't kill me.
If you get a fucking cantrip, I'm gonna be pissed.
I am now. I get 100 max HP.
Uh-oh, he's laughing.
I have frog legs.
Please make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC.
Against my spell save DC?
Yeah.
You lose all spells.
Nat 1.
Oh my god!
What does it mean?
Hey,
Trevor?
by the way,
Um,
plants are afraid of me. I forgot about that.
Not anymore.
Oh, it was for a whole day.
Nat 1.
Oh, no.
Okay. So
I'm really afraid right now.
you put out the wand. And
I'm so
you
scared.
send out this blast of magic missile as the wand explodes in a splinter of wood around you, and then promptly turn into a sheep.
Whoa!
amazing!
How
Yeah!
the hell are you gonna fight?
How long does it last?
You're a sheep for the next minute.
Okay.
That's 10 rounds.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna ram it? What the fuck is this?
That's only like 2 turns for him, though.
What?
It's like,
Because it's 6 seconds.
It's 6 seconds a turn. There's 10 turns.
You're a sheep for basically the rest of the path.
That's not good. Why were you cheering?
It's better than fucking dying.
Dude, you're surrounded by fucking wolves.
Oh shit.
That's a good point.
Dude, my NPCs are working their asses off right now.
That's a good point.
Can I still cast things?
No, you're a sheep.
Wait, what if... Yeah, because... Dude, you're surrounded by fucking wolves.
You do have your statistics. You can't cast spells.
And you can't climb the wall, so you're fucked.
Do we have a
there.
sheep? Did we buy a sheep?
It might be in the farm.
No, we
animals.
bought I wanted to, and you said
We can
no.
get a cat. We can get a pig.
Or a cow. Get a little cow.
All right. Well, you guys have fun. I'm just gonna watch.
oh my god.
That is fantastic.
I'm gonna
I
go
love
down and
that.
shave him for wool.
I mean, it's terrible,
I love it.
but fantastic.
We'll say
Okay.
for our flavor, you turn into a very pink sheep.
That's
You're
nice.
cotton
Maybe
candy
because-
sheep.
I'm a red sheep. I'm a tiefling.
You're a red sheep with
I have
spiral
horns.
horns.
This is not good. So
And
we're
it
down
is-
to
it
2
is
of us.
It is the giant's turn.
I'm pissed off. There's no fucking grass. It's all covered by snow
And you're
cobblestone.
literally surrounded by fucking wolves.
Um,
This would be a really good
That
time
was
for-
the. Okay, I will say it's better than dying, but that's probably one of the worst things that I could have gotten.
It's yeah.
The giant turns away from Nick's. Well, Nick is in a building now, so the giant turns away, and it raises up that great axe and brings it slamming down on the side of the wall. Yeah, it hits the wall, initially cracking it
Oh shit. Okay.
like that. And then using its second great axe attack to again slam into the wall. I guess I can roll damage.
Jesus, that's fucking insane.
Fully dislodging this chunk of the wall here.
For this one and only time, can you play Busto?
oh god.
Nice. That looks good. Yeah.
I am rattled.
Slamming this piece of structure onto shit like Valiant. From where you're standing, you just feel the entire wall shake. And then the wall that from the outside, Cal, you as a sheep gaze on in awe as a chunk of wall comes down, crushing NPF guards,
question.
winter wolves, and yetis alike.
Can I put my snout in towards the air and go, ma, and call it milkshake?
Oh my fucking
Do you want
please.
to end the world?
Well, I want to call it milkshake.
It's kind of looking like that
You know
right
what?
now.
On your turn, you can roll a D100 for me, and we can see.
Oh god.
Is it,
Don't roll it yet. Don't
Okay.
roll it yet.
is it my turn?
It is your turn, Valia. The giant's gonna move.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Can I
So not good.
tell me if can this be a bonus action if I? Holy fuck, he moves. He doesn't even care about what's on the other side.
Stay away from my sister, motherfucker.
He walked like right past you.
Can I? Can
Probably
I?
doesn't notice you because you're a sheep, but the wolves might. So we might need to do some.
I'm like, oh, I'm
Hey,
fine.
I
look over
said
next
keep the
time.
wolves off Cal. Can I grasp my necklace and just like almost like pray? Not really, obviously not going into communion, but like just almost like praying to Sildi.
Is there no?
to do what?
Just aid in any way, shape, or form. These are ice guys. I mean, he's got some experience in that shit. Obviously.
You can kick up the wind if you would like. I will allow that. That will affect both of you, though.
Okay, wait. Before we do that, I almost have an idea that seems like it would be too overpowered.
Then
But
consider
maybe,
it.
He's immune to cold damage, right?
He is.
Could
Yeah, I
Sildren
regenerate
Ice
slowly.
Dragon amplify my cold magic enough that it would only be resistant?
No.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. How high can I move the wind?
You could kick it up to the point where it'd start interfering with pretty much everyone.
Is that a bonus action?
It imposes disadvantage on ranged weapon attack rolls and perception checks that rely on hearing. Also
I'm-
extinguishes open flames, disperses fog, and makes flying by non-magical means
Nope.
nearly impossible.
Not gonna do that. That hurts me more than anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do it. Just I know it won't do anything, but still.
Guys,
What?
I'm Cal Walloon.
Yeah,
Nobody
very
laughed
good.
at
else laughed. Nobody else laughed.
But Tiss got him.
Tits?
No, fucking.
I'm
play
going
Dungeons
to
and
cast.
Yeah, the giant has just limped past your
Yeah, but that
tower
was
here.
good.
I'm
Fuck
going
you.
to cast Darkness,
Dragons. Walloon.
Okay.
which is concentration and new magic. Help me out with that. I'm going to cast Darkness, which is a 15-foot sphere. I'm going to cast it right where its face is, so he can't see anything.
Okay.
Good thought.
And I'm going to do it so, like, if he's walking this way,
We'll move
he's
with it.
just going to be walking into it. Like,
Hell
he's
yeah.
just getting into
What is it?
Darkness.
Darkness.
So he'll have, like, 15 feet of darkness to keep moving through there.
Okay. I always misunderstand. So we just can't see things?
Yeah, the darkness basically is a magical obviously magical darkness. The only way to see through it is to have a magical flame or magical
Yeah.
light inside the darkness.
So it's just you can't see. So you're basically just all obscured. Yeah. So
Well,
you just can't target things. basically.
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
It would have disadvantage if he's throwing things and shit until he moves out of it.
okay,
Lovely.
exactly.
All right. Yeah.
Um,
So Valia like leans back out that window and puts out a hand, making this just plume of darkness expand around his head.
And for a bonus action, I am going to convert sorcery points into a third level spell.
I completely
Okay.
forgot that.
I think it's
I
third
don't
or
know
second,
why.
but either way, it's just doing that.
I'll let you
Sorry,
manage
I'm
that.
thinking too much about
Cal.
being a sheep.
It is your turn.
D100,
Go ahead and roll your D100 first.
32.
32. Milkshake does not arrive,
Aw,
unfortunately.
Fuck!
sorry.
Can Orion from beyond just be like, Milkshake, go over there?
I'm gonna eat some grass.
It's fucking snowy, dude.
Fucking get some ass. I'm gonna kill. No, I'm kidding. What am I gonna do?
You could
God, the imagery.
you may need to run from some wolves.
Can I make a wisdom saving throw to try to get out of
Lasts
it?
a minute.
I literally can do nothing.
You're just stuck.
I'm
as a
gonna go
sheep.
over and lick Nick's face.
You can start heading
Can
towards
I make a
Nick.
medicine check? I have all my stats.
Okay. With what do I give for this?
I have all my stats.
You don't have hands.
I have a tongue. Cal's great with his tongue. It's okay.
Shut up. I don't like that.
Admittedly.
Go ahead
that was
and
a
you
good
can
one.
roll with disadvantage, and you have a -8, I'd say.
Lick that bad boy.
Well, ha.
Yeah, no, that's a nat 1. The fuck? That's a good die. I want that shit.
Mark
mine.
down 1 failure
Okay.
on your.
Are you fucking serious? I'm so
It's
sorry.
fine. It doesn't-
So
Wait,
Cal,
are you down?
You charge across the battlefield valiantly as
Give me my
a.
die back.
No,
As
I'm keeping
a,
this shit
um,
for the game.
Your
That's
your
fine.
sheep
You threw
form
it.
charges valiantly across the battlefield, desperately trying to make it to Nick in time, and diving through the side of the building, overestimating how far it was to Nick's downed body, and just headbutting her directly in the
Really
face.
sad.
That's classic.
If you roll in that one and you die, I will be so fucking sad.
Thanks.
It's my lucky charm.
Guys, I'm terrified.
Why didn't you lower the fucking...
Cause he's a fucking sheep. He rolled a nat 1.
No, I mean, like, before we all started, when you realized he wasn't going to be here, you didn't change the level.
You know why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do, but
Um,
I'm still upset about it.
the giant isn't doing so hot.
We
I will
lost
say
2
that.
characters. We lost him and Wolfie.
Hey, Trevor, can it be my turn again?
It is the giant's turn
Um,
first.
Hey, Trevor. Can,
Yeah.
Damn
can,
it.
Why? I
This
delayed my turn. When I get another turn?
You go after. You go at the end of the initiative.
Oh, okay. Can my NPC start attacking him, seeing how he's destroying the walls?
If you want to use your turn telling them to...
I don't want to
start-
tell him. I was hoping they might be able to figure it out themselves. I don't care if I have to roll it.
You can, if you have a bonus action, you can be like, hey, attack.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action.
Okay.
Okay. Not my actual action.
I'm a fucking sheep.
You are.
I'm making a shirt out of this shit.
He's gonna...
Kowaloon.
The
It doesn't
giant is
get
going to
funnier the
use...
more you say it.
Kinda does.
The giant is going to swing his great axe in an attempt to break up the NPF forces starting to amass around him. In this one sweeping arc, you can see he just cleaves through at least 8 or 9 NPF guards, and then uses the second one to attack the wall and rolls a 3. So he
Because he is
starts
a bitch.
he starts slamming the axe into the side of the wall, attempting to break it down, but not being able to yield particularly much ground. And he also is still in the darkness, so he's not doing great because he can't really see. Nick, it is your turn.
Okay, so my regeneration will prevent me
point.
from dying. So I have 7 hit points right now.
Oh my god.
Healing.
Forgot about that.
I have forgotten
Good
3
fellas.
times
Okay,
that she has regeneration, and I get so scared every time that I could have just killed her there.
you're fine.
But can she keep me safe?
Hey,
Yeah.
Trevor. It
Yeah.
doesn't say it.
Plus.
It doesn't say I can or can't. Dancing lights. Can I change the color on that? I can form
Sure.
them into a human being. Okay, thank you.
You
But
can't make it ultraviolet and give him cancer.
I'm not going to do
Well,
that.
maybe you can.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
sure.
that.
You can give him
Okay,
cancer.
you know how long
Okay.
he'd have to be exposed
No,
to that?
dude. Because I'll take all 4 and combine them
So
into one.
Trevor,
It
it's
speeds
my
up 4
turn.
times
I'm
the
all
amount.
better.
Super.
I have 8 hit
First
points
turn.
right now.
So does Valia, right? You have
What?
like 8 hit points.
I have exactly 8 hit points. Hey, can I have my necklace?
I'm
8
gonna-
hit points? 8 hit points?
And you
Sheep.
have 10.
I'm
Or no,
gonna-
you have 4, Cal, as
I
a
have
sheep.
4?
A sheep has 4 hit points.
I will-
Oh!
If I die as the sheep, do I come back as Cal?
Yeah, you would.
Oh shit!
Kill me!
Kill yourself!
Kill me!
Suicide!
Wait, I still have my
You
intelligence.
could go pick a fight with a yeti if you want.
just gonna
Or a
run and
fucking
It's
slam
not
wolf.
even your turn.
I
Fucking-
will dash to the giant.
Alright.
Dash.
Shit, that is brilliant.
And now I'm going to attempt to stab him a lot of
Because
times.
I still have all my stats, so Cal would be like, wait a second.
Although,
Okay.
however,
I could do
before
a
I
magic
stab
missile.
him with my good dagger, can I try to, like, you know how it was so big and cooler? I want to try to make it stronger and just... Because the polymorph is linked to me, so I just... Big sword.
Hey, he
Big
didn't
sword.
move, did he?
Yeah, he's still in darkness, so
Cool.
you'd have advantage.
He can't. Yeah, you'd have advantage. And he can't see
Um,
you.
She'd have advantage?
What? I don't know how.
I don't know.
No.
It just
No.
all it is that
Darkness
he
is
just
has-
pitch black. You'd have disadvantage.
all I know is that
it's
No,
he,
it's
in
up for his
head.
head. It's up
Yeah.
by his
He'd
head.
have disadvantage
Oh,
hitting
that's
me.
right.
fucking
I don't know.
smart. Oh,
All
I
I
didn't
know
know
is that
that.
he can't see her. That's
Yeah,
all I know.
he'll have disadvantage if he wants to hit me.
I don't know. I don't
Nick.
know if he'd have advantage because no matter what, he can't block. So like.
Go ahead and
Good job. That was smart.
your choice: charisma or wisdom.
Charisma, dude.
All right, go ahead and roll charisma. Straight
Cool.
charisma.
This.
This is 18.
18.
We both just
Yeah.
went SS.
Um,
SS.
Yeah. So go
Stupid.
ahead and make an attack. Go ahead and make an attack with
Okay.
your
Yeah.
special weapon.
Ooh. 22
30.
plus 8. Yep,
30
I forgot about the
hit.
plus 8.
30. That hits.
God,
So you jump into the air as you approach him, like I'd say vaulting off the wall, and you raise the dagger over your head, and by the time it reaches this outstretched position, you realize you are holding the form of a massive glaive. Would you like to roll damage for that?
Fuck.
How much damage is that?
Yeah.
I
What
think,
was that?
viewer, I think you can only attack with this once since it's a.
Yeah, well, I have the other dagger too.
You know, D&D Beyond, everyone, is
Can
an
you?
amazing
Can
tool.
you?
but
I'm asking. I don't know if you can
you
wield a
can't
glaive
make a
in one
condition
hand.
sheep.
I'll check if
If
it's.
it changes in midair, I don't have a choice.
Yeah, that's a good
Could you,
point.
could you be like having
Yeah,
it
it's
angled?
two-handed, so you don't get to make a second attack with
Okay,
another weapon.
I'm fine
for
with
this,
that.
I think. It does 1d10 slashing.
Oh, that's not as good. Can I keep my regular damage?
It would still have your bonus to hit or whatever. What does your dagger do?
It does 2d8.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't it get boosted? So the glaive should be boosted too. How much
Yeah.
was the dagger boosted by? Do you remember? Just boosted by the same.
Did it
boost the
double?
glaive by the same.
So it's just 2d10.
Yeah, that seems fair. I don't remember.
We'll work out. We'll specific
yeah, we'll
it later.
do it later.
You got 2d10.
Actually, here I can check.
And skirt. That's not bad.
That's not good. So
What was it? Oh, I thought that was 8. That's not that good.
It should be.
That's better.
Go with this for now, unless it's better.
That's much better. That's a ouch right there. That's a big ouch.
Yeah, it should be 2d10. You're right.
Yep. Okay. So it does a lot of damage.
17 plus 9
Jesus.
So
26 plus what the fuck?
Holy shit! I've never noticed this before.
okay,
and that's
so it
very
does
important to
31
know.
points of
Fucking-
damage, and then I will have it make a charisma
Elemental affinity.
check.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I just have it.
Again,
It's
charisma-
just
oh,
a
Yep.
thing.
boy.
I just have it.
4 plus 5.
Oh boy,
It's my
Trevor,
special
18 plus 7.
Oh.
Looks like you're gonna be
I think I
decent.
made it.
Yeah. Oh god.
So
You
So
did it.
You have that
when
feat.
I cast, I don't have that. No, it's not
Another
a feat.
18 points of
It's
damage,
just
so a
thing.
total
Jesus.
of
You're thinking of elemental
49.
49?
Yeah.
She
I was talking to Nate. What the fuck?
She already has done that one, but
I know, but I did it again.
I know it's awesome.
What was the second? It was
The second one was 18. So it's
I
31
cast
plus
this.
18.
Yeah.
Those cool
Um,
damage on
yeah, so you
themselves.
leap into the air and
I do plus
slam
5
your
to
glaive
the damage
like
rolls,
just into the
I
bottom of
gain
its stomach,
resistance to that
sending it
check for now.
reeling
That's really
backwards
good.
where it
Yeah, I
drops
never
to
noticed
one
that
knee,
before. So it would be
seeming
immune to
almost
it.
unable to lift itself from the ground, and now just like breathing
resistance.
And then-
heavily with blood just
Immune.
dripping from its lips in the snow below.
Trevor, is
Yeah.
double resistance immune? If you're resistant to something and then you get resistant to it again, are you immune?
Or does it just
You're gonna just be
a quarter of the damage?
right?
That's what I
Just
thought.
half.
Yeah.
Okay, because I just found out something that I have, which is
So
kind
that's
of amazing.
that, and then can I like disengage?
That'd be an
Or
action.
yeah, no,
You
I
can move
can't.
away.
Can this
Oh.
guy cast spells?
It would get an opportunity attack, but
But he
But
can't
you
see.
would be out of its range for attacking next turn. It gets to make it would get to make a single attack
Well,
against you.
well, it can't see.
Yeah, so it would have disadvantage.
Then I'll stay right exactly where I am.
Okay. Valia,
You gotta
you're up.
explain to me. Concentration means I can't cast on this spell without darkness going away, right?
Yes.
Actually,
Can I?
Yes.
you can't cast another
You
spell
can't
with
cast another spell with
You
concentration.
can
I
cast
can
another
cast-
spell, you have to make a concentration check, though.
No,
Right?
I think you just cast another spell. If you take damage, you make concentration
I
check.
think it's if you cast a spell and if you take damage.
I don't know. I'll check.
That's how we've been playing, right?
Nope.
Oh.
Everything I have does cold damage. I wasn't looking at these things.
I really suck against the frost giant.
But you know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, no,
actually?
you just you can't concentrate on two spells at once, but you can cast other spells while concentrating.
Okay. I know that it won't do any damage. Actually, first of all, can I use my bonus action first? Is that-
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna tell my NPCs. I'm gonna say Belle, because I think she does less damage. Belle, protect Cal, the sheep. Bartholomew.
No, we want him to die so he comes back as Cal.
Cal
Oh yeah,
will
both of you
never
attack
die.
the frost giant. I'm gonna tell them that.
Okay.
And then, bear with me here, because I found out
Why
something
don't you
really
just
cool
tell
I
me
have that I didn't know because of Draconic Ancestry. So, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on just a Yeti that seems like it's really close to Nick.
Okay.
There's no Yetis, right? I thought it was just
There are
wolves.
Yetis.
That's why there's a Yeti mini on them.
I thought it was representing a wolf.
No.
No, the wolves are representing.
Does it have to do damage?
There's a lot of Yetis.
Yetis are also immune to cold damage.
Does it have to do damage? No.
Okay.
Oh, it's immune?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm going to hit the frost giant then just so it looks like I'm doing something.
Okay. Okay.
No, I think it might actually have to deal damage. I don't know.
What does it say? Read
When
it out
you
loud.
cast a spell that deals
Cal,
damage
you're on
to the
deck.
type
Keep that in mind.
associated with your Draconic Ancestry,
You're on
you
deck.
add
Oh
plus
yeah,
5.
I know what I'm doing.
If I hit the wall, will that deal damage?
If you want to try and damage the wall,
Yeah.
sure.
Why do you want to?
Just trust me on this. I'm gonna gain immunity to if they hit me with cold shit, which I need to do.
What are you doing? What is
Just
this?
listen. I'm going to attack the broken pieces of the wall to deal damage to it.
This?
Well, how far is that
I have
one that's
13
leaning
points
down?
right now.
How far is
It's
the
about the same
Yeah.
distance. They're
Yeah.
both about
That's
60
attention
feet.
off of
Which is exactly what Ray of Frost is. So I'm gonna hit it with Ray of Frost.
Which
the
one?
broken one that's already
Okay.
broken off. Ray of Frost. Deal the frost damage to it.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
That's what
I'll roll that.
17 is the AC.
To the fucking wall?
Yes.
Damn.
It's stone.
Oh, but I get +4 from that thing, and I think I get plus something else.
What are you shooting?
The
The
broken
wall.
piece of the wall.
To make it fall on him?
No.
He's just blowing shit up. He won't explain what the fuck he's trying to do.
It makes him
Immune to
double
cold damage.
resistant.
Or double resistant to cold
To cold
damage.
damage.
And I'm very low on health.
What is?
I'll tell you in a second.
I'm so confused.
It's like arcane something something.
20. Not
To hit?
that. Yeah.
That hits.
Okay, so it's gonna
Go
hit
ahead and
that.
roll
It's
damage.
gonna do a okay. Fucking 2d8. 8 and 19 cold damage.
Damn.
Why
Yeah.
didn't you just shoot a wolf?
Because they're all immune to cold.
They're all immune.
Oh,
And I has to deal. I
bummer.
think it has to deal damage. I'm not 100% sure, but just to be safe.
Yeah, so you
But-
lean out the window, look at the giant, and cast Ray of Frost on the
On a
wall.
broken piece of wall, the opposite
The
way.
wall is hurt.
Why didn't you
Mostly
cast
emotionally.
ice and try to make it fall?
Because he's obviously trying to break the wall, so I don't really want to help him with
See,
that.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Um,
If it fell on
so-
him, that'd be pretty devastating.
Yeah, I have elemental affinity, which I didn't know, which gives me +5 to that damage roll, which I already added.
Is this a
And
nine?
for 1 hour, I use 1 sorcery point, which I'm
It's a
going to use
dragon
obviously to gain resistance to that type of damage for 1 hour, which is
Yeah.
cold.
That's
So now I
it,
have
I'm
double
pretty sure.
resistance to cold damage. So if they start fucking doing some
Okay,
cold shit,
sweet. Yeah, that sounds
it's
cool.
not gonna. If I have 8 hit points, I need to do everything I can to protect myself, and I'm a dumbass because I'm new to magic and didn't fucking have any healing spells.
No, that's smart. That's smart.
So I need to protect myself in any ways I can.
All right, fair enough.
I like it, but that wasn't concentration, so he should still be in darkness, I
Yep.
believe.
Yep.
Do I need to make a roll of
To
concentration?
maintain concentration? No, you didn't take
Unless
damage or
it's a
anything.
concentration. Yeah.
I'm very confused on how it works.
It's weird. We'll talk about it afterward.
I'm going to
Cal.
use my movement to go back into cover in the town.
Okay.
Alright. Cal Walloon. So stupid.
It's
Is gonna,
really stupid.
is
You're
going
right.
to
it's very
run
stupid.
over to the giant
The giant?
and kick him in the foot and look up at him and go, nah.
Dude, eat the fungus in his toes.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Roll the hit, unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike!
Sure.
Do
Go
sheep
for
get
it.
that?
That's a.
What's your? Let me check what your strength is as a sheep.
That's a pretty bad.
What is it?
I keep all the same stats though, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Not strength. You keep
Okay.
like intelligence and stuff.
Okay.
But, your strength as a sheep is -2.
So that's a 9 to hit, I think.
Okay, you don't hit.
Can he?
You
Wait,
I lick his leg. I'm gonna lick him.
You just hit him in the foot, and
it slips off
and
his ice and he falls
and he kind of
dies.
seems to look down in slight confusion. And it is his turn.
I'm gonna look pissed
So-
off.
He's
like
gonna-
a
he's gonna
mad
do this
sheep.
with-
Your armor
toe.
class is 10, so I'm gonna
Adrian,
roll the
do
hit.
this.
Oh god. Dude, you're gonna get fucking
I have 38. I have
decimated.
38 HP.
Some damage carries over.
I know. All the damage carries over, but I have
Does
38
tabletop
HP. I
audio
wanna
have
get
the
his
screaming
attention off of
goats?
You from his turn.
That would be the best
I
thing
don't
ever.
think so. He's gonna I think because he's kind of already kneeling, he just takes the free hand and lifts up a chunk of the ground
you can't see him.
and picks
Yeah,
it up.
Fucking do
and-
it. Do it.
Would he be, if he's
bitch.
kneeling, would he be out, right? Because he
It's,
fell to
it's
the
wherever
ground.
his head was when I cast it. I assumed he was still walking, so yes. If he
Yeah.
was kneeling, he'd be out.
I'd say he's right on the edge.
But if he stands,
Um,
but wouldn't that give him disadvantage because he's down,
Fucking hit me.
not
There's
standing?
no disadvantage. Straight
he's just
up
lower. He just
normal.
like ducked.
Oh, okay.
Hit me. Hit me, motherfucker.
19 plus 9.
Yeah, hit me.
Hit
me.
Hit him, bitch!
Oh god.
Fucking do it! Yeah.
You take 41 points of bludgeoning
41?
damage. Yes. Which the sheep absorbs 4 of.
Yes! I'm at 1 HP! I'm 38!
Oh my god.
And so he slams this rock on you, and Cal, you reappear underneath, on the street, severely crushed.
Wolf!
With
No, I'm 34. No! Wait, so 41 minus 4. So
40
that's 30.
41
37.
Yeah, it's
So I'm at -3.
41 minus.
Oh, you're fucked.
Can I do something? Like, can I have a
37. It's
reaction?
37 points of damage to
Can
Cal.
I have a reaction?
I'll check if how much polymorph
God.
carries over.
You'd still be a sheep if you have a reaction. Though.
Target assumes they
No,
when it reverts.
turning back.
As soon
Yeah.
as he hits you, you take the damage though.
Oh
So
my
you.
God.
I don't
Yeah.
think
So you
would.
are knocked
Can I have a
unconscious.
reaction?
No.
I don't think so. 'Cause
So he just.
as soon as he
So
hits you,
Cal,
you do damage.
Cal, Wei, Wulun,
Wulun.
you charge over, lick him, and then just he lifts up a rock and just
immediately just
Yeah.
crushes you on screen.
Please, can I have a
He
reaction?
doesn't like being licked. We have
What is
all
your
gone down
what
this
is the
battle.
Instantaneous. It's an
What is the
instantaneous
reaction
reaction.
you-
Hellish rebuke.
That's yeah. You can use hellish rebuke.
Yeah! I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna look up.
No.
I'm gonna go.
But wait, my question is, can he do that? Because he would still be a sheep, right?
I'm
Before
tur-
the damage.
No, but I turn back immediately.
But if you get when you get hit, and as soon as you get hit,
Why
you take the
are
damage.
you not trying to help
I'm
us?
just trying to be fair.
Just don't talk.
Isn't it on your? Is it on your turn?
No, it's
No,
a
it's a
reaction.
reaction.
It's instantaneous reaction.
I'll say yeah. You can because I think it's like it's kind of like you're kind of on fire. You can he's using it on the sheet.
Good.
I'm just gonna look at him, and then
He
has
I'm
to make a
very
dex saving
concerned.
throw.
This oh boy.
That this
He's
will kill
doing
him.
really bad on health right now.
If
Good.
this kills
fucking
him,
good.
He's got
Oh,
a
I'm
minus
mad.
1 to dex. He's got a minus 1 to dex.
Trevor rolls.
8.
Yes.
Dude, we've all gone down this fucking battle, and our health tank is gone. So all I can say is, why the fuck did you go to 1x?
How bad is he on health?
Bad.
Not great. He's got a. I mean, I
He
can't
might
really
survive.
specify, but
Hey,
18
buddy.
points of fire damage.
Dude, that's
Fucking
17.
holy
That's
shit.
17. Let's
That's
be honest.
17.
okay, 270.
I'm really nervous.
He's still up.
No!
That would have
Fuck!
been so great.
So, you see this? He's. I'll say he looks to the point where he could get killed by about a swift breeze. For the point of playing,
Fucking
he's got
the wind.
4 points of health left.
Okay.
Hey, fucking
Um,
big wind.
So this fiery aura just like streaks up his arm and sort of sends him reeling back slightly. And Nick, it is your turn.
And he's dead.
Okay.
He's probably
no.
I'm going
Oh my
to
god, wait. When he dies, do the fucking wolves go away?
swing my big glaive at him with both my hands. I'm just gonna get him.
I'd say he's leaning over. Would you like to aim for his neck? Go ahead and roll the hit, and then
Yeah.
Is it just me, or did she kill everything?
It's not just it's just
Cal is just flattened under a boulder right now.
Dude, I was trying to get the fucking
Hey, 18,
attention off of you guys,
18.
so I guess it works.
18 hits.
His AC is 17 right now.
And we won!
Wait, let me roll my damage.
It doesn't matter. You do
I-
like a minimum of 40.
Well, I do want to decapitate him first of all, if that's a possibility.
We
Okay,
all went
so
down.
Give me a second.
Are my NPCs alive?
Would it be very funny if the NPCs had killed him, but I kind of forgot about that.
I know. Are they alive?
Oh, they're alive. They're a bit beat up. But
So that means everybody survived?
Okay, so 35 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. All right. I'll say what happens is these flames start to race over him, and you can see it kind of pushing out on his skin,
gonna
like it's
cry.
filling up, like kind of like the Heisenberg. And then you sort of look at where Cal was smushed, and then just run forward with your glaive and just cleave through his neck, like popping a fucking party balloon. The fire inside of him just goes off as his head disconnects, sending his head and his body shooting in different directions
One
as
lands
he
on Cal.
explodes. And then
One lands on Cal doing 75 points and killing him.
his body drops to the ground limp, and he ceases to move.
What are the wolves
Okay.
and yetis doing?
I'm going. What do they do?
Yeah, I'd say the NPF sort of see this, and a cheer goes up amongst the ranks, and they begin pushing back the wolves as the blizzard clears.
Nate's gonna cry.
I'm going
I just spit
to
everywhere.
run to Cal. I'm gonna make a medicine check.
Wait, make an athletics check first. to
I
get
got a
the
little bit
boulder
of
off
wool
of
on
him.
my shirt.
What?
'Cause
Oh
he's
yeah.
under rubble.
Hey,
Oh, God.
what's the name of the salamander again?
His name is Benjamin.
I want to take out Benjamin and give him like a hug.
Oh.
He's gonna squish
Make a strength check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, I gotta hide this from Nick.
I
thanks.
don't make his rubble go off of him. Because
Okay.
I have no strength.
If I die from the rubble, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I'll say as you start to struggle with the rubble, you are unable to successfully lift it, but a couple of the people around you, including Breakfast, put a hand underneath the rubble and start to lift with you,
Bartholomew.
releasing Cal from the rubble where he lies in
Okay.
a heap.
Can I make a medicine?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just in a
You're gonna be
ball in the
fine.
tower, like, just happy.
I would have been so. That would have been the most amazing
16.
kill of
All
the
right,
entire
yeah.
game. 16. I'm
So-
stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. you're
What
so-
the lick?
0 HP, but stable.
The second you are stable, I'm gonna go to that fucking Duke's house as fast as I can.
What
Okay.
about? Who's gonna bring me?
I'm making my way, dude. I'm in some pain. All right. I went down.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you know what, dude? You got
All right,
fucking
yeah,
2 NPCs that are trained in
So
thieving.
I'd
but
say,
still.
like, while the battle is even still going on, Nick just like
Yeah.
grabs you by the hand, and are you getting Valia on your way by?
Nope, I'm going.
Valia,
I'm just
Well,
what are
that's
you?
2 in 1 game.
Get Bartholomew to
I'm
give me
still in the
options.
tower.
You're okay.
I'm slowly recovering. Once I
What
recover,
about me?
Is
You're gonna be fine.
and
I'm
once,
unconscious.
Once I
You
recover,
have so many guards.
once I recover, I'm
what
going.
if Cal gets arrested while you're gone?
I'm going down
For
the.
what? Turning into. He was a good guy, and they know that he was a good guy.
Once I recover, I'm going down there to help Cal.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna head
Well, I
straight
knew,
to the.
I knew
I
my
don't fucking
daughter
know.
would
I am
take care
hurt,
of him.
and you're hurt, and we're all hurt.
Once-
we don't need
okay,
to go
once-
straight there.
Can he just pick me up now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Let's just go to the fucking.
Yeah. So you start heading to the Duke, and maybe you hear like Valia yelling behind you. And you just keep going, but like glancing back, you see Valia kind of struggling to, or maybe with the sled.
Yeah, I got you on the sled.
yeah.
I got
Cal-
you, that
Cal,
big
like
bitch.
like a ski
Finally,
victim.
oh
he's,
my
he's
God.
he's tied up on the sled with, or no, you know, and Valia's just running, casting that behind her, while Bed and Breakfast drag the sled with Cal on it
I love that.
down the
My
streets
tongue
after
tastes
you.
really bad because I've been licking a bunch of things.
Yeah, you're like.
And but after a hasty jog, you find yourself back at Clearstead, where
That was a good job, guys.
Yeah.
That was a good job.
I'd
job,
say
Nate.
Duke Ellington is actually out on the balcony, so while you're approaching, you can see him looking down at you, as he's been observing the battle around you, and but
Am I stable enough to be awake?
unless someone's healing you.
Fuck.
We need you, Busto.
This is why Arthur should never.
Yeah, so you
leave us
climb the
alone.
stairs back up this vaguely ziggurat-shaped building, in the direction of where you know Duke Ellington will be, and I probably just like kick down the door to get into his little chamber.
I am royally pissed off.
I think a lot of people are royally pissed off.
She passed out. He passed out. I passed out. And many people died. And he got stabbed in the neck from the other job, which is kind of irrelevant right now, but I mean, come on. So,
What are you saying? Is this you want to level
well,
up?
I'm
Is
just
this a
gonna
level
take
up
his
floor?
fucking candlesticks now. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna walk up and be like, I'm gonna look him in the eye when I do it. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy to turn him red.
The candle.
No, my fucking eyes. Looking at him, and I'm just gonna take the candlestick. I'm gonna take 3.
Make an intimidation check with advantage for me.
Intimidation? Oh, that's pretty good. That's not very good. 19 plus 5 is 24. I'm gonna take everything on the table.
Yeah, so no, you just walk in, and Duke Ellington kind of looks at you, and you look back, and he looks at you, and you walk, never breaking eye contact. You just open your bag and just
No.
sweep-
I put it on the sled. That's how much shit I'm taking. I'm filling up a fucking bobsled.
I'm
They're
so
gonna
proud
say,
of
if you,
you.
I'll let you take
You're
the
making
candlestick.
me
I want
so-
to take the table. Like,
You
just
can't
everything on the
She
table.
really
Can't
is
take-
her mother's
you can
daughter.
sweep, like, all the
Really
I'm
food
like
and shit
dying
in
on
your
this
bag.
fucking sled, guys.
Yeah,
You're
I want the candle and all the food, candlesticks, I want all of it on.
And he just sort of just like makes a hand motion at one of the guards who is moving to like stop you, and he's like, let her have it.
Yeah, you better fucking let me have it, you dick.
Ah.
Duke.
Well, I'm
Dookie.
glad to see you made it back,
Mr. Ellington,
Nick.
you asked me to turn off an alarm. I murdered a frost giant almost single-handedly.
All right.
Saved
See you guys
Excuse
later.
us.
your entire city. I came here to kill you. And I'm such a good liar that everyone would believe me when I said it was just collateral damage.
Oh, can I cast Thaumaturgy to make her eyes red?
I don't want that.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy to beat. Oof.
A Roblox noise sounds. I think you have done a great service for the city today.
Me too.
I would appreciate not being stabbed if that would be negotiable with you. I believe I still owe you a certain sum of money for this, right? And I will admit I would be lying if I said I just picked your group on a whim. Can I hope that is at least intriguing enough for you to consider keeping me alive another minute?
You have 60 seconds to beg.
He snaps his fingers, and a servant walks over and presents you with a third one of those little oak boxes.
No, healing.
Okay, yeah, I'd say he looks
I
down
thought he
at
was gonna
Cal,
give me like a health potion.
Can
in
I
a
have a health
box.
potion too? I'm still low.
and he kind of gestures, and some of the staff starts crowding around Cal and tending to his wounds, maybe resetting his ribs, that sort of thing.
Nick ribs.
No,
Can
and
I'm just gonna cast Healing Word on myself. Actually, no, I can't.
You're not
Okay, so you're gonna make all
Nobody's-
this fuss and then you're gonna be like healing word.
Well, I can't. I'm unconscious still.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit.
you shouldn't kill me because I don't think it would be as beneficial to you as you think it would be. You're in a position of power right now. You and your group were seen as heroes during this fight, I'd assume. But if you just go around slaughtering dukes as you will, you won't maintain that position for long. I understand why you're angry. And not to satiate it, but because I did make a promise, I do have one other thing for your group. Is that enough?
You gave me 10,000 gold to apprehend 4 men. I saved your entire city, and I will have 50,000 gold because I watched my brother die.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
No, she'll kill me. I don't need that. Can I make a medicine check on him to see if I can just like get him to?
You can't raise hit points.
Oh yeah, that's right. Can I pour water on him?
17.
I'll freeze you. Shut up.
I'll say he kind of puts out a hand. He says, "I can't provide you just with 50,000 gold off of my hand alone.
Bullshit.
But I would agree you have done a great service for the city, and I have a certain ability, a sway in the courts that I think could grant you a sum of money over the next little while, or perhaps even a plot of land, a value of something upwards of 50,000 gold pieces. I have another 5,000 gold pieces in cash right now that I can give you, if that would show that I am willing to barter."
Alright. And what else do you have for us?
Health potion.
He says, "Well, Cal, at this point, I'd say you're starting to regain consciousness.
Hey,
He says,
I can't.
he says, unfortunately, I'm not, well, not exactly sure, but a little while back, my staff was approached and told to reach out to your group in any way that they could manage. Somebody wanted a letter delivered, you see, and he turns away from you and walks over to one of the side cabinets, and he doesn't pull out a letter exactly. And I'm not to dash your hopes, but it doesn't look like the kind of thing Zekra normally sends. It's like a little package. It's about this big and maybe an inch or two thick, with this dual top that seems to interlock in like almost a lace pattern in the middle. And he brings it back to you holding it in both hands almost reverently. And he sort of, it's a smooth gray, not matte, actually like shiny, but decidedly not silver. And I'd say upon closer inspection, you can see it's speckled with this sheen of black, white, and even little hints of like red or gold in some spots. But he hands this little box to you, Nick.
What's inside?
What's in the box?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say as you're going to open it, he says, I would be careful. It was delivered by the church, and they specified it was... Well, they didn't make it, so...
Okay.
I can only assume it's an object of particular power.
Can I stand up?
Yeah. You guys can gather around Nick.
Put it in my bag.
Sure.
So
You
how
don't have to
much
open it.
money does he give me?
He can give you another 5,000 gold pieces
Sounds good.
So just
right
another
now in
5,000.
cash.
Okay, lovely. And I have that. And there is one more thing.
Yes.
Before we
Nick.
go to, I have something. So just go ahead.
I know the layout of your mansion. I can be in and out without anyone ever knowing I'm here, and I know how to make things look like an accident.
Me and my NPCs are smiling.
I'm giggling.
Thank you, Nick, for the warning. I do appreciate it.
You will never put a threat to me on my brother ever again.
He sort of nods his head to you and he says, I understand. Thank you for your kindness, Nick.
We're going, guys.
As we start to leave, I'm gonna point at him, and I'm gonna say out loud, "You're still not forgiven." But then, still pointing at him, I'm going to cast message,
I'm gonna go.
which
Yeah,
I
you're
have to
still
be
not
pointing at him.
forgiven. I'm gonna grab a candlestick.
And I'm going to say, "Your life is still at danger. Meet me at the North Gate tonight."
To him?
In message, so only he can hear.
Okay. He doesn't react.
Okay.
At all.
I'm hoping he knows because I'm pointing at him, which is the requirement for the spell.
Yeah.
But I tried to cover that up by saying that he's not forgiven.
Yeah, he doesn't react. More than that, it doesn't feel like your spell totally connected. And as your group leaves, we, the audience, will shift our view for a moment as the called depart, their reward and potential boons in mind. And down on the street, we see Nick Notch open her bag and pull out that package again, not to open it, I assume, but just to glance at it for a second. And with her friends gathered around, we see that visible only to the called, there exists a string of numbers. I don't have an exact string of numbers for you because I don't exactly know how the time system in Thunica Alta works. But as best you can tell, it is a countdown leading to some specific date about a year out.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
But back in Clearstead, we see Parker Ellington, Duke of Clearstead and the 31st Precinct, standing on his balcony, his most trusted aide beside him, looking down at where the called have just departed. There is a tension in the air between them, a sort of mutual fear built upon by the cold night air as Parker Ellington turns to his aide and says, I want you to have them killed for me.